I got sick and died right after I married the school beauty. When visiting my grave 4 years after my death, the school beauty was hit by a truck because of her blurred vision due to grief. Who knew that the next moment I was reborn back to college with the school beauty? In my previous life, we fought each other for 4 years in college, but right after graduation, my family arranged for me to get married with her. On the night of our wedding, I made 3 rules with Tang Yunren. We only need to act intimate in front of our parents, and the rest of our lives are irrelevant. I have no feelings for Tang Yunren, and I never try to interfere with her circle. Tang Yunren never asks me about my affairs. No matter how late I come back, even if I don't come home at night, she never cares or asks. I always thought that Tang Yunren was just like me, and chose to marry me because of the pressure from her parents. Until the day I died of a sudden illness, Jiang Lingyu rushed to the hospital like crazy. She knelt in front of the doctor and begged, "Doctor, I beg you, please save him. I'd even give you my life if you can save him." At that time, I stood by the bed in a spirit state, watching this heart-wrenching scene. I tried to hug her more than once, but each time I just passed through her body. I kept trying to comfort her, but she didn't hear a word I said. She just kept begging the doctor until she fainted from excessive emotion. Every day after that, Tang Yunren held the black and white photo in her arms, missing him like a river. She looked at the man in the photo with a sad face, gently stroking his face, inch by inch, with deep nostalgia and heartache in her eyes. Tang Yunren picked up a bottle of sleeping pills. She wanted to end the pain caused by missing him. Best friend Sukairo snatched the sleeping pills from Tang Yunren's hand. "Yunren, it's been 4 years, he's dead." Hearing this, Tang Yunren's face turned pale and his breathing stagnated for a moment. "Yeah, he's dead." There was a slight tremor in Tang Yunren's voice and a look of deep sorrow on her face. I saw the whole scene in my soul state. Sukairo patted her back and said soothingly, "Tomorrow is the anniversary of his death. You should make a final farewell to him and say goodbye to the past." Tang Yunren nodded, half lowered her long and dense eyelashes, covering the emotions in her eyes, nodded and said in a sad voice, "Well, okay. It's time to end it." She had been living in confusion for 4 years because of him. It's time to make a conclusion. In the evening, Tang Yunren cooked a large table of dishes, including braised spare ribs, vinegar chicken, boiled fish fillet, fried spinach preserves, and stewed pig tendons with mushrooms. A total of 8 dishes, which was quite sumptuous. Tang Yunren picked up a piece of vinegar chicken and placed it in the bowl opposite her, then began to talk to herself as usual. "Jiang Qi, these are your favorite dishes. You don't know that before I married you, I couldn't even cook. It was for you that I worked hard to learn from the chef." Tang Yunren pointed to the scar from the knife cut and pursed her lips, with a look of grievance on her face. "I'm too clumsy and cut my fingers several times, but when I saw you eating the food I cooked, you were enjoying it with big mouthfuls. I felt that it was all worth it." It was only after his death that Jiang Qi found out that these dishes were made by Tang Yunren herself. He remembered that the first time he ate a dish cooked by Tang Yunren, he thought it was exceptionally delicious. He thought it was cooked by the nanny hired by Tang Yunren. Not only that, she would take care of him when he was drunk. All the clothes he wore were ironed by her, and she would secretly kiss him when he fell asleep. Always silently guarding him and caring about him. But he never knew it. Tang Yunren picked up another piece of boiled fish fillet for Jiang Qi and continued, "This is the last time I will cook for you. After I offer you my respects tomorrow, I will forget everything that belongs to you." "That's fine." Jiang Qi sighed. Although Tang Yunren was already in her early 30s, she still had charm, maturity, and beauty. There was no need for her to be depressed over a dead man like him. She should have a new life. The next day, Tang Yunren went to the cemetery in a white wedding dress and came to Jiang Qi's grave. Tang Yunren was very beautiful today. Her long hair was curled into big waves, she wore a wreath on her head, and had delicate makeup on her face. Against the backdrop of her white wedding dress, she looked so beautiful that she seemed like a fairy from heaven. Jiang Qi had always known that Tang Yunren was very beautiful, but he never paid any attention to her. Even when they were getting married, he was only thinking about completing the process quickly and didn't pay much attention to whether she was pretty or not. "Jiang Qi, am I beautiful today?" Tang Yunren smiled at the tombstone. "Beautiful, very beautiful." Jiang Qi stared at Tang Yunren. "Do you think I'm stupid? You don't care whether I'm beautiful or not." The words were full of bitterness. Tang Yunren placed the chrysanthemums in front of the tombstone and looked at the 2 words, "Jiang Qi," engraved on the tombstone. Her memories were evoked and her heart was pierced. "Jiang Qi, do you miss me?" "Yunren, I miss you, I'm sorry." Jiang Qi put his hand on Tang Yunren's head. Although she couldn't feel it, he couldn't help but do so. You won't miss me, how could you miss me? Tang Yunren had a bitter smile on her face. But I miss you, Tang Yunren said, tears falling one by one. It's so strange to say, even though you are gone, I feel like you are always by my side. I feel like you would touch my face, touch my hair. Hearing this, Jiang Qi paused, stroking Tang Yunren's hair, with a bitter look on his face. Jiang Qi, actually I originally wanted to die, but I can't die. My mother won't be able to bear it. If it weren't for this, she wouldn't be alive alone until now. I'm moving away in a few days, leaving this city far away and never coming back. Okay. Jiang Qi sighed. Get out of here and start your life again. So before I leave, I want you to have a good look at me in a wedding dress. Just for you. I will never wear a wedding dress for anyone else again. Why bother? He is already dead, and the living should live well. Jiang Qi, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Tang Yunren waved at Jiang Qi and reluctantly looked away. After lingering for a while, she turned around and left. Jiang Qi stood in front of the tomb and stopped following, just watching Tang Yunren leave. Tang Yunren had just walked to the side of the road when she suddenly remembered that she was still wearing her wedding ring on her finger. She wanted to return the wedding ring to him and forget everything about him. Just as Tang Yunren made her move, the ring suddenly slipped from between her fingers, rolled to the ground, and rolled towards the center of the road. My ring, Tang Yunren hurried after it. Jiang Qi put the ring on her hand personally on their wedding day, and she has never taken it off. Just then, a heavy earth-moving truck suddenly came towards them at high speed. Yunren, get out of the way. Jiang Qi floated over anxiously, shouting. With a bang, the earth-moving truck hit hard. He watched Tang Yunren being knocked away, drawing an arc in the air, and then floating to the ground like dead leaves falling in autumn. No, Jiang Qi screamed heartbreakingly, looking at Tang Yunren lying in a pool of blood, his eyes bloodshot. The red blood blooms like plum blossoms on the white wedding dress, and the red and white form a strong visual impact. Dazzling, eye-catching. Tang Yunren's face was as pale as paper. She turned her head weakly and looked towards the tombstone where Jiang Qi was. A bitter smile hung on the corners of her mouth, and tears slid to the corners of her eyes, one after another. That's fine, that's fine. Not good at all. Yunren, hold on, the ambulance will be here soon. You can't die. Jiang Qi tried again and again to pick up Tang Yunren, but in the end it was in vain. That feeling of powerlessness made Jiang Qi hate himself very much. Jiang Qi, the thing I regret most in my life is meeting you, falling in love with you. The more Tang Yunren spoke, the more tears flowed. If I could do it all over again, I would never fall in love with you again. When he said this, Tang Yunren's life was almost over, until he completely lost his life and lay in a pool of red blood. No, no. Jiang Qi screamed hysterically. If he could do it all over again, he vowed to do his best to make it up to her and love her. Never let her suffer any injustice again. Never let her shed another tear. As he was thinking, Jiang Qi suddenly hugged his head. His headache was splitting, and he felt like it was going to explode. Jiang Qi's eyes went dark, and he fell to the ground, next to Tang Yunren. All will return to dust, dust to dust. Quiet and silent. Old Jiang, who is calling him? Etc. Call him. Isn't he dead? Old Jiang, you're not dead yet. Otherwise, if you don't wake up, I'll have to slap you in the face. Hearing this, Jiang Qi quickly opened his eyes, and as soon as he opened his eyes, he saw a fat, thick palm hovering over his face, just a little bit away from slapping him. Fatty. Jiang Qi stared at Li Hao, who was standing in front of him with wide eyes. Isn't this his college classmate? And the current situation, and this place, made him feel particularly familiar. Old Jiang, were you hit by the basketball and made stupid? Why do you react like this? Li Hao stared at Jiang Qi with wide eyes. Basketball. He knows. No wonder it looks so familiar. This was the infirmary of his university. The school organized a basketball game. When he was passing by the basketball court, he was hit on the back of the head by a flying basketball. So, he is reborn. Back to his college days. Jiang Qi took out his cell phone and checked the time. July 12, 2021. As expected, he was really reborn. At this moment, a mechanical female voice suddenly came from my mind. First of all, congratulations to the host for his rebirth. Do you need to activate the system immediately? System? Of course, Jiang Qi knew what it was. It was a golden finger that was essential for rebirth and time travel. What if it's not activated? Then you can die now. Activation. Okay, the love system has been successfully activated. The system will convert each love behavior of the host into corresponding experience points. and you can exchange the experience points for RMB. Love system. Hearing this name, Jiang Qi's mind suddenly appeared the girl's beautiful and delicate face. Tang Yunren. At this point in time, Tang Yunren is his college classmate, and the classmate who hit him on the back of the head with a basketball is a student in Tang Yunren's class. Later, Tang Yunren, as the class monitor, will come to see him on behalf of the class. Thinking of this, Jiang Qi looked up at Li Hao. I'm fine now. You can go back first. I'll rest for a while. If I don't send Li Hao away, how can I be alone with Tang Yunren later? Are you really okay? Li Hao looked Jiang Qi up and down. Doesn't look like it. Jiang Qi moved his hands and feet. All my limbs are intact, no problem. I'm talking about your brain. Get lost. Jiang Qi kicked Li Hao out, then lay down, anxiously counting the time, waiting for Tang Yunren to arrive. Time passed by minute, and Jiang Qi's eager eyes could burn a hole in the door. Suddenly, footsteps finally came from outside the door. Here we come. Here we come. It's finally here. Jiang Qi closed his eyes excitedly and listened to the sound of the door opening. Following the footsteps, I walked to his bedside and was greeted by the aroma of medicine. He was very familiar with this scent. It was the unique body odor of Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren has been in poor health since childhood and has been taking Chinese medicine. When she drank too much, the faint smell of medicine lingered on her body. The smell was pleasant and something Jiang Qi missed, so he couldn't help but inhale it a little harder through his nose. Love experience plus 46. Huh? Is it so easy to gain experience points? He just sniffs the scent and gets experience points. Jiang Qi took another breath. Love experience plus 48. He took a deep breath. Love experience plus 72. Oh my God. This is cool. When your love experience points exceed 100, you will get a chance to draw a lottery. Do you want to draw now? Light bulb, can't you see I'm feeling my wife's scent? Hey, classmate. The girl's sweet voice like a nightingale rang out. It's Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren was bending over and looking down at Jiang Qi, who was lying on the bed, her eyes half closed, her eyelashes as thick and curled as butterfly wings. Jiang Qi was so excited that he grabbed Tang Yunren's hand. Love experience plus 520. As expected, physical contact brings more experience points. Of course, he didn't have time to care about experience points now. He just wanted to hold Tang Yunren's hand for the rest of his life. In his previous life, he never knew how deeply she loved him. In the 4 years after her death, he wanted to hold her hand and hold her in his arms all the time, but every time he wanted to hold her, he passed through her body. That kind of powerlessness, he had experienced this over and over again countless times. Now he could finally hold her hand. Warm and soft, the feel was much better than he had imagined. Tang Yunren kept staring at Jiang Qi's hand, and her ears turned red. She pursed her lips, struggled for several seconds, and tried to pull her hand back. As a result, she pumped and he pulled. She pumped harder, he pulled harder. Tang Yunren didn't say anything, so Jiang Qi closed his eyes and pretended to be dead. At this time, Tang Yunren's best friend Jin Zhaokeo walked in. Pervert, let go of my Ranran. Jin Zhaokeo rushed over and tried to grab Jiang Qi's hand. There is no system prompt sound. He was right. This love system only responded to people he liked. Zhaokeo, be gentle. He is still injured. You will hurt him like this. Tang Yunren spoke out to stop Jin Zhaokeo. Hearing Tang Yunren say this, Jiang Qi was deeply moved. My wife is still the best. Ranran, you were also hit by a basketball. Is there something wrong with your brain? He was taking advantage of you and you still care about him. Jin Zhaokeo looked at Tang Yunren with disbelief. Yes, Tang Yunren showed a faint, bitter smile on her face. She had made up her mind that if everything could be done over again, she would never want to have anything to do with him again. Tang Yunren, who once loved him deeply, has died in front of his grave. No, I'm just afraid that you'll cause him secondary harm. After all, it was a classmate from our class who injured him. As the monitor, I'm here to see him on behalf of the class. It would be bad if I hurt him again. You're right, but it's not a big deal that he keeps holding you. Maybe he's already woken up and is holding your hand on purpose. No way, he's not that kind of person. If he was really that kind of person, he would not have treated his wife as the most familiar stranger in his previous life. He had never even touched her. How could he take advantage of her now? Of course, don't be fooled by this pretty boy. I admit he is handsome, but people's hearts are hidden. Maybe he is just a piece of cake. It was almost time to wake up. Jiang Qi touched the back of his head with his other hand. It hurts, it hurts. Are you awake? How do you feel? I almost got my head cut open. I'm lucky to have survived. Jiang Qi said exaggeratedly. Hey, I'm telling you, you're already awake. Why are you still holding our Ranran's hand? Let go. Jin Ziokail pinched her waist and yelled fiercely. You can't let go. She just threw the ball at me and almost killed me. She has to be responsible for me. Jiang Qi not only did not let go of Tang Yunren's hand, he also deliberately pulled hard so that Tang Yunren stumbled and fell on him. Tang Yunren's face was lying on the man's legs. Although there was a quilt between them, her ears still turned red. Jiang Qi's face was also very red, almost red to the point of being purple. He did intentionally pull Tang Yunren just now, but he didn't expect that Tang Yunren would hit the wrong place, and sweat broke out on his forehead. Who hit you? Our Ranran didn't hit you. Let go of her hand quickly, Jin Ziokail said as he quickly pulled Tang Yunren up. You weren't the one who smashed it. Jiang Qi pretended to be dumb. Of course not. Oh, sorry. Jiang Qi rubbed Tang Yunren's hand secretly before letting go. Tang Yunren's pupils dilated, and her fingertips quickly retracted as if they had been electrocuted. She clutched the clothes at the side of her body, her eyes flickering, and her heart beating uncontrollably. Love experience plus 700. Did he do that on purpose? Or is she overthinking? Tang Yunren cleared her throat, adjusted her mood, and said, I'm the monitor of Class 9 of the Fine Arts Department. My name is Tang Yunren. Our class was playing basketball with Class 8 just now. A classmate of our class accidentally hit the ball and it hit you. On behalf of our classmates, I want to say sorry to you. Just say sorry. At least treat me to a meal, right? Jiang Qi couldn't wait to warm up his relationship with Tang Yunren. Although they were classmates in college, they had never communicated with each other. So he had to find a suitable reason to spend more time with her. Tang Yunren was looking at Jiang Qi with suspicion. Isn't this pace of development wrong? She remembered very clearly that in her previous life, when she came to see Jiang Qi ignored her. She is the campus beauty of Jiangcheng University. There are many people chasing after her. She is the focus of attention wherever she goes. Many rich second generations from wealthy families are vying to confess their love to her, and each of them has an admiring look on their faces. But Jiang Qi didn't seem to be very interested in her, which aroused her curiosity. Not only that, Jiang Qi also gave her an indescribable sense of familiarity. Later, when they met on campus several times, Jiang Qi was still cold and indifferent to her. She looked at his back, and the sense of familiarity became more and more obvious. Until one day, she found out that Jiang Qi was the neighbor brother who rescued her from the river when she was a child. He was very kind to her. He would give her all his delicious food and fight with those who bullied her, getting dirty and injured and still grinning and saying to her, I'm strong, I'm fine. Too bad he doesn't remember anything. As she thought about it, Tang Yunren became secretly sad. Do you have any shame? Jin Ziokail suddenly shouted in a raised voice. Are you still a man? You actually let a girl like ours, Ranran, treat you to a meal. Then I'll treat her to a meal, is that okay? Jiang Qi followed Jin Ziokail's words. Jin Ziokail was speechless and wondered to himself, why did he feel like Jiang Qi had tricked him? Regardless of whether it was Tang Yunren who invited Jiang Qi to dinner or Jiang Qi who invited Tang Yunren to dinner, didn't they just go out to dinner alone? I know, you are just trying to use this as an excuse to pursue my Jia Ranran, right? Ziokail, don't talk nonsense. Tang Yunren looked embarrassed. How could Jiang Qi possibly pursue her? If he had that idea, a sow would be able to climb a tree. Ranran, why do you always speak for him? We are a family, Jin Ziokail said angrily. That's right, she and Jiang Qi are no longer a family. And in her previous life, she had made up her mind never to have anything to do with him again. She didn't want to experience the injuries and pain she had suffered again. Jiang Qi, I'm not used to eating with boys. It's okay, I'm not used to eating with girls either. Let's help each other get used to it. It's impossible for us to be single forever in the future. Jiang Qi made up his mind that he must seize the opportunity and pursue Tang Yunren as soon as possible. What to do? Tang Yunren had a headache. What happened to Jiang Qi? He had to cling to her. She had to find a way to refuse. My mom is very strict with me. If she knew I was eating out with a boy, she wouldn't think much of it. Then let's not eat out. I'll go to your house. Tang Yunren, you can also go to my house, Jiang Qi added. In the end, Tang Yunren had no choice but to agree to have dinner with Jiang Qi. It's just a meal anyway. He won't do anything to her, right? He won't do anything to her. After this meal, she stayed away from him. Tang Yunren lowered her brows in thought. Jiang Qi was also pondering in his heart. What should he do to attract Tang Yunren's attention during the meal? By the way, when did Tang Yunren fall in love with him? Although he admitted that he was indeed very handsome, Tang Yunren was the campus belle of Jiangcheng University, and there were many men pursuing her. Why would Tang Yunren like him? Etc. Jiang Qi suddenly remembered something. Tang Yunren seemed to have called his name just now. Strangeness. How did she know his name? It was not surprising that he knew her name. After all, she was the campus belle of Jiangcheng University. Which boy in school didn't know the name of the campus belle? Even if he didn't pay much attention to this aspect in his previous life, he knew that Tang Yunren was the school belle of their school. But he was just an ordinary student in the business department. How did Tang Yunren know his name? Could it be? She likes me now. Thinking of this, Jiang Qi secretly became excited. When he has dinner with her tomorrow, he will definitely find an opportunity to test the waters. After the afternoon class, Jiang Qi followed his memory to find the way home. He was reborn and returned to the age of 18. The changes in more than 10 years were so great that a city had a completely new look and high-rise buildings were built on the barren land. Jiang Qi was standing on the roadside, looking towards the old houses near the park, which were demolished 3 years later. If he bought a dozen sets there now, he would make a fortune. It's a pity that he has no money. Speaking of money, Jiang Qi suddenly remembered something. Although he has no money, he has a system. The system just mentioned that the experience points he earned can be directly exchanged for RMB. System, how many experience points do I have now? 65 points. Why so many? When we were in the infirmary, you were so busy occupying your wife that you didn't have the heart to listen to my advice. So that's how it is. So I can exchange this for 6,000 yuan. Is that what you mean? Yes, more than 6,000 yuan. Although it is not a lot, it is almost equivalent to what an ordinary person earns in a month. His parents' combined monthly salary is only 10,000 yuan. Find Tang Yunren tomorrow and continue working hard to make a fortune. By the way, didn't I get a chance to draw a lottery? Jiang Qi suddenly remembered and said, Do you want to smoke now? Smoke. If you don't smoke, save it and go home for the new year. Click the prize draw button. Congratulations, you won a European Emperor Experience voucher. The experience time is 1 week. This is a good thing. Take it out and use it on special occasions to ward off disasters and evil spirits. The experience voucher is already effective when you draw it. Oh my God, I haven't even started yet. This is the system's default program, so there is no need to seek the host's opinion. Really willful. Can I still continue the lottery? Sure. 100 experience points per draw. A little expensive, but you can give it a try. Anyway, I have nothing left. I can go find Tang Yunren tomorrow and just sniff, smell, and hold hands, and I can double my money back. Now draw. 100 experience points have been deducted. You can now draw the lottery. Jiang Qi clicked the lottery button. Congratulations to the host. You have drawn 200 experience points. This is not a disadvantage. But there wasn't much of a surprise. Keep smoking. Congratulations to the host. You have drawn 200 experience points. Why is it always this? After pulling it 10 times in a row, Jiang Qi became a little impatient. Hearing Jiang Qi say this, the host couldn't help but complain. Just be content. If you weren't so lucky, you would have said, thank you for participating, 10 times in a row. One last draw. Congratulations to the host. You have drawn a charm attribute that increases by 60%. Improve appearance. Jiang Qi took out his mobile phone and took a picture of his face with the original camera. He seemed to have become much more handsome. His facial features are much more three-dimensional than before, and his skin is much better. He used to be quite handsome, but he was just an ordinary person after all. He didn't pay as much attention to maintenance as celebrities, so his skin was still a little rough. But now, if you use the original camera and don't look carefully, you can hardly see the pores. He raised his hand and touched his face. The feel is excellent, but still not as good as Tang Yunren's. Jiang Qi looked at his hands, moved his fingers, and recalled the feeling of holding Tang Yunren's hand in the infirmary in the afternoon. It is warm, soft, fine, and smooth, and feels like the finest white jade. It's really unforgettable. I'll find a chance to touch it tomorrow. To explain, he is not a playboy. He just wants to increase the system experience points. Thinking of Tang Yunren, Jiang Qi opened WeChat and looked at the friends he had recently added. Tang Yunren. He marked her as wife. Send her the selfie I just took with my original camera. Is he handsome? Bite. Tang Yunren had just returned home when she heard the WeChat reminder sound. When he clicked on it and saw that it was a message from Jiang Qi, His breathing suddenly became disordered. Why did he message her? Did you change your mind and don't want to have dinner with her anymore? It must be like this. She knew why Jiangqi would ask her out for dinner. I guess it was because my brain was hit by a basketball at noon and caused a temporary freeze. It is also possible that he had used up all the money he had gotten from his sister and had no money to eat, so he insisted that she treat him. In her previous life, after she married Jiangqi, she often heard his sister talk about the past. Jiangqi loved to do wicked things to harm his sister. Thinking of this, a hint of bitterness appeared on Tang Yunren's face. Bitterness gradually turned into a wry smile. This is good too. They don't need to keep in touch anymore and will have nothing to do with each other in the future. He sighed and clicked on the message. Huh, Tang Yunren blinked and blinked again. Food. He sent her his selfie and asked her if she was handsome. Didn't you refuse her invitation to dinner tomorrow? Tang Yunren brought the phone closer and stared carefully at the man in the photo. She didn't know if it was her illusion. She felt that he had indeed become much more handsome. Her eyebrows are like distant mountains. Her nose is high. Her thin lips are sexy, and her Adam's apple is also outstanding. As she watched, Tang Yunren's face turned red. Love experience plus 69. Jiangqi stopped after hearing the prompt sound from the system. Did she give him more experience points? Didn't he just send her a handsome photo? Could it be that, as he guessed, she had already fallen in love with him? So she already knew his name? Or was she simply attracted by his handsomeness in the photo? After thinking it over and hesitating for a long time, Jiangqi sent a message to Tang Yunren again. I don't think I told you my name in the infirmary this afternoon. How did you know my name is Jiangqi? While Tang Yunren was staring at Jiangqi's photo intently, she received new news. After seeing this message, Tang Yunren suddenly felt panicked. Not good. Is it going to be exposed? Would he suspect that she was reborn? It shouldn't be possible. Tang Yunren rejected this speculation in her heart. Rebirth is such a fantasy that it can only happen in novels. In real life, if anyone says that he or she has been reborn, he or she will definitely be regarded as a person with middle school syndrome. When you were knocked unconscious by the basketball, I heard your friend calling you this name. Stay calm. She needs to stay calm. Her reason was perfect, and there was nothing wrong with it. So that's how it is. Jiangqi raised his hand and touched his chin. What Tang Yunren said was very reasonable, and there was nothing wrong with it. So does she like him now? By the way, you haven't answered me yet. Am I much more handsome than before? Jiangqi sent another message. Tang Yunren looked at Jiangqi's photo again. To be honest, handsome, but she couldn't say it. I don't want to say it either. A little bit right, I'm not sure. Just that little bit. Jiangqi took pictures with his mobile phone and felt that he had changed a lot. It seems that it is still not enough. System, increase my charm again. You have to be able to draw it. Then draw and keep drawing until you draw it. Anyway, he has the attribute of being a European emperor, so he can do whatever he wants. You can draw however you want. The trial period was 1 week, and he still didn't believe it. There were 7 days in a week, with an average of 1 draw per second, for a total of 168 hours. 10,080 minutes. 604,800 seconds. Once a second, he has pumped it more than 600,000 times, and he still doesn't believe it. How can he not get a charm boost from pumping it once? Along the way, all that rang in my head was the notification sound of the system winning a prize. Accompanied by the same old winning notification sound, Jiangqi returned to the downstairs of his residential complex. His family is very ordinary. His parents earn money by working, and he has a younger sister. Just then, the elevator door opened, and a girl with short hair came out slowly in an electric wheelchair. Sister! Jiangqi rushed over excitedly and grabbed the girl's face without saying a word. It's that long when pulled. This feeling comes from his sister, Jiang Yuan. It is said that more than 10 years later, after Jiang Yuan got married, the man didn't care about her at all. Later, when Jiang Yuan found out that he had cheated on her, she made a big fuss and became thinner and thinner, as thin as a bamboo pole. It's not like it is now, where it can be stretched so long with one pull. It hurts, Jiangqi, are you sick? You're going to stretch my face. Jiang Yuan was not as strong as Jiangqi, so he twisted it with his hands and scratched it with his fingernails. But no matter how he scratched or twisted, Jiangqi just held her face tightly and refused to let go. Jiangqi was reluctant to let go. He finally got the chance to pull Jiang Yuan's little fat face again, and he wanted to enjoy it to the fullest. Jiang Qi, your brain is caught in the door. Let go now. If you don't let go, I'll tell Mom, say you bullied me. Jiang Qi let go only after seeing Jiang Yuan's face, turned red from being pulled by him. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Jiang Yuan rubbed his face and rolled his eyes at Jiang Qi. If you're sick, go to the hospital. After Jiang Yuan said this, she found that Jiang Qi had been staring at her. Just look at her. That kind of look was something he had never seen before. It was very much like the way her father looked at her. Somewhat kind. Damn it. Are you really sick? Just as Jiang Yuan was thinking this, Jiang Qi suddenly reached out to her head and touched it gently. Sister, I will treat you twice as well from now on. If you have any difficulties, you must tell me. I will help you solve them even if I die. Jiang Qi said this with deep affection, his eyes still slightly moist and red. Jiang Yuan was frightened like never before. He pushed his wheelchair backwards more than 10 meters and then looked at Jiang Qi with a very strange look. She was thinking, should she call 119? Could the firefighters please spray him hard to get rid of the evil? She knows. Jiang Yuan suddenly looked at Jiang Qi's hands, but they were empty with nothing in them. Jiang Qi, where are the spicy noodles you brought me? I really didn't forget, I was just delayed by something, Jiang Qi explained. What's the matter? Don't tell me you were hit by a ball while walking on the road and suffered temporary amnesia. She was saying, why did Jiang Qi get angry for no reason? In the morning, she gave Jiang Qi 50 yuan and asked him to bring back a box of spicy noodles. However, not only did he come back empty-handed, he was also so cheesy to her. As expected, he embezzled her money. Jiang Qi stared at Jiang Yuan with eyes wide open and gave him a thumbs up. You're amazing. You can even guess this. I don't trust you at all. Jiang Yuan picked up his cell phone and really wanted to smash this piss-off old man. Okay, I'll be honest. Jiang Qi spread his hands. Actually, I'm helping you find a sister-in-law. Jiang Yuan's eyes rolled up to the sky. You spend all day trying to cheat me out of my money. Can you find me a sister-in-law? I would still believe you even if you became a monk. Jiang Yuan, I don't like what you said. But the truth is, you see, it's such a waste on your face. Many girls confessed their love to you before, but what happened? You didn't even bother to pay any attention to them. And you're still looking for a sister-in-law for me. If you can find a sister-in-law for me, I can stand up and show you. Jiang Qi looked at Jiang Yuan's legs. Jiang Yuan's disability was not congenital, but was caused by a car accident. It was not long ago that the accident happened. In his previous life, his family was not well off and they did not have enough money to pay for Jiang Yuan's leg treatment. Later, through his hard work, the family became wealthy, but by then the best time for treatment had already passed and the disease could not be cured at all. Give me back my money. It turns out that my brother uses it to cheat girls. Jiang Yuan had a chubby face to begin with, and now it became as big as Furong's. Jiang Qi reached into his pocket and searched. Only $3 left. It's just enough to buy a bag of spicy strips. One bag won't be enough, so I won't return the money to you, Jiang Qi said and put the money back into his trouser pocket. Jiang Yuan clenched his fists and hooked his finger at Jiang Qi. Come here, I promise I won't beat you to death. Girls should be gentle. If you are so fierce, you won't be able to get married. None of your business. Pay back the money. No, I'm going to kill you. My life is worthless, and you are at a disadvantage. What? Finally, Jiang Qi obediently let Jiang Yuan hit him a few times, then pushed his wheelchair to a nearby convenience store. Boss, give me a bag of spicy strips. After buying the spicy strips, Jiang Qi's attention was drawn to the iced black tea in the refrigerator. Boss, will your iced tea win the prize? Yes, the chances of winning are very high. Young man, would you like a bottle? Maybe you will win if you are lucky, the boss said as he opened the refrigerator door. We don't want it. Winning the lottery is just a scam. Jiang Yuan was pushing the wheelchair and was about to turn around when he heard Jiang Qi's voice behind him. Then I'll get a bottle. Hey, Jiang Qi, when have you ever won a prize? You never win anything, not even $5 from a lottery ticket. If you win by buying iced tea, I'll shave my head. That's what you said. Jiang Qi looked at Jiang Yuan's round face. It originally looked like a bun, and it would definitely look more like one without the hair. Boss, I want this bottle. It's time for his European attributes to really come into play. After Jiang Qi paid the money, he couldn't wait to unscrew the lid of the iced tea. Another bottle. Hit. Although it was expected, it was still a pleasant surprise. Did you really win? I guess you have used up all the luck for the rest of your life, Jiang Yuan said with a curled lip. Jiang Qi shook the bottle cap in front of Jiang Yuan, who just said that if I win the lottery, I will shave my head. Jiang Yuan puffed her cheeks. She didn't want to admit it. If you hit me again, I'll shave my head. Okay, today I must see you shave your head. Jiang Qi handed the bottle cap to the boss, then went to the refrigerator and took out a bottle at random. Anyway, I have the attribute of being a European emperor, so it doesn't matter whether I choose or not. Jiang Yuan didn't believe that Jiang Qi could win another bottle. Haha, I hit it again. Jiang Qi pushed the cap of the another bottle against Jiang Yuan's face. See, I'm just so lucky. How is that possible? Jiang Yuan stared at the bottle cap in front of him with eyes wide open in disbelief. There was indeed the words, another bottle, printed on it. You can shave your head now, Jiang Qi said after taking 2 sips of iced black tea. Jiang Yuan pouted and said she didn't want to have her head shaved or anything like that. What, you're still not convinced? Good, today I'll make you completely convinced. After saying that, Jiang Qi went to get another bottle of iced black tea. Another bottle? Go get it again. Another bottle, though. After taking out all the items in the refrigerator, the boss went to open the boxes in a daze. After smoking 2 large boxes in a row, Jiang Qi felt that it was enough. Not to mention that it will continue to be on the news. These iced teas have no lids, so where to put them is also a problem. You can't flush them all down the toilet, right? Jiang Yuan looked at the 2 large boxes of iced black tea on the ground. His mouth opened so wide in surprise that a whole goose egg could fit in it, and his eyes almost popped out. Are you convinced now? Jiang Yuan looked up at Jiang Qi blankly. Are you convinced? Now it's not a question of whether you're convinced or not, right? Is this luck due to the blessing of European luck? Or was her brother swapped? Oh, what a pity, such good hair is going to be shaved bald. Jiang Qi smacked his lips and said. Hearing Jiang Qi say this, Jiang Yuan suddenly felt a chill on his head, as if it had been shaved bald. Jiang Yuan imagined what he would look like with a shaved head. Buzz, she can't accept it. Jiang Qi looked at Jiang Yuan's wonderful expression and knew what she was thinking without having to guess. It's okay if you don't want to. Jiang Yuan's eyes lit up, and then he looked at Jiang Qi with vigilance. Is her brother so easy to talk to? Wrong. There must be something fishy. You make the conditions. Although Jiang Yuan knew it was a trap, she had no choice but to take advantage of the situation. After all, she didn't want to shave her head bald no matter what. Well, there are 2 boxes of iced black tea here, a total of 30 bottles. You can call me dear brother 30 times. Jiang Qi thought for a while and said, What, calling you brother? Still dear? So corny. No, she couldn't say it. I won't scream even if I die. If you can't scream, shave your head. Jiang Yuan, the barber shop is across the street. I'll take you there right now, Jiang Qi said, looking at the hair salon across the street. Jiang Yuan looked at Jiang Qi with all sorts of dirty looks on his face. Jiang Qi waited very calmly. After the 2 of them stared at each other for 3 minutes, Jiang Yuan admitted defeat. Dear brother, these 5 words almost popped out from between Jiang Yuan's teeth. Jiang Qi was so moved after hearing this. If he wasn't afraid that Jiang Yuan would get angry, he really wanted to hug Jiang Yuan and give him a big kiss. Keep calling. She endured it. Dear brother. Hey, call again. Jiang Yuan took a long, deep breath. Dear brother, dear brother, dear brother, dear brother, dear brother. He spoke at an alarming speed, and his face was blue and purple. Jiang Qi was afraid that Jiang Yuan would pass out from holding his breath. Jiang Qi felt so satisfied when he heard the last 30 words of dear brother. After returning home, Jiang Qi started to have a headache when he saw the 2 large boxes of iced black tea without caps. It is also not good to put it directly in the refrigerator without a lid. Got it. Jiang Qi poured out the little remaining purified water in the water dispenser and drank all the iced black tea. This is convenient. Jiang Qi had just finished his work when his parents came back. Xiao Qi, what's wrong with this water? Jiang Qi looked at his father and mother who were still in good health and immediately rushed over excitedly and hugged them both tightly. In his previous life, after his death, his mother could not accept the blow and became seriously ill. His trusted good partner even took the opportunity to take over his company. Without money to pay for his mother's medical treatment, his father had to work day and night and eventually broke his leg at a construction site. If Tang Yunren hadn't been taking good care of them, he couldn't imagine whether they could still live. So he owed Tang Yunren too much. It will take him his whole life to pay it back. Xiao Qi, what's wrong with you? Lin Hui looked at Jiang Qi in confusion. Jiang Yuan said while eating spicy noodles, Mom, Jiang Qi's brain was caught in the door. Jiang Qi turned around and looked at Jiang Yuan. You called me dear brother 30 times just now, but now you're just calling me by my name. Hee hee. Jiang Yuan felt extremely ashamed when she thought about how she had called him dear brother 30 times. She would return the favor when she found the chance in the future. Xiao Qi, your counselor, called this afternoon and said that you were hit on the head by a basketball. Are you okay? Jiang Mingwen asked. Did the basketball really break? Jiang Yuan stared at Jiang Qi with wide eyes. It's okay, it's okay. I'm still in a bad mood. After Jiang Qi finished speaking, he looked at the dishes in Jiang Mingwen and the other man's hands and immediately took them. Dad, Mom, you've worked hard all day. Sit down and have a good rest. I'll cook dinner tonight. What's going on? Jiang Mingwen stared at Jiang Qi with eyes wide open. Son, did the basketball really cause problems with your brain? Linya also looked worried. How could such a sensible child belong to her family? It's clearly someone else's child. Dad, Mom, I'm really fine. I just want to help you and relieve some of your pressure. I was so ignorant before. You worked so hard to save money to send me to college, but I often played games on my phone. I promise that I will never play games again, and I will take care of all the meals at home whenever I am free. At this moment, the expression on Jiang Qi's face was as serious and steady as it could be. With a pop, the spicy strips in Jiang Yuan's hand fell to the ground. His eyes were fixed on Jiang Qi. I couldn't believe my ears. Lin Ye and Jiang Mingwen's brains also remained in a frozen state, and they couldn't recover for a long time. Jiang Qi took 2 cups, poured 2 cups of iced black tea from the water dispenser, and handed them to Lin Ye and Jiang Mingwen. Dad, Mom, this is the iced tea I won. Sit down and drink some tea and watch TV. I'm going to cook. After saying that, Jiang Qi carried the dishes to the kitchen. The author has something to say. Chapter 7, Encountering a Love Rival. Quiet. The living room was so quiet that you could hear a pin drop. Jiang Mingwen, Lin Ye, and Jiang Yuan stared at each other. 3 minutes later, Jiang Yuan took out his cell phone and asked, "Do you want to call 120? Lin Ye opened her mouth and said, "I'll go to the kitchen and take a look." Lin Ye quietly came to the door and looked inside. Jiang Qi was cooking in an orderly manner. Is this really her son? How could she give birth to such a sensible son? Lin Ye walked into the kitchen and looked at Jiang Qi with a serious face. Xiao Qi, tell me, have you done anything illegal? Mom, why do you think so? I'm a law-abiding citizen. Then why did you suddenly change your personality? In the past, you never helped with housework and you would quarrel with your father. You played games all day long, did not work, and were idle. Stop fighting, I wasn't that bad before, was I? Jiang Qi became more speechless the more he listened. Almost, Jiang Mingwen stuck his head in and interjected. Jiang Qi, okay, I admit that I was not a good person before. It is because of this that I have come to my senses. So am I not starting to get on the right track in life? Have you really figured it out? Lin Ye and Jiang Mingwen both looked at Jiang Qi with suspicion. They both thought that Jiang Qi was just acting on a whim and would be beaten back to his original form within 2 days. Saying 2 days is already giving him too much face. 1 day at most. Tomorrow their son will turn back into that annoying brat. Night, take a shower and get ready for bed. As soon as he lay down on the bed, Jiang Qi picked up his phone and sent a message to Tang Yunren. I sent a good night emoticon. It's a dynamic picture of a man kissing a woman. After seeing this emoticon, Tang Yunren couldn't help but imagine the scene of Jiang Qi kissing her. Love experience plus 289 points. No. What is she thinking about? After having dinner with Jiang Qi tomorrow, they will go their separate ways. Even though she thought so, Tang Yunren couldn't help herself in the end. She slid her finger upwards and turned to the selfie that Jiang Qi sent her a few hours ago. As I looked at it, I subconsciously long pressed and clicked save. The next day, as soon as Jiang Qi got up, he started to tinker with his own look. I'm going to have dinner alone with Tang Yunren today, and I want to make a good impression on her. System, I drew all night last night. Did you get a charm increase? No. So what did you draw? Experience value 500,000 points. So many, how do you use them? Jiang Qi thought of the old houses near the park. He had originally planned to buy 8 or 10 of them and wait for them to be demolished and relocated to make a fortune, but he had no money. Now it seems that it would be difficult to get 8 or 10 sets if I continue, but I can still try to get 1 set first. With more than 500,000 experience points a day, a 7-day European Emperor experience voucher is worth 3.5 million yuan, and a 3-bedroom, 1 living room apartment in an old community can be bought for 3 million yuan. More than enough. It's only 6 o'clock now, and his parents haven't gotten up yet, so he goes out for a walk and buys breakfast. In his previous life, he played games all the time when he was a student. After entering society, he sat in front of the computer all day long, which caused problems with his cervical spine and waist. In this life, he must learn from his mistakes and exercise well. Just when Jiang Qi was running out of breath, a prompt sound came from the system. Congratulations to the host. You have drawn a 70% increase in physical fitness. After the voice fell, Jiang Qi suddenly felt that he was not tired at all, as if he had just started running. I looked at my arms and legs, and they were obviously much stronger. I have improved my physical fitness by 70%. Do I have abdominal muscles? Jiang Qi opened his clothes, and his eyes lit up. 1 pack of abdominal muscles turned into 6 packs. That's very good. System, keep working hard, I want 8-pack abs. He has all the pectoral muscles and biceps that girls like. 6:30 a.m. Jiang Qi returned home with 2 large bags of buns in his hands. Mom and Dad, you're up now, that's great. I bought some steamed buns and the rice porridge is ready. Let's eat. As soon as Jiang Yuan opened the door, he saw this bizarre scene happening again. I looked back at the door and wondered if she had opened it the wrong way. After finishing his meal, Jiang Qi said hello to Lin Ye and the others, then left home and headed towards school. Jiang Yuan put down his chopsticks. He couldn't hold back any more words after so long. Dad, Mom, do you want to ask a doctor to check him out? Could it be that the basketball really damaged his brain? What nonsense are you talking about? That's because your brother has grown up, Lin Ye said with a look of relief. He suddenly became sensible. I think this is too mysterious. I still think it's more likely that he was hit by a basketball. Then I'll hit you with the basketball too, and see if you can learn from it. No need for that. I won't learn anything even if my head gets smashed. I'm done eating. I'm going back to my room to watch TV. After Jiang Yuan finished speaking, she immediately pushed her wheelchair back to her room and continued watching her favorite costume drama with 2 male protagonists. Noon. Jiang Qi was waiting at the entrance of the Fine Arts department. Most of the students studying fine arts were girls. With his improved charm and physical fitness, he naturally attracted the attention of many girls when standing at the entrance of the art department. But the only person he was thinking about was Tang Yunren. To him, other beautiful women are nothing but clouds. Jiang Qi didn't wait for Tang Yunren, but he waited for Tang Yunren's #1 pursuer Wu Qingshu. Wu Qingshu and Tang Yunren were classmates from elementary school to college, and also neighbors. Wu Qingshu has always been pursuing Tang Yunren. Later, on the day of his wedding with Tang Yunren, she came over and made a big scene, and after the wedding she would appear in his neighborhood from time to time. Even after his death, she asked Tang Yunren more than once or twice to take care of her. It was a pity that even though he was looking forward to it to death, Tang Yunren still didn't agree to his request. Old Wu, it's that guy from class 6 of the business department. His name is Jiang Qi. I found out everything for you. Wang Zhen pointed at Jiang Qi and said to Wu Qingshu. So it's him. Wu Qingshu rolled up his sleeves and walked in front of Jiang Qi. Are you Jiang Qi? What's up? Nonsense, of course I have something to talk to you about. But I'm not free. Jiang Qi's words made Wu Qingshu very angry. I don't care whether you are free or not. I am here to warn you. Stay away from my Yunren. Your Yunren? Is she your sister or elder sister? Hey, you kid, you deserve a beating, right? Wu Qingshu was annoyed by Jiang Qi's attitude. He rolled up his sleeves and slapped Jiang Qi's handsome face. Just as Jiang Qi was about to fight back, he saw Tang Yunren coming down from upstairs. Seeing this, Jiang Qi withdrew his hand, thinking of a self-torture trick he would let Wu Qingshu punch him. If Tang Yunren saw it, she would definitely feel sorry for him, maybe even help him to the infirmary, ask about his well-being, and he would take the opportunity to take advantage of her to create sparks, so that the relationship between the two would heat up rapidly. This is what Jiang Qi planned, but something unexpected happened. Chapter 8 Kneel down to him. When Wu Qingshu's fist was 5 cm away from Jiang Qi's face, his feet suddenly slipped, his body lost balance, and he fell to his knees with a thump. Well, this is so fucking embarrassing. Jiang Qi looked down at Wu Qingshu and wondered why he fell down out of nowhere. Oh, that's right. How could he forget such an important thing? He has the European character. In fact, it's not that he forgot this, but he never thought that the European Emperor attribute could be used in this way. In other words, with this European Emperor attribute, can he win without any effort? It's a pity that the European Emperor experience voucher is only valid for 7 days. It would be great if it was available every day. Tang Yunren walked over in confusion, and looked at Wu Qingshu, who was kneeling on the ground in a daze. Wu Qingshu, why are you kneeling down to him? What unforgivable thing have you done to him? Wu Qingshu wanted to cry. I want to find a rat hole to crawl into and cry. We don't have to worry about him. Let's go and have dinner, Jiang Qi said as he stretched out his hand in front of Tang Yunren, took her bag very naturally and hung it on his arm. Here, can I take it myself? Tang Yunren looked at the pink plush rabbit hanging on the backpack and felt that such a bag was inappropriate for a grown boy. When Tang Yunren put her hand on Jiang Qi's arm, she was suddenly stunned. What strong arms? Is this Jiang Qi's arm? It's not like she had never touched him before in her previous life. When he was drunk, she helped him home and changed his alcohol-stained clothes. Not only did she touch him, she also secretly kissed him while he was sleeping soundly. Of course, it is only limited to the forehead and face. Mouth words. She thought about it, but she was embarrassed. Why is your face so red? Jiang Qi put his hand on Tang Yunren's forehead. Now not only Tang Yunren's face turned red, but also her ears and neck. Love experience plus 545 points. Just to pat him on the head, and you offer him so much. Jiang Qi looked at Tang Yunren's mouth, which was pink, tender and slightly open, revealing her lovely pearly teeth. Want a kiss? Just a touch on the head gave him so many experience points. If he had kissed him, it was probably a slap in the face. After Tang Yunren reacted, she took 2 steps back and kept a distance from Jiang Qi. The sun is a little strong. It's hot, very hot. Tang Yunren stuttered as she spoke, her heartbeat speeding up uncontrollably. I wondered what Jiang Qi was doing. Yesterday he sent her handsome photos and sent her a good night message, and now he is acting intimately with her. This is not the Jiang Qi she knew in her previous life. The sun is really big. Jiang Qi looked up at the sun in the sky. Let's go. I'll take you to a restaurant. The environment there is nice and the food is delicious and clean. I promise you will like the food here. After saying that, Jiang Qi walked to the other side of the sun and used his 183 cm height to block the sun for Tang Yunren. At first, Tang Yunren didn't notice this, but later she noticed that she had been walking on his shadow. At first, she thought it was just a coincidence, but when she walked fast, he walked fast. And when she walked slowly, he deliberately slowed down to make her walk in his shadow as much as possible. Why did he do that? Tang Yunren was puzzled. He quietly raised his head and looked towards Jiang Qi. The boy stood in the sun, tall, strong, full of hormones, and full of security. We're here, this is the restaurant. Jiang Qi stopped. When I turned around, I saw that Tang Yunren's face had become even redder. The sun is very strong, but it shouldn't be that hot, right? Oh, Tang Yunren looked at the restaurant in front of her, stunned. She used to come to this restaurant often, and she liked the food there very much. Jiang Qi brought her here. Could it be that he already knew it? Impossible. It must be just a coincidence. Don't stand here in the sun, go inside. Jiang Qi naturally took Tang Yunren's hand and walked into the restaurant. Love experience plus 426. Jiang Qi found an empty corner and sat down, then handed the menu to Tang Yunren. Order whatever you want to eat. It's my treat, you order. Tang Yunren handed the menu back. When handing it over, he accidentally touched Jiang Qi's hand. I suddenly felt a tingling electric shock at my fingertips. Love experience points plus 398 points. Then I'll order it. Sour fish. Huh? Tang Yunren was stunned. He doesn't like pickled fish very much. And pickled fish is her favorite dish. Stuffed lotus root. Jiang Qi ordered another dish. Tang Yunren blinked. She knew all the dishes that Jiang Qi liked to eat, and she had even learned them specially for him in her previous life. There is no lotus root flesh. She likes to eat honey-glazed golden dates, sweet potato meatballs, pot-roasted duck, vegetarian ham, and crucian carp soup. Jiang Qi reported it all in one breath. Tang Yunren was completely dumbfounded. These dishes are all her favorites. How did Jiang Qi know? After holding it in for a few minutes, Tang Yunren couldn't help but ask, "How do you know I like these dishes?" How could he not know? In the previous life, after his death, I didn't know why I could only follow Tang Yunren, as if there was some kind of attraction. Wherever she went, she followed. Inseparable. So things that he didn't notice when she was alive. It would be hard for him not to know after she died, as he stayed by her side every day, watching her eat, live, and travel. Of course, Tang Yunren wouldn't believe the idea of rebirth. Blind guess. Hearing this answer, Tang Yunren expressed disbelief. Guessing one dish correctly blindly is a coincidence. Guessing 2 dishes blindly is incredible luck. And guessing so many dishes blindly and getting them all correct, how is this possible? You're asking about me privately. I'm really just guessing. It's up to you if you don't say anything. Tang Yunren took out his cell phone to distract himself. Jiang Qi stretched his head and moved closer to Tang Yunren. I'm not lying to you. I've just been lucky these past 2 days. If you don't believe me, I'll take you to do an experiment later. When Tang Yunren raised her eyes, she met the boy's handsome face and her breath suddenly stopped. Love experience plus 502. Do experiments? What experiments? You'll know soon, Jiang Qi said mysteriously. Soon all the ordered dishes were served. Come, have a fish fillet. Jiang Qi picked up a fish fillet for Tang Yunren with his chopsticks. Tang Yunren was stunned. In her previous life, she and Jiang Qi had been married for several years, but he had never picked any food for her once. She had once fantasized in her heart that one day Jiang Qi would suddenly discover her goodness and treat her like an ordinary husband. However, until his death, Jiang Qi had never been kind to her. Thinking of this, Tang Yunren's emotions got a little out of control, and her eyes turned red. What's wrong with you? Jiang Qi asked with concern immediately after noticing that something was wrong with Tang Yunren. It's nothing, there's sand in my eye. Tang Yunren tried hard to calm her emotions. Is there sand in it? Let me help you blow it out. Jiang Qi stood up and leaned over. Chapter 9, if you win, kiss me. When Tang Yunren saw that Jiang Qi was really going to help her blow, her face suddenly turned red, and she subconsciously tried to hide away. Don't move. Jiang Qi's tone was a little overbearing. Tang Yunren's heart started beating wildly when she heard this. Not only that, Jiang Qi also pinched Tang Yunren's chin and tilted her face up to make it easier for him to blow. Foo, foo. Every time Jiang Qi blew, the girl's eyelashes, like butterfly wings, would flutter. The bright big eyes were as beautiful as gems, clean and without a trace of impurities, which made Jiang Qi unable to help but be fascinated. Tang Yunren was also having wild thoughts. At this moment, Tang Yunren looked like a cooked shrimp, and her face was as red as a ripe persimmon in autumn. So cute. Love experience plus 1000. Directly to 1000. So fierce. Jiang Qi stared at Tang Yunren intently, thinking that this little girl was 80% sure she had fallen in love with him, but was just too embarrassed to say it out loud. This kind of thing is more suitable for boys to express their feelings. Got to find an opportunity. Okay, my eyes are fine. Tang Yunren pushed Jiang Qi's hand away, her heart beating so fast that it seemed like it would jump out of her throat in the next second. Tang Yunren's mind is in a mess now. From yesterday to now, Jiang Qi's behavior has become increasingly difficult for her to understand. It is clear that things didn't develop like this in the previous life. What is going on? What on earth is Jiang Qi trying to do? After dinner, Tang Yunren just wanted to go back to school quickly. If she continued to stay with Jiang Qi like this, she was afraid that she would develop unrealistic delusions again. She fantasized that Jiang Qi had feelings for her. In her previous life, she had always been by his side, hoping that he would suddenly have feelings for her one day, but it turned out to be wishful thinking after all. She had finally encountered the opportunity of rebirth, and she didn't want to live the same life as her previous life, so she wanted to stay away from Jiang Qi. Well, we have a life drawing class this afternoon, so I'll go back and prepare. As Tang Yunren took a step forward, Jiang Qi grabbed her hand. Love experience plus 458 points. What are you doing? Tang Yunren pulled her hand away. Jiang Qi had no intention of letting go. You forgot what I told you when we were having dinner just now. What? I've been lucky these past 2 days. I'm lucky. You don't believe me, so I'm going to take you to do an experiment. Do you really want to experiment? How to test it? You'll find out if you follow me. A few minutes later, Jiang Qi brought Tang Yunren to the door of Chow Tai Fook's store. Why did you bring me here? Tang Yunren was confused. Look at that. Jiang Qi pointed to the roll-up banner next to the door and said, There is a lucky draw. The grand prize is a free designated item in the store. You can't win this prize, okay? Look at the huge prize box. You can only win once with one ID card, and usually this big prize is likely to be won by internal employees themselves. Tang Yunren felt that this was simply impossible. How do you know if you don't try? Besides, I've just been lucky these past 2 days. Let's go. Jiang Qi pulled Tang Yunren in. Tang Yunren looked at Jiang Qi's hand and thought, Are you addicted to it? You have been doing it until now. Jiang Qi came to the counter. The clerk looked at their clothes and ages and guessed that they were students from a nearby university. Are you here for the lottery? Well, is it enough to just register your ID card? You also need to spend at least 100 yuan in this store. Hearing this, Tang Yunren turned and looked at Jiang Qi. When you pulled me in just now, I saw the small print at the end. You need to make a purchase to win the lottery. Should we go? Tang Yunren knew that Jiang Qi's current family situation was not very good, and Jiang Qi's pocket money was limited. Don't worry, I still have this little money. Jiang Qi now has more than 500,000 experience points, which is equivalent to more than 500,000 RMB. For a college student, he is already very rich. Of course, this cannot be told to Tang Yunren for the time being. Otherwise, she will definitely think that he has done something illegal. My sister's birthday is coming soon, so I'll buy her a present. Since Jiang Qi had said so, Tang Yunren naturally couldn't interfere any further. Which one should I choose? Jiang Qi looked around the store and looked at Tang Yunren. You're a girl too, so help me pick one. $200 or $300 is fine. 2 or 300. As far as Tang Yunren knew, this was almost Jiang Qi's living expenses for a week. You're so good to your sister. She remembered that when she was chatting with Jiang Yuan in her previous life. Jiang Yuan would grit his teeth in anger whenever he mentioned Jiang Qi when he was a student. He either cheated her out of her money or was always pulling her face. He also often forgot her birthday, but was quick to eat her birthday cake. Now Jiang Qi actually bought Jiang Yuan a birthday present and was willing to spend 200 or 300 yuan on it. It was really strange. I've always been very good to my sister. Jiang Qi said this without blushing or breathing hard. In fact, Jiang Qi still felt a little guilty when he said this. He didn't care enough about Jiang Yuan in his previous life, so he should make up for it a little in this life. Of course, if it weren't for the lottery, he might not have remembered that Jiang Yuan's birthday was in a few days. How about this one? Tang Yunren chose a bracelet. Many girls like this kind of 4-leaf clover, which brings luck. Then this one. Jiang Qi directly clicked on the payment QR code. Tang Yunren was stunned. Is that the decision? Are you going to stop comparing and choose for a while longer? Everything you picked is good. Jiang Qi smiled at Tang Yunren. Xiua, Tang Yunren's face turned red again. Love experience plus 615 points. After paying the money, the lottery begins. Jiang Qi gave Tang Yunren a very confident smile. Go to the designated products and choose them first. I will definitely draw a special prize for you. Hearing Jiang Qi say this, Tang Yunren rolled her eyes speechlessly. Tang Yunren has extremely beautiful double phoenix eyes. This type of eyes is naturally charming, so even if she rolls her eyes, she will give people a sense of seduction. Jiang Qi was a little dazed by what he saw. At the same time, I was complaining about myself in my heart. He must have been blind in his previous life. If he had had a little more eyesight, he would not have missed Tang Yunren, and the subsequent tragedy would not have happened. Fortunately, God gave him a chance to be reborn. If he can't seize it this time, he will not be a human being in the next life, but a pig. You don't believe I can win the special prize. Is this something you believe or don't believe? Is this something that is possible or not? So you still don't believe it? Well, let's make a bet. Bet? Yes, if I win, how about you kiss me? What? Tang Yunren was stunned and looked at Jiang Qi with disbelief. Is he kidding? How could he possibly want her to kiss him? Chapter 10 put a ring on her. Are you teasing her? That must be it. Thinking of this, Tang Yunren's eyes were filled with bitterness. What if you can't get it? Then I'll kiss you. When Jiang Qi said this, his eyes were fixed on Tang Yunren's red lips. The girl has a very beautiful lip shape, with the corners of her mouth slightly upturned. Even when she is not smiling, she looks sweet. It must be very kissable. Tang Yunren rolled her eyes at Jiang Qi again, and when she withdrew her glance from the corner of her eye, it was like a small hook that almost hooked Jiang Qi's soul away. Then I'll let you do whatever you want to me. I won't resist. I can even lie down flat. Tang Yunren cast a look at Jiang Qi and told him to experience it for himself. Stop talking nonsense and smoke quickly. I have to go back to school after smoking. Are you so eager to kiss me? Okay, I'll satisfy you. Jiang Qi rolled up his sleeves and showed off his skills to draw the lottery. Tang Yunren looked at her phone. Class was about to start in half an hour and she couldn't delay any longer. Just then, Jiang Qi handed the drawn note to her. You open it. Tang Yunren shook her head and quickly opened the note with a calm expression. She was just about to say, see, there's no way I can win the prize, and the words almost came out of her mouth, but she saw the 3 big words, special prize, on the note. Suddenly, Tang Yunren's eyes opened wide and round. She couldn't believe her eyes. Really, really won. You this. Jiang Qi looked at Tang Yunren's silly look and couldn't help but raise his hand and gently rub her head. I told you, I've been lucky these past 2 days. Tang Yunren was in extreme shock and didn't react for a moment to the fact that Jiang Qi was touching her head. Don't just stand there like an idiot. Go pick your prizes. Class is about to start. Oh, Tang Yunren was pushed by Jiang Qi to the prize area. There are limited items in the prize area, only about a dozen or so. Who are you going to pick? Tang Yunren asked, without waiting for Jiang Qi to answer, and then said, Are you going to give it to Auntie? He had already bought the bracelet for his sister, so he wasn't picking it for Jiang Yuan at all. For my wife, Jiang Qi said to Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren's pupils dilated noticeably. What does he mean? Okay, I was just kidding. I picked it for you. He now finds more and more that Tang Yunren's little expression is so cute. The more I watch it, the more I like it. Give it to me. I don't want it. I don't know you well. Tang Yunren was feeling very nervous. Isn't what he just said too easy to make people think too much? First he said he picked it for his wife, and now he tells her he picked it for her. If we round it off, does that mean his wife is equal to her? She was his wife in the previous life, but she is not now. Just when Tang Yunren was feeling confused, Jiang Qi asked the shopping guide to take the ring out of the glass cabinet. That's what I want. Tang Yunren stared at the ring in Jiang Qi's hand, wondering why he chose the ring. Does he already have a girl he likes? So this is why he never liked her in his previous life. Suddenly my heart ached. She understood. Finally understood. No wonder he had always been so cold to me in my previous life. It turned out that he had a secret crush on someone, but he had never told anyone about it. That's too much. Jiang Qi has gone too far. Even more outrageous than in the previous life. He actually brought her to help him choose a ring for the person he liked. As she thought about it, Tang Yunren's eyes became moist, and she felt so heartbroken that she couldn't breathe. Just when she was about to leave and escape from here, her hand was suddenly grabbed by Jiang Qi. You already have a girl you like? Why are you still holding her hand? Before Tang Yunren could pull her hand back, she saw Jiang Qi putting the ring on her hand. Tang Yunren was stunned, looking stupidly at the ring on her ring finger. My brain completely froze. Isn't he going to give the ring to the girl he likes? Why would you give it to her? Do you like it? Jiang Qi looked at the ring on Tang Yunren's hand and thought of his past life. Tang Yunren was hit by a dump truck just for a wedding ring. Ah, I like it, Tang Yunren replied subconsciously. After replying, Tang Yunren immediately shook her head. No, I can't take it. Tang Yunren tried to take off the ring. Jiang Qi grabbed Tang Yunren's hand and said, This is something a girl can wear. If you don't want to take it, who should I give it to? To my sister. That's definitely not appropriate. To my mom? My dad will definitely think my mom is having an affair. But this is a ring. I can't accept it. I can't help it. Among all the designated items, this ring has the highest price tag. Since it's free, of course, I have to choose the most expensive one. Tang Yunren understood that it had nothing to do with whether it was a ring or not. It just had to do with the fact that it was the most expensive. It was a pity that she thought Jiang Qi wanted to give her the ring on purpose. If you don't accept it, I can only throw it away. Jiang Qi said this deliberately. You are such a spendthrift. You finally got it and you're going to throw it away. Yeah, I'm quite a spendthrift, so I need to find someone who can control me in the future. Jiang Qi stared at Tang Yunren with deep affection in his eyes. The two of them were standing very close, so close that Tang Yunren could see inside herself through Jiang Qi's eyes. This made her blush, and her heart beat faster again. Love experience points plus 456 points. Jiang Qi looked at Tang Yunren, whose face was as red as a cooked shrimp, and wondered if he should confess his feelings to her now. This is a great opportunity, but they were only officially meeting the next day. Would he scare her by doing this? Let's wait a little longer. It just so happened that Chinese Valentine's Day was approaching, so he confessed his love on that day. He would plan carefully and give her a romantic confession that she would never forget. When they come in the future, it will be a very happy thing to sit on the swing together, bathe in the afterglow of the sunset, and recall the romantic confession of the past. Just do it. The two walked side by side to the school gate, and Jiang Qi insisted on sending Tang Yunren to the teaching building of the art department. Hurry up and go to class, you're going to be late, Tang Yunren said while holding the ring in her hand. Have you forgotten something? Jiang Qi said, staring at Tang Yunren's mouth. Tang Yunren turned around and saw the place where Jiang Qi was staring at. Only then did she realize the bet she had made with Jiang Qi. If she loses, she will kiss him. It's not like she hadn't kissed him before, but it was always when he was drunk and asleep. Just kissing openly like this. Isn't this too embarrassing? Hurry up and kiss me, class is about to start. Jiang Qi put his face close to Tang Yunren's mouth. Boom, 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 boom. Tang Yunren's heartbeat accelerated rapidly. Love experience plus 879. Love experience plus 897. Love experience plus 942. The system prompt sounds also come one after another. Chapter 11, Kiss on the Lips. Seeing that Tang Yunren hadn't made any move for a long time, Jiangqi deliberately said, "Are you trying to cheat? I never thought that the school beauty of Jiangcheng University would go back on her word. Who doesn't keep his word?" After Tang Yunren finished speaking, she stood on tiptoe, closed her eyes, kissed Jiangqi on the corner of his mouth, then ran away covering Zhang Hong's ripe face. After a brief moment of daze, Jiangqi raised his hand and touched the corner of his mouth, and couldn't help but smile up. I just let her kiss me anywhere, but she kissed me here. She really had fallen in love with him. In this way, the confession on the Kixi festival can be settled. The bell for class rang. Jiangqi was in a good mood. He walked towards the teaching building at a leisurely pace, humming a cheerful song. As he was walking, he was stopped by Wu Qingshu. Wu Qingshu stared at Jiangqi with bloodshot eyes. He saw what happened just now clearly. Thinking of the girl he liked kissing another man on her own initiative, Wu Qingshu wanted to press Jiangqi to the ground and rub him. Seeing Wu Qingshu's jealous look as if he was meeting his love rival, Jiangqi knew without guessing that Wu Qingshu must have seen Tang Yunren kissing him. "Jiangqi, I'm warning you, stay away from Yunren. Why should I listen to you? Who do you think you are?" This Wu Qingshu in his previous life stared at his wife like a fly, pestering her every day. He had to keep an eye on her. "Who am I? Why don't you look at yourself? You have such a poor family background and you dare to chase after the school beauty. I'm telling you the truth, my family owns a listed company." Jiangqi knew that Wu Qingshu's family was quite wealthy, and that he had often driven a Ferrari to harass his wife in his previous life. What's so great about being rich? No matter how rich you are, Yunren will never kiss you. Jiangqi's words hit Wu Qingshu's heart. Wu Qingshu was so angry that his fists were clenched as big as a bull, and veins bulged on his forehead. Not to mention the goddess kissing him, he had never even touched the goddess' hand. After this comparison, Wu Qingshu suddenly exploded with jealousy. "Jiangqi, I'm telling you one last thing, stay away from her. Otherwise, I'll make sure you have something to worry about." Almost all of these words came out from between Wu Qingshu's teeth. "Make way, I need to go to class. You are blocking my way." You're looking for a fight." Wu Qingshu clenched his fist and punched Jiangqi in the face. Jiangqi pointed upwards and said, "There are surveillance cameras." Hearing this, Wu Qingshu hurriedly braked in time. The school rules of Jiangcheng University are very strict, and fighting is expressly prohibited. If Jiangqi finds the dean of studies, even if his father is rich, he will be in big trouble. But he couldn't bear to watch Jiangqi leave like that. Looking at Jiangqi's back, Wu Qingshu became more and more unhappy. "Jiangqi, I'm warning you. If you dare to get close to my goddess again, I'll pick up your sister." Jiangqi stopped, and his face darkened at a speed visible to the naked eye. He turned around and strode to Wu Qingshu. Without saying a word, he punched him. 10 minutes later, Jiangqi and Wu Qingshu, who was beaten black and blue, were called to the dean's office. The dean of studies is called Fan Yue. She is very famous in Jiangcheng University and is known for her strictness. Fan Yue pushed the glasses on the bridge of her nose and clasped her hands under the giant mountain, her arms buried so deep that they were almost invisible. "Jiangqi, were you the first to hit someone?" Without waiting for Jiangqi to answer, Wu Qingshu spoke first. "It's him. It's him. Director Fan, our Jiangcheng University has a clear ban on students fighting. Look at my handsome face, it was disfigured by him." Fan Yue glanced at Wu Qingshu with disdain. "So handsome, as if she were blind. The handsome one is obviously Jiangqi. Of course, she is not the kind of person who judges by appearance. As the dean of studies at Jiangcheng University, she must be absolutely fair in her work and will never tolerate any students who make mistakes." Fan Yulin looked at Jiangqi with a serious face. "Answer what I just said." Jiangqi nodded. "I was the first to do it." "Very good, you are fired," Fan Yue said mercilessly. Hearing this, Wu Qingshu cheered in his heart. "Pretty." When he got home, he bought some firecrackers to set off. Jiangqi didn't expect things to be so serious. If he could do it again, he should punch Wu Qingshu 2 more times. "Director Fan, don't you even ask for the reason. He cannot be expelled. The tuition at Jiangcheng University is expensive and his family is not well off. But even so, his parents will not prevent him from going to a good university, especially the business department of Jiangcheng University, which has very strong faculty. If he had not graduated from here in his previous life and learned a lot of knowledge about the business world and laid a solid foundation, he might not have been able to climb up step by step and finally achieve some success. If he was expelled for beating someone and a record of it was left on his student record, his parents would definitely not be able to accept it, and it would be a huge blow to them. Do you need to ask for a reason? Hitting people is a violation of school rules, Fan Yue said with a serious face. Director Fan, haven't you heard the saying that even a rabbit will bite when it's angry? Okay, then I'm curious, why did you, a rabbit, get so anxious? He wants to pick up my sister. Jiang Qi pointed at Wu Qingshu and said, You're talking nonsense. How could I date your sister? Your sister is disabled. Even if I were blind, I wouldn't fall for her. How dare you insult his sister? No one can bully his sister except him. Wu Qingshu, you are dead. Just when Jiang Qi was about to teach Wu Qingshu a lesson, Fan Yue exploded first. How abominable! Did you hear that? Director Fan said you are so abominable. Wu Qingshu pointed at Jiang Qi and said, I'm talking about you, Fan Yue yelled at Wu Qingshu. Wu Qingshu was dumbfounded. What's going on? Fan Yue stood up and faced Wu Qingshu angrily. Wu Qingshu, are you still human? You actually want to hit on a disabled person. That's his sister. If it was my sister, you would definitely lie on the ground without saying a word if you dared to hit on my sister. Fan Yue also has a younger sister, and they lost their father and mother when they were young. They depend on each other for survival. Her sister is her only relative, so she is so emotional. Totally empathize. Looking at the furious Fan Yue, not only Wu Qingshu was dumbfounded, but even Jiang Qi was a little stunned. I thought that this Dean of Studies really had a strong sense of justice. It's admirable. Then, Director Fan, are you still going to fire me? Fan Yue reached out her hand to Jiang Qi and patted him on the shoulder, saying earnestly, You did the right thing. As a brother, you should protect your sister. You did a great job. I can't praise you enough, so how could I fire you? Is this still the most impartial Dean of Studies at Jiangcheng University? Jiang Qi felt that the way Fan Yue looked at him was exactly like the way his mother looked at him. No, Director Fan, he hit someone. How can you just let it go like that? Wu Qingshu was still waiting to see Jiang Qi being expelled from the school. When Tang Yunren sees this, she will definitely be very disappointed with Jiang Qi. Just as Wu Qingshu was thinking this, Fan Yue turned and looked at him. Apologize to him. Chapter 12, 8-pack abs are cool. What? Let him apologize to Jiang Qi. Did he hear it right? Director Fan, he was the one who hit someone, how come? If you don't apologize, you will be fired. Fan Yue shouted sternly to interrupt Wu Qingshu. Wu Qingshu said that he was very unlucky. He originally wanted to see Jiang Qi get kicked out of the school, but ended up almost getting kicked out himself. But he couldn't say the 3 words, I'm sorry, no matter what. He will never tell. Anyway, he didn't hit anyone. I won't tell you. I wasn't the one who hit him. You have no reason to fire me. Fan Yue pushed up her glasses. Jiang Qi's sister is probably under 18 years old. It's illegal for you to date her, and her sister is disabled. According to China's disability law, you can go to jail. It has to be said that old ginger is still spicy. If Wu Qingshu wants to get involved with Fan Yue, it would undoubtedly be like an egg hitting a stone. Wu Qingshu was so scared that his face turned pale. Director Fan, I was just joking with Jiang Qi. You can save this for explanation at the police station, Fan Yue said with a serious face. When Wu Qingshu saw Fan Yue pick up the phone on the table, he immediately turned to look at Jiang Qi. Sorry. Although I am angry, I can't help but tolerate the current situation. Jiang Qi placed his hand on Wu Qingshu and said earnestly, A prodigal son who returns is more valuable than gold. I won't bother with you this time, but if there is a next time, I will definitely not be soft-hearted. Wu Qingshu was about to vomit blood. His face is now as swollen as a pig's head. Is this also called soft-hearted? It's so soft that even an axe can't cut it right. Wait. You wait for him. The humiliation he suffered today will be repaid 1,000-fold by you. And his goddess, don't even think about touching her anymore. Jiang Qi, go back to class. Okay, Director Fan. After Jiang Qi left the office, he breathed a sigh of relief and patted his forehead. How could I forget such an important thing? He is now the Emperor of Europe. Do you need to worry about being fired? He was just in the office and was worried about being fired. Thinking of this, Jiang Qi turned and looked towards the office. No wonder the Dean of Studies suddenly changed his personality. It turned out that his European God experience voucher was effective. Tusk. The good thing about being European is that it's good. Life can be unpredictable at any moment. Just as Jiang Qi was thinking this, the system reminder sounded. Congratulations to the host. You have drawn a charm attribute that increases by 20%. Got it again. Jiang Qi took out his cell phone and opened the original camera. Look left and look right. Handsome, almost as handsome as the school hunk. Congratulations to the host. You have drawn a 38% increase in physical fitness. Well, good news comes one after another. Jiang Qi lifted up his clothes, revealing his 8-pack abs. Touched it. This feels good. Jiang Qi took a photo and shared his figure with Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren is drawing in the classroom. With a ding sound, new message alert sound, Tang Yunren took out her cell phone, and when she saw that it was a message from Jiang Qi, the scene of her kissing Jiang Qi downstairs of the teaching building suddenly emerged in her mind. It's so embarrassing. Love experience plus 245 points. By the way, he should be in class at this time, right? He was also playing with his phone and sending messages to her, showing no respect for the class at all. Tang Yunren secretly looked around and saw that no one was paying attention. She used the drawing board to cover her phone and opened WeChat. After seeing the photo sent by Jiang Qi, Tang Yunren frowned. Why are you posting this? Tang Yunren thought it was the male model figure that Jiang Qi searched online. This is me, I practiced it. Let me show you. What do you think? Am I handsome? Haha, this is you. I would believe it. Tang Yunren really wanted to say that she was reborn. When she helped you change your clothes before, although she turned a blind eye, she still saw a lot. Jiang Qi only has one flat spot on his stomach, no 8-pack abs at all. It's really me, I'm not lying to you. Why doesn't this little girl believe it? Jiang Qi had just complained in his heart when Tang Yunren posted several pictures of male models' bodies. It's better than the picture you found. I can use it to please girls in the future. Jiang Qi. Not only did this little girl not believe him, she even complained that he didn't have a good enough figure. She has really high standards. If his figure continues to improve, she won't be afraid that her small body won't be able to handle it in the future. Okay, in that case, don't blame me for continuing to grow stronger. Jiang Qi was determined to continue working hard on the lottery and to run in the mornings and evenings to keep in shape. 7 days passed, and the European Emperor Experience voucher ended. Jiang Qi tried the lottery again. Thank you for participating. Thank you for participating. Thank you for participating. Just as the system said, without the European Emperor attribute, 10 consecutive times might be thank you for participating. However, he was not depressed. People must learn to be content. In 7 days, he earned more than 4.2 million experience points. Converted into RMB, it amounts to more than 4.2 million. This is amazing. Jiang Qi planned to take Jiang Yuan to the hospital to see his leg before buying a house. You want to take me to the hospital to see my leg? Jiang Yuan looked at Jiang Qi as if he was an idiot. Oh my God, don't you know how expensive the surgery is? It's more than 300,000, okay? Jiang Yuan rolled his eyes speechlessly. I have money. Jiang Yuan's mouth twitched, and he shouted towards the kitchen. Mom, Jiang Qi is sick again, and this time it's even worse. I'm really rich. I won the first prize in the lottery. Haha, you mean iced tea. Really? Jiang Qi was too lazy to waste time explaining and opened his mobile banking app. When Jiang Yuan saw the amount on the bill, his eyes almost popped out. Mom, my brother won the lottery. My brother is rich and our family is rich. Hearing Jiang Yuan calling him brother over and over again, Jiang Qi complained in his heart. I just called him by his full name. 5 minutes later, Jiang Yuan took a cup of iced black tea from the water dispenser and handed it to Jiang Qi. Dear brother, when will you take me to the hospital? Jiang Qi looked at Jiang Yuan, who kept blinking at him, and felt goosebumps all over his body. Just call me normally. Brother tilde. Jiang Yuan's coquettish voice startled Jiang Qi so much that he almost dropped the iced black tea in his hand. You're still the same as usual. I'm not used to hearing that. Okay, Jiang Yuan nodded and immediately rolled his eyes at Jiang Qi. Jiang Qi, take me to the hospital right now or I will fight you to the death. Now Jiang Qi could drink his iced tea with peace of mind. Afterwards, Jiang Qi took Jiang Yuan to the hospital. I will have to undergo a comprehensive examination today, and after that I will be arranged to be hospitalized for surgery. Xiao Qi, what are you going to do with the remaining money? Jiang Mingwen asked this not because he wanted to take the money from Jiang Qi, but because he was worried that he was young and would spend money recklessly. I've thought about it, and I'll buy one in a neighborhood near Kyushui Park. The community near Kyushui Park? Jiang Mingwen frowned. Chapter 13, her grandma is his grandma. I know your plan. You are thinking that the house will be demolished in 10 years or so. I work in a factory, and when I have nothing to do, I listen to my boss and colleagues bragging. The community we live in now is full of old houses that are many years old, and there is a high possibility that they will be demolished. If you have the money to buy a house here, you will definitely make a fortune from the demolition in the future. As for the residential area near Kyushui Park, no one is optimistic about it. Dad, listen to them. They can't predict the future. He can. But if he said that, Jiang Mingwen would definitely think he was really sick. Kyushui Park has a good environment, and there is Kyushui Lake nearby. If we buy a house there, even if it is not demolished in the future, we can still live there. Jiang Mingwen thought it made sense. But this matter cannot be decided hastily. Let's wait for a while before we talk about it. Your father is right, don't be anxious. Let's wait and see, Linya echoed. We can't wait. According to the time period calculation, the country will plan to build a subway entrance near Kyushui Park by the end of the year. By then, the housing supply will surge, and everyone will grab one as soon as it becomes available. Dad, why don't we decide on a house soon? Haven't you and Mom always wanted to have grandchildren sooner? I'm old enough now, it's time for me to have a girlfriend. I'll bring her home when the time comes. What if a girl runs away when she sees us? Jiang Qi used his trump card, and Jiang Mingwen and Lin Ye immediately surrendered. The next day, Jiang Qi went to Kyushui community to look at houses. As soon as he and the agent arrived at the gate of the community, he saw an elderly grandmother fall to the ground. Grandmothers? This grandmother is not his father's mother, but Tang Yunren's biological grandmother. When the agent saw Jiang Qi was about to go over, he quickly grabbed him. Brother, it's not that I don't want to be brave, but I'm afraid that if you help me like this, the house will be gone. Wouldn't his commission be gone by then? She is my grandma. Jiang Qi pulled his hand away and ran to the old lady and helped her up. Thank you, young man. Thank you so much. Deng Lanfang thanked him repeatedly. Seeing this scene, Jiang Qi couldn't help but sigh that it was really fate that played tricks on him. Deng Lanfang loves her precious granddaughter Tang Yunren the most, but in his previous life, he was lukewarm towards Tang Yunren, which caused Deng Lanfang to look unhappy every time she saw him. It's no exaggeration to say that if Tang Yunren hadn't stopped him, Deng Lanfang would probably not have let him into the house. Grandma, are you hurt anywhere? It's okay, it's not a big problem, it's just that I'm old, and I can't handle the fall. As soon as Deng Lanfang finished speaking, Tang Yunren's voice was heard. Grandma, what's wrong with you? Tang Yunren ran over anxiously and held up Deng Lanfang's other hand. Ziorin, I'm fine, thanks to this young man who helped me up just now. Deng Lanfang looked at Jiang Qi with eyes full of love. Tang Yunren had seen Jiang Qi just now, but she was so focused on her grandmother that she had no time to care about him. Why are you here? Tang Yunren knew very well that Jiang Qi had no relatives living in this community. Do you know him? Deng Lanfang asked. He also is from Jiangcheng University. So that's how it is. Grandma, is your leg okay? Tang Yunren asked with concern when she saw that Deng Lanfang's leg seemed to be inconvenient. It's okay, just take a rest. Then I'll help you. Let me carry Grandma on my back, Jiang Qi said. Grandma, you call her so smoothly. In your previous life, you were not very willing to visit her. Tang Yunren knew that Jiang Qi's failure to visit her grandmother was not because he was unfilial to the elderly, but simply the opposite of love the person and love his dog too. He doesn't like her, doesn't care about her, and naturally won't care about her relatives either. As she thought about it, Tang Yunren couldn't help but feel a little angry and a little aggrieved. No need, I can support her myself. Tang Yunren pursed her lips and said, with some redness in the corners of her eyes. Jiang Qi noticed the little expression on Tang Yunren's face and was completely confused. They were getting along well a few days ago, so why did she suddenly become unhappy? A woman's expression changes faster than the weather. Huh? Jiang Qi also noticed that there was no ring he gave her on Tang Yunren's ring finger. Why didn't she wear it? Don't you like it? Ziorin, let him help me. The elevator is broken and you can't help me by yourself, Deng Lanfang said. The opportunity has come. Jiang Qi immediately squatted in front of Deng Lanfang. Grandma, let me carry you. Is a good boy. Deng Lanfang looked at Jiang Qi with satisfaction. The young man is handsome and kind. Not bad, not bad. There aren't many guys like you these days. When Deng Lanfang said this, she deliberately looked towards Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren understood what Deng Lanfang meant from her smile. Deng Lanfang was very satisfied with Jiang Qi. The way she looked at Jiang Qi, it was obvious that she was looking at her future granddaughter's husband. Tang Yunren felt very strange and puzzled. If she hadn't stopped her in her previous life, her grandmother would have stabbed Jiang Qi to death with her walking stick. Jiang Qi's physical fitness has greatly improved now, and he easily carried Deng Lanfeng on his back. The elevator was broken, so he had to go up the stairs. Tang Yunren walked behind worriedly. Deng Lanfeng was not light, weighing more than 150 pounds. Their house was on the 5th floor, and Jiang Qi's physique was not much better than that of a weak scholar. She was worried whether Jiang Qi could handle it. Jiang Qi, if you can't do it anymore, put my grandma down first. Can this little girl say this to a man? He is quite good now. He has a strong waist and thick legs, don't you see it? You're not worried about me, let alone the 5th floor, even the 10th floor will do. To Tang Yunren, Jiang Qi's words sounded like an empty pretense. They are all married people, doesn't she know your weight? I'm not worried about you. I'm worried that you might drop grandma somewhere. Hearing this, Jiang Qi's steps suddenly stopped. He turned back to look at Tang Yunren and gave her a hurt expression. Tang Yunren didn't expect Jiang Qi to react like this. What is he doing? Looking at her with such eyes, it was as if he was blaming her for not caring about him. You don't need her care at all. They reached the 4th floor in one breath, so how come Jiang Qi didn't blush or get out of breath? Was he really not tired? When did his physical fitness become so good? Just as Tang Yunren was thinking this, they arrived at the 5th floor. Jiang Qi stopped in front of 502. Tang Yunren was stunned. How did he know that her grandmother lived in 502? P.S. Zioichikun, I will add one more chapter tonight. The new book is just getting started. I hope everyone can turn into spring rain to irrigate it. If there are more than 5 reviews or more than 10 rewards tomorrow, I will add one more chapter. Chapter 14, Kissing Tang Yunren. And it seemed like she hadn't told Jiang Qi at all that her grandmother lived on the 5th floor. She was busy thinking about something and kept following behind with her head down, so she didn't have time to tell Jiang Qi. So how did he know? Open the door. Jiang Qi called out in confusion when he saw Tang Yunren didn't move. Oh. Tang Yunren pressed the combination lock, opened the door, and went in. After Jiang Qi put Deng Lanfeng on the chair, he looked at her legs, which were quite swollen. Grandma, do you have any traumatic wine or anything like that at home? Ouch, what a coincidence, it's all gone. Then I'll go buy it. I'll go. Tang Yunren looked up at the young boy's handsome face. She didn't know if it was her illusion, but Jiang Qi seemed to be getting more and more handsome. Love experience plus 123. You two can go together. Deng Lanfeng looked at the golden boy and girl with a loving face. They were so handsome and beautiful, and the more she looked at them, the more they looked like a perfect match. How great it would be if these two could be together in the future. Tang Yunren turned around and looked at Deng Lanfeng. She thought of the last time she saw Deng Lanfeng in her previous life, when Deng Lanfeng kept urging her to divorce. Her mood became even more subtle and strange. In the end, Tang Yunren went with Jiang Qi. As the sun sets, the afterglow becomes beautiful. The two figures lengthened, intertwined, and merged in the setting sun. Everything is so beautiful. Tang Yunren kept thinking about what happened just now, and couldn't help but turn to look at Jiang Qi. How did you know that my grandma's house is 502? Jiang Qi stopped. He had forgotten about this just now. Why don't you speak? Tang Yunren stared at Jiang Qi with a puzzled look. Without waiting for Jiang Qi to answer, Tang Yunren asked first, Are you following me? How is that possible? Am I that kind of person? Yes, you are not. Even if you want to follow her, you won't follow her. Thinking of this, Tang Yunren's expression darkened. At this time, Jiang Qi's voice sounded beside Tang Yunren's ears. Maybe we are so destined to be together. There is a thread pulling me along. Hearing this, Tang Yunren's dim eyes suddenly brightened. She slowly raised her head and looked at Jiang Qi with her big eyes. Are they so destined to be together? Is it destined? Tang Yunren looked at Jiang Qi, whose attitude towards her was completely different from that in her previous life, and wondered if God saw that she had lived a miserable life in her previous life, so he specially arranged for her to be reborn this time, so that Jiang Qi could make up for her. If it is really as she guessed, if Jiang Qi really likes her now then, should she accept it? Tang Yunren's heart was very complicated at this moment. On the one hand, she couldn't control her heartbeat towards Jiang Qi. On the other hand, she was really hurt by Jiang Qi in her previous life and didn't want to repeat the same mistake. What should she do? Where's the ring I gave you last time? Jiang Qi's sudden words interrupted Tang Yunren's thoughts. Jiang Qi had noticed earlier that Tang Yunren was not wearing a ring on her hand, and wondered if she didn't like that style. If it's inconvenient, I won't wear it. Inconvenient? What's inconvenient? Or do you think the ring is ugly? No, that ring is very beautiful. I like it very much. If you like it, wear it on your hand. Jiang Qi gave Tang Yunren the ring deliberately, meaning to declare his sovereignty, and that this girl was already taken. It belongs to him, Jiang Qi. I'm wearing it around my neck. Tang Yunren took the ring out from her chest. Rings are not meant to be worn around the neck. You're wasting it by doing this. I'll help you put it back on, Jiang Qi said as he reached out to Tang Yunren's neck to help her untie the chain. What are you doing? Tang Yunren's face was completely mature. The boy was very tall and had a big attitude. When he came over to her, she felt like she was held in his arms. The strong male hormones filled her nose, stimulating her heartbeat and making her heart beat fast. Don't move, what if I hurt you? Jiang Qi's voice was domineering yet gentle. Tang Yunren softened immediately after hearing it. She really didn't move and let Jiang Qi move on her neck. Jiang Qi looked at the well-behaved and obedient Tang Yunren and resisted the urge to hug her in his arms and love her dearly. Tang Yunren's face was facing Jiang Qi's chest. The boy was wearing a simple white T-shirt, which was slightly wet with sweat and stuck to his chest, outlining the man's strong lines and texture. Tang Yunren blushed and her heart beat faster when she saw this. Love experience plus 376. This can't go on. If she continues like this, she will reveal her true colors. Has it not been solved yet? It's hooked on my clothes. Wait a minute, don't move. Jiang Qi was lying with his eyes open. In fact, he had already untied it a long time ago. He deliberately kept this ambiguous posture so that their feelings would continue to grow, and he could also earn some experience points. Listen. So dense. Love experience plus 442. Love experience plus 399. Love experience plus 491. What? They come one after another. A rough count shows that there are more than 10 of them. Still not ready yet. Tang Yunren pursed her lips anxiously. If things get any worse, she will soon turn into the same color as the sunset. It will be ready soon. Come closer, I can't see clearly. Want to get a little closer? This is very close, okay. Tang Yunren took a deep breath and took half a step towards Jiang Qi's arms. Now the two of them were only 1 cm away from being completely close. Before Tang Yunren could get used to such a close distance, Jiang Qi suddenly pulled her into his arms. Pasted thoroughly. Fits perfectly. Without leaving any gap. Plop, 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 plop. The heart beat faster and faster uncontrollably. I don't know if it's hers or his. Love experience plus 698. Love experience plus 704. Love experience plus 699. Love experience plus 729. Love experience plus 678. What? The system prompt audio frequency is getting faster, and the quality is getting higher. Jiang Qi could clearly feel his heartbeat quickening. Smelling the faint medicinal scent emanating from the girl, he felt that if he didn't do something at this moment, he would not be a man. Let's do it. Just do it. Jiang Qi's chest rose and fell, and he prepared himself. He lowered his head and kissed the girl's ripe, tender, and small earlobe. Immediately, he felt Tang Yunren in his arms shudder reflexively, and his whole body froze. Feeling the girl's naive reaction, Jiang Qi found it so cute. His wife is truly the cutest and best in the world. At this moment, Jiang Qi really wanted to yell at Tang Yunren. Wife, you are so nice. Okay, it's untied. Everything in moderation. Jiang Qi reluctantly let go of Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren stared at Jiang Qi blankly, and it took a full minute for her brain to come back to its senses. Then the pupils dilated, and then dilated again. Love experience plus 1100. You just kissed me. Chapter 15, I miss you so much. I don't. You're lying just now, I. Tang Yunren stammered and bit her lower lip, subconsciously covering her ears, which still felt numb as if she had been electrocuted. Maybe I didn't notice it. Jiang Qi said nonsense with a very gentlemanly face. I wondered if he shouldn't have been so impulsive just now. Could it be that he scared Tang Yunren? He looked like an uncle in his heart. But at that time, Tang Yunren was just a freshman in college and had just turned 18. It turns out that impulse is the devil. I'm sorry I misunderstood you. Tang Yunren turned her face away. What was she thinking about just now? Jiang Qi was simply helping her to take off her necklace. In her previous life, she and he lived under the same roof, spending every day together, and he never did anything beyond the line to her. So how could he possibly think of taking advantage of her in this life? Shall I help you put the ring on? As soon as Jiang Qi pulled Tang Yunren's hand, Tang Yunren pulled it back. No, I don't want to wear it on my finger. As she spoke, Tang Yunren put the ring back on her neck. Seeing this, Jiang Qi thought that he was indeed too anxious and impulsive. Now he had made her angry, so he had to find a way to coax her. Just as Jiang Qi was thinking this, he suddenly felt a very unfriendly gaze directed towards him. Who is looking at him? Jiang Qi turned his head suddenly and looked around, but didn't see anyone looking at him suspiciously. Jiang Qi, what's wrong with you? Tang Yunren asked in confusion. It seemed like someone was looking at me just now. Tang Yunren looked at Jiang Qi's extremely handsome face and muttered softly, "Isn't it normal for someone to look at you when you're so handsome?" What did you just say?" "No, nothing." Tang Yunren was nervous. How could he hear what she said so quietly? Did he have ears like a dog? "Nothing, right. I clearly heard what you said just now. Are you saying something bad about me?" "No. Really? Really not. You swear? Send it to your uncle." Although the conversation between the two is very childish, it gives people a very beautiful and harmonious feeling. Not far away, Wu Qingshu's brows were furious, and his eyes were almost popping out. Damn it, Jiang Qi, that bastard, didn't take my words to heart at all. He even dared to mess with my goddess. What made Wu Qingshu even more angry was that Tang Yunren looked so delicate and shy, which he had never seen before. Although he and Tang Yunren grew up together, Tang Yunren treated him coldly and indifferently, which was completely different from how she treated Jiang Qi. "Old Wu, everything has been arranged. We can take action now," Wang Zhen reminded from the side. "Hurry, let them act. I want Yunren to be completely disappointed in that bastard." Wu Qingshu bit his back teeth hard. "Okay, I'll let them act according to the plan." Jiang Qi and Tang Yunren had just come out of the pharmacy when they saw two girls walking towards them. One of the two girls was wearing a belly-bearing outfit, and the other was wearing mini shorts. Very hot. As soon as they saw Jiang Qi, they immediately pounced on him from the left and right. "Xiao Chech, you are so bad. Why didn't you come to see me these 2 days?" The girl in belly-bearing clothes spoke in a coquettish voice, while punching Jiang Qi's chest with her little fist. "That's right, I miss you so much." The girl in the mini shorts pouted her lips and made a gesture as if asking for a kiss. Wu Qingshu, who was hiding in a secluded place, had a sly smile on his face. "How are you going to explain this to Yunren?" "I say, did you recognize the wrong person?" The person who said this was not Jiang Qi, but Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren looked at the two girls with cold eyes. Jiang Qi looked at Tang Yunren, who stood up to speak for him, with a look of surprise on his face. Just now he was still thinking about how to explain to Tang Yunren, but Tang Yunren said that. "Hey, who are you?" "Are you Xiao Chech's new lover?" said the girl in belly-bearing clothes, pinching her waist. "Xiao Chech, are you the king of the sea? You just found us and then changed to someone else. How many do you need to change in a month to satisfy you? Aren't we two sisters serving you well enough?" Another girl echoed. Jiang Qi felt it necessary to clarify things with Tang Yunren. Otherwise, if Tang Yunren misunderstood that he was really a sea king, he would never be able to clear himself even if he jumped into the Qing River. "Yunren, I don't know them." "Yes," Tang Yunren nodded. "I believe you." She knew what kind of person Jiang Qi was. Although she didn't know what was going on with the two girls, she knew exactly what kind of person Jiang Qi was. Hearing Tang Yunren say this, Jiang Qi was deeply moved. He guessed that Tang Yunren had fallen in love with him now, but he didn't expect that Tang Yunren liked him to this extent. Unconditional trust. This kind of thing will move anyone to the point of being unable to hold back. "Yunren, thank you." Jiang Qi grabbed Tang Yunren's shoulders and looked at her lovingly. Tang Yunren couldn't stand Jiang Qi looking at her with such affectionate eyes, so she quickly turned her head away and pushed Jiang Qi's hand aside. Love experience points plus 999 points. The two girls standing aside were suddenly fed a handful of dog food, and they said they were very full. "Hey, who are you? Why do you occupy Xiao Chech?" The girl in the belly-exposing dress pushed Tang Yunren's shoulders, causing Tang Yunren to stagger and fall back. Jiang Qi put his hands around Tang Yunren's slender waist and held her steady. "Are you okay?" Tang Yunren shook her head. The next second, Jiang Qi's eyes turned cold as he looked at the two girls. "Did you dare to touch my woman? Have you asked me?" "His woman?" Tang Yunren's red lips moved slightly, her pupils suddenly dilated, and her eyes stared straight at Jiang Qi's back. The boy's figure seemed to be imprinted in the twilight canvas of the afterglow, his outlines clear and firm, giving her an unprecedented sense of security, which made her heart flutter again. Love experience plus 745. Apologize to her? Jiang Qi looked at the girl in belly-bearing clothes who had just pushed Tang Yunren. What do you mean by me? Apologize." The girl in belly-bearing clothes was frightened by Jiang Qi and turned around and ran away. The girl in hot pants was also afraid that Jiang Qi would cause trouble for her, so she ran away as well. "Stop, you." "Okay, let them go." Tang Yunren pulled Jiang Qi's arm and said. After pulling the boy's arm, Tang Yunren realized that Jiang Qi's arm had really become very strong. And when she was held in his arms just now, because it was so tight that she was about to sink into it, she could really feel Jiang Qi's muscles. Tang Yunren thought of the photo of abdominal muscles that Jiang Qi sent her a few days ago, and wondered if that was really Jiang Qi himself. Jiang Qi noticed Tang Yunren's gaze, and thought of the photos he sent to Tang Yunren a few days ago. Didn't you not believe I had 8-pack abs last time? I'll show you now. After Jiang Qi finished speaking, he immediately lifted up his T-shirt. Chapter 16, if you really treat him as a college student, you will suffer. 8 abdominal muscles in clear curves. Looks like it's bursting with power. Tang Yunren stared at him intently, her eyes wide open and a glow in them. Jiang Qi really has abdominal muscles. This is impossible. How can you have abdominal muscles? How is that impossible? I not only have abdominal muscles, but also pectoral muscles. Jiang Qi started to take off his clothes after he finished speaking. Tang Yunren quickly stopped him and grabbed Jiang Qi's hand. When I reached out, I accidentally touched the man's firm muscles. Now Tang Yunren was like an old train from the 1980s, rumbling and emitting smoke. It's so embarrassing. Turn around and run. Why are you running? Jiang Qi looked at Tang Yunren, who was running away in confusion, then lowered his head to look at himself, as if he suddenly understood something. He is being rude to a little girl. Excuse me. The system suddenly popped up. Your love experience points have reached 100 times in a row just now, so the system specially rewards you with a big gift package. Jiang Qi was quite familiar with what the system said. Just like when he plays games, if he hits the boss a certain number of times in a row, he will get extra rewards. Jiang Qi couldn't wait to open the gift package. Congratulations to the host. You have received a Shenhao experience voucher. The experience period is 1 week. The trial coupon will be effective from now on. The rules of use are very simple. The system will reward you with the corresponding amount of money you spend. Well, this is a good thing. It just so happened that he was planning to buy a house in this Q Shui community. That is to say, if he spends 3 million to buy a house, he can get an extra 3 million. Yes, that's it. Haha, then I will keep spending money, right? Jiang Qi felt great just thinking about it. Jiang Qi was delighted, but Wu Qingshu, who was hiding in a secret place, had a face that turned ashen. Hateful. It's absolutely abominable. Old Wu, how about we just rush up and beat him? Wang Zhen suggested. We're just going to rush out like this. Who's going to hit whom? Wang Zhen looked at Wu Qingshu's face. It had been almost a week, and it was still as swollen as a pig's head. It was obvious how much strength Jiang Qi had used to hit him. That's true. Then should we find someone to beat him up? We'll talk about this as a last resort. Then do you have any other solution? Wang Zhen asked speculatively. Isn't there a basketball game between our class and their class tomorrow? I'm going to make him look bad in front of Yunren on the basketball court. But what if he doesn't play? Humph, Wu Qingshu sneered, his face showing a confident look. Not going. Then he won't be able to decide. When Jiang Qi left Deng Lanfeng's house, Deng Lanfeng looked at Jiang Qi with a look of reluctance. Xiao Jiang, come often in the future. Okay, Grandma, I will come to see you often. What a sensible and good child. Deng Lanfeng looked at Jiang Qi's leaving back and said with emotion. The way Tang Yunren looked at Deng Lanfeng, it seemed as if Jiang Qi was her biological grandson. Seeing this, Tang Yunren couldn't help but ask, Grandma, why do you like Jiang Qi so much? When Tang Yunren asked this question, she suddenly thought of the conversation she had with Deng Lanfeng in her previous life. She asked, Grandma, why do you hate Jiang Qi so much? Her grandmother's answer was, that boy is not good to you at all, oh my poor Xiaoran. Just as Tang Yunren was immersed in the memories of her previous life, Deng Lanfeng turned and looked at her. Look, you asked, why do you think I like him so much? Deng Lanfeng looked at Tang Yunren with a smile. She was the one who brought up this precious granddaughter of hers, so how could she not see Tang Yunren's little thoughts? Being looked at like this by Deng Lanfeng, Tang Yunren blushed immediately. Are you blushing already? I haven't said anything yet. Deng Lanfeng smiled so hard that her face was wrinkled. Grandma, Tang Yunren pouted. I don't feel that way towards Jiang Qi. What kind of thing is that? Deng Lanfeng asked back. Although Tang Yunren was a person who was reborn in her 30s, she had never truly had a true relationship in either her past life or this life, so she couldn't stand being teased. I'm going to the bathroom. After Tang Yunren finished speaking, she quickly hid in the bathroom. Looking at my face in the mirror, it was as red as an apple. Grandma is such a fool. Why are you teasing her? So embarrassing. Thinking of the sweet scene with Jiang Qi just now, Tang Yunren blushed even more, all the way to her neck and behind her ears, and her mind was filled with Jiang Qi. Why would Jiang Qi treat her like this? This is totally different from her previous life. What a mess. This feeling really made her hate it, but also liked it. Achoo! Jiang Qi sneezed. Who is scolding me? Achoo, achoo. Jiang Qi sneezed twice in succession. It seems someone is thinking about me. Jiang Qi turned his head towards the residential building behind him, with a smile on his face. Needless to say, it must be his little girl wife who is thinking about him. There is still half a month until Chinese Valentine's Day, and he needs to prepare well to make a grand confession of the century. Before that, he had to settle the house issue first. Jiang Qi called back the agent who had just left. Young man, this apartment has excellent lighting and ventilation, and it is close to Q Shui Park and Q Shui Lake. It has beautiful scenery and pleasant views. The landlord is in a hurry to sell it now. You are lucky. You can get it for 2.3 million. The agent rubbed his hands and said to Jiang Qi with a smile. He thought to himself, who is this rich second-generation rich kid who actually came here alone to buy a house? He must take advantage of this fat sheep who has just entered society and has no experience. He. 2.3 million. Are they treating him like a fat sheep to be slaughtered? Do you really think he is an 18-year-old college student? 2.3 million is too expensive. The maximum is 2 million. If that doesn't work, I'll look for another agent. Anyway, the houses here have been unsold for more than 2 years. If I look slowly, I can always find a cheaper one. Maybe there's one that's even cheaper than 2 million. The agent stared at Jiang Qi with wide eyes, shocked. This kid looks no more than 20 years old. So why does he feel like an old and cunning man? No, he is a senior property consultant for a big-name real estate company. But he just couldn't believe that he couldn't deal with a college student. Brother, who told you that? The houses here are so good, how could they be unsaleable? And these are all old houses. We got first-hand information that there is a high possibility that they will be demolished. I just bought here because I think the environment here is nice. If I want to get rich from demolition, there are many older houses nearby. I can buy somewhere else. He must buy a house here. First, the housing prices here will skyrocket soon due to the opening of the subway, and will reach nearly 4 million next year. Second, Tang Yunren's grandmother lived in this community. He remembered that in his previous life, Tang Yunren was very filial to her grandmother and often visited her. After their family moved here, he could see Tang Yunren often. This 2 million, brother, you can't bargain like this, the agent said bitterly. The author has something to say. Although I don't have enough rewards and 5 book reviews, I am still very grateful to all the readers who actively support me, so I will add more chapters. Send flowers. Chapter 17, I Miss You. Oh shit. How can this guy be called a college student? He went up and cut off 300,000 yuan. Is he a bandit? Then add another 50,000. If it really doesn't work, I won't bother you. There are many real estate agents. There is a Dongyuan real estate stall at the entrance of the community where I live. When the agent saw Jiang Qi was about to leave, he tried to keep him. Wait a minute, 2.05 million, right? I'll call the landlord now. 5 minutes. Get the deal done. Congratulations to the host. You have successfully spent 2.05 million and received a reward of 2.05 million, which has now been credited to your account. As soon as the system prompt sounded, Jiang Qi received a text message reminding him that the money had arrived at the bank. It feels so good to get as much as you spend. Unfortunately, the use of the experience coupons is limited to exchanging experience points for RMB, and the amount transferred to the bank card does not count. Otherwise, money makes money in minutes. Jiang Qi checked the remaining experience points in the system and found that there were still more than 1 million points. If buying another house is not enough, then buy his dad a car. He remembered that his father always wanted a car. What man doesn't like a car? He was too lazy to think about how to spend the remaining money, so he just bought stocks. He wondered which stocks would skyrocket in the future. Friendly reminder, investing in stocks and funds and depositing them in banks, etc., are not counted in the Shenhao Experience coupon and must be consumed in person. All right, investing in stocks can only be put on hold for now. No matter how much money you make from stocks, it won't be as fast as the rich. He thought about it and finally decided to use all of the more than 1 million experience points to buy daily necessities and school supplies and donate them to the poor mountainous areas in the West through the Red Cross. He did this not because he was a kind-hearted person, but simply because he felt that it was his greatest luck that God gave him a chance to be reborn and make up for the mistakes and regrets of his previous life. He also wants to pass on this luck to more people as a way of expressing gratitude for his rebirth. Just as Jiang Qi was thinking this, his cell phone rang. Can we meet again? I have prayed to the Buddha for thousands of years. I am willing to exchange several lifetimes for our love. I hope I can be moved, God. Can we meet again? I have prayed to the Buddha for thousands of years. Before I cross this bridge, let me kiss your face again. After Jiang Qi was reborn, he set the song Pray to Buddha as his cell phone ringtone. He felt that this song could remind him at all times that he must never make the same mistake again in this life. With a beep, the call was connected. Jiang Qi, aren't you done yet? The meal is ready, just waiting for you to eat. Jiang Yuan's voice is so loud that the effect is the same whether he uses the speakerphone or not. Just paid the deposit, will be back soon. Today they cooked a large table of dishes, including 6 meat dishes, 3 vegetable dishes, 2 cold dishes, a plate of watermelon, and a large bowl of crucian carp soup. So rich. As soon as Jiang Qi said this, he saw Jiang Yuan rolling his eyes at him. I knew it, you forgot my birthday again. I don't. You still don't admit it. When did you ever remember my birthday? Are you qualified to be a brother? When Jiang Yuan said this, Jiang Qi handed the prepared gift to Jiang Yuan. Jiang Yuan stared at the pink gift box in Jiang Qi's hand, with eyes wide open in disbelief. He actually prepared a gift for her. Oh my God, did the sun rise from the west today? Thinking of this, Jiang Yuan turned his head and looked out the window. Seeing Jiang Yuan's reaction, Jiang Qi guessed what she was thinking. Take it. Jiang Qi put the gift in Jiang Yuan's hand. Jiang Yuan was not in a hurry to open it. He stared at the dress box with his eyes fixed, as if he wanted to see through the gift box to see what was inside. Jiang Qi, are you playing a prank? Is there a fist in there? It's spicy noodles. Jiang Qi went to wash his hands and prepare to eat. Jiang Yuan, it's my birthday and you gave me spicy strips? Mom, do you think my brother is too much? He actually bought me spicy strips for my birthday. Jiang Yuan complained to Linya while speaking. Linya laughed and shook her head. Don't give it to me. Jiang Qi stretched out his hand. No, spicy noodles are good too. It's better than nothing. However, after opening the gift box, Jiang Yuan was dumbfounded. 4-leaf clover bracelet. Jiang Yuan was dumbfounded again. Linya leaned over to take a look. It's quite nice. Jiang Yuan put the bracelet on his hand, looked at Jiang Qi and said, he must have bought it for me during some event. Hearing this, Jiang Qi paused, holding the chopsticks. As expected of his sister, she understands him. If it wasn't for the lottery for Tang Yunren, he probably wouldn't have bought this kind of thing. At most a box of spicy strips. In fact, he also prepared another gift. However, this gift is quite special and cannot be seen by his parents. After dinner, Jiang Qi went to Jiang Yuan's room. What are you doing here? I have a special birthday present for you. If you call me brother for a year, I will give it to you. Tusk, I don't care. Just do whatever you need to do. I still need to catch up on my drama. The twins. As soon as Jiang Qi said this, Jiang Yuan's face suddenly showed a look of surprise. How do you know? Without waiting for Jiang Qi to answer, Jiang Yuan suddenly raised his voice. You secretly watch me watching TV series. Am I that boring? I don't like CP either. Then how did you know that? In fact, according to the timeline, he didn't know at that time. It was later when he borrowed Jiang Yuan's phone to make a call that he accidentally touched B station with his finger and saw that all she was browsing were the ambiguous dessert clips of the CP of Double Nights. It was then that he realized that his sister was a lesbian. Don't worry about how I know this. I'm just asking if you want this. Jiang Qi said as he pulled out 2 tickets for the Double Nights concert from his pocket. Jiang Yuan's eyes suddenly flashed with a light of 100,000 volts. He reached out to grab it and almost stood up from the wheelchair. Give it to me now. Jiang Qi stood up and raised his hand. I can give it to you, but my condition is. I promise, brother, my dear brother, please give me the tickets. For you. So excited. Jiang Yuan held the ticket as if it were a treasure and kissed it several times. Ugh. Jiang Yuan shouted excitedly. Brother, how did you get it? A ticket for the inner field costs more than 2,000 yuan, which she doesn't have. She originally wanted to grab a ticket for the stands, which cost more than 600 yuan, which she could still afford. But this concert was extremely popular. It wasn't a matter of money at all. All the tickets were sold out in 5 seconds after they went on sale. There was no way to get a ticket. Not to mention the hard to get tickets for the inner field. Who am I, your brother? I'm just a small ticket. Jiang Qi said it was easy, but in fact he tried to grab it 2 days ago, but it was gone as soon as he clicked on it. Later he went to find a scalper and paid 10 times the price to get it. 2 tickets cost more than 40,000 yuan. Anyway, he has the super rich system, so he doesn't feel sorry for spending as much as he gets. Having said that, even if he didn't have the attributes of a super rich man, he would still spend as much money as possible on Jiang Yuan. Looking at Jiang Yuan, who was grinning foolishly while holding the ticket, his memory suddenly went back to his past life. He died suddenly of illness, and Jiang Yuan lay on his coffin and cried loudly. Damn Jiang Qi, stinky Jiang Qi, you bastard, son of a bitch. I told you not to work day and night, but you didn't listen. You left without saying a word, leaving my parents to me all by myself. You are a bastard. Ah. At the end of shouting, he just burst into tears. It was then that he realized that Jiang Yuan cared so much about him, the brother who never remembered her birthday. He felt guilty and sad. Jiang Qi returned to his room, and the sad mood could not completely fade away for a while. He picked up his phone, edited the message, and sent it to Tang Yunren. What are you doing? Tang Yunren was stunned. Why did Jiang Qi suddenly send this to her? I didn't do anything. What's wrong with you? I want to hear your voice. Tang Yunren's breathing was a little hot. After calming down for 2 seconds, she pursed her red lips and edited the message again. What's wrong with you? It seems like you have something on your mind. She didn't know if she was overthinking it, but she felt that Jiang Qi's mood seemed a little off. Jiang Qi thought for a moment and replied, Nothing, I just miss you and want to hear your voice. Chapter 18, was she also reborn? Miss her? He said he missed her. Tang Yunren held the phone against her left chest, and her chest rose and fell noticeably with her disordered breathing. Love experience plus 358. When Jiang Qi saw that Tang Yunren didn't reply to the message for a long time, a bitter look suddenly appeared on his face. No wonder women often say that men are cheap. He is exactly that. In his previous life, Tang Yunren took care of him meticulously, but he seemed to be blind and never paid any attention. Now he regretted it and wanted it, but he couldn't get it. I looked at the time, and it was almost 11 o'clock. It was so late, he should not disturb her. Just when Jiang Qi was about to put down his phone, a ding sound was heard, reminding him of a new message. Tang Yunren sent this via voice. Jiang Qi, what's wrong with you? Are you troubled? The girl's voice was gentle, melodious, and pleasant, and Jiang Qi's mood suddenly cleared up after hearing it. My wife is so good to me, Jiang Qi shouted excitedly, and he came back to life on the spot as if he had been injected with chicken blood. I didn't encounter any troubles, I just had some insomnia, and I simply wanted to hear your voice. Just want to hear her voice. Why should he listen to her voice? Tang Yunren kept picking at the rhinestones on the phone case, picking at them one after another. At this moment, her heart was like a cat's paw, scratching and itching, just like the fingers that couldn't stop digging. No, I can't continue at this pace. My heart is beating so fast that I can't breathe. Thinking of this, Tang Yunren changed the topic, edited the message, and sent it. Happy birthday to your sister. Jiang Qi made a puzzled sound. How did she know that today was Jiang Yuan's birthday? He probably hadn't told her. Could it be? Was she also reborn? As soon as this thought came to his mind, Jiang Qi immediately denied it in his heart. The probability of one person being reborn is already as low as the Mariana Trench. He has never read about double rebirth in novels. Even if it happens, the probability is almost zero, right? So that's simply not possible. Excluding this possibility, there is only one other possibility. Thinking of this, Jiang Qi sent a few voice messages. I only told you about my sister's birthday before, but I didn't tell you that her birthday was today. How did you know? Shock. Tang Yunren subconsciously opened her red lips. Oh no. She had been led by Jiang Qi and was in a hurry to change the subject. But in her haste, she forgot that she didn't know Jiang Yuan's birthday. How should she explain? Before Tang Yunren could think of a reply, Jiang Qi sent a message first. Could it be? What? Did he guess that she was reborn? What to do? So nervous. What if Jiang Qi asks this later? Bite. New message is sent again. Jiang Qi, are you secretly in love with me? So you are investigating me secretly. Tang Yunren was stunned. How could it be completely different from what she had imagined? Stop being so narcissistic. How could I possibly have a crush on you? Isn't it normal to have a crush on me? I'm handsome. You are really narcissistic, Tang Yunren muttered aloud. But then again, Jiang Qi is handsome, and he is even more handsome now. When she was with him during the day, she would secretly look at him. Her skin is really good, almost as good as hers. Clearly, when she first saw Jiangqi after her rebirth, his skin condition was only slightly better than that of an ordinary person. It had only been a few days, but Jiangqi seemed to have changed completely, which made her extremely curious. "Have you used any beauty products recently?" Jiangqi smiled when he saw the message. This little girl obviously thinks he is handsome, but she refuses to admit it. Women just love to say one thing and mean another. Although you say no, you are actually looking forward to it. You want to know? Sure, call me hubby and I'll tell you. You wish. Sleep. It's turned off. After Tang Yunren sent 3 messages in a row, she was so angry that she turned off her phone. "Do you want me to call you husband?" Tang Yunren muttered to herself. When she came to her senses, she realized that she had scratched off all the rhinestones on the phone case. "It's all Jiangqi's fault. I have nothing to do but send her those inexplicable messages, and say those words that make people blush and their hearts beat fast, and are easy to be misunderstood. If not for this, the phone case he had just bought wouldn't have been scrapped. Chatting with him is such a waste of phone case. I won't chat with him anymore. Go to sleep." Tang Yunren threw herself on the bed a little angrily, pulled up a corner of the quilt, and habitually clamped it between her legs. Sleeping like this made her feel particularly safe. Tang Yunren tossed and turned in bed, unable to sleep, and from time to time she tilted her head to glance at the mobile phone on the bedside table. She turned off her phone. What if Jiangqi sent her a message? What if Jiangqi stayed up all night waiting for her to reply? The more Tang Yunren thought about it, the more of a tangled mess her mind became. The more you organize, the more confused it becomes. Never mind. Before I died in my previous life, I had already made up my mind that I would never have anything to do with Jiangqi again. It's his business to send messages. He can do whatever he wants. Tang Yunren picked up the pillow and covered her face with it, turned off the lights, and went to sleep. 10 minutes later, Tang Yunren turned on her phone. Open WeChat. Her chat interface with Jiangqi. Sure enough, Jiangqi sent a new message. There are 2 voices. All are ones. What was posted? Tang Yunren curiously clicked on the first voice message. Good night, 2 words. Although he was only 18 years old, his voice had a certain magnetism, and Tang Yunren felt as if her ears were pregnant. Love experience plus 475. After a full minute, Tang Yunren slowly calmed down. There is also a voice message. What are you sending? Tang Yunren stretched out her finger and clicked it. Chapter 19, call her baby. Baby. Click, the phone slipped from his hand and fell on the bed sheet. Tang Yunren remained in a daze for a while, before coming back to her senses. What did he call her just now? Baby? No, impossible. Jiangqi would never call her baby. She must have heard it wrong. Tang Yunren picked up her phone and clicked on the last voice message to listen to it again. Baby. Order again. Baby. Another point. Baby. It really is baby. She didn't hear wrong. Jiangqi really called her baby. Love experience plus 678. Love experience plus 754. Love experience plus 699. Tang Yunren pulled the quilt over her head to cover herself, for she was afraid that her screams would wake up the neighbors. That night, Tang Yunren hardly slept at all. Her mind was filled with Jiangqi's voice, calling baby, baby, baby nonstop. Jiangqi slept well that night, and even dreamed that Tang Yunren called him husband. It was a matter of time, he didn't believe it. He was so persistent and desperate to pursue Tang Yunren, but he still couldn't catch her. Then his handsome face and strong body would be wasted. You have met the conditions for opening the mall. Do you need to open it now? The system sounded very abruptly. Opened. The mall is now open. Please check it out. Jiangqi clicked it. There are a lot of things in the mall. Taking a quick glance, he first saw something quite familiar. Ocean Experience Voucher. This is really good stuff. How much experience points are needed? Jiangqi looked at the price tag below the Ocean Experience Voucher. Hiss 100,000 experience points. And it's only 24 hours. Isn't this too expensive? How much experience do I have now? 24,051. Can't afford it. He wouldn't buy it even if he could afford it. But if you encounter a life-threatening situation, it is very safe to exchange one. Now is a peaceful time, and the probability of encountering life-threatening situations is still very low. But no matter what, he still urgently needs more experience points. This depends on his little girl wife. Let's look at the other things. Increase charm by 20%, requiring 20,000 experience points. I can afford it, but I'll look at other options. Freshman singer's voice, 29,845. God of song, 124,561. Chef, 123,456. What? This system really is proficient in all kinds of skills. It's just too expensive, and I can't afford to exchange it. Old Jiang, what are you daydreaming about? Li Hao pushed Jiang Qi. Thinking about something. Thinking about something. Are you thinking about the campus Beauty Tang University? Li Hao laughed. Jiang Qi looked at Li Hao with a puzzled look on his face. What are you talking about? Don't pretend. I've heard from the school beauty's best friend that you're planning on hitting on the school beauty. Jin Xiaokeo said that. It's her. She also asked me to tell you something. Something for the school beauty. Tang Yunren asked Jin Xiaokeo to give me a message. If she had anything to say, couldn't she just send him a WeChat message? Yes, Jin Xiaokeo's original words were, "Don't be crazy about her, she will never like you." After Li Hao finished speaking, he became a little worried about his brother, fearing that he would be so upset that he would jump off the building. Oh, Jiang Qi responded calmly. He was very sure that these words were definitely not said by Tang Yunren. Just oh, that's the reaction. Shouldn't I? Is this the calm before the storm? Old Jiang, are you okay? I'm fine. Jiang Qi looked normal. The more Jiang Qi acted like this, the more worried Li Hao became. Lao Jiang, do you consider me a brother? Why do you say that? Jiang Qi looked at Li Hao in confusion. If you want to treat me as a brother, then don't hold it in. If you have any negative emotions, just come to me and vent them out. I don't have any negative emotions, I'm really fine. Old Jiang, Li Hao patted Jiang Qi's shoulder, looked at him seriously and said, there are many beautiful women in the world, why do you have to love only one? What's more, she is the campus beauty of our Jiangcheng University, so don't be so upset. Fatty, I'm upset when I hear that. How can I let go of the fact that I like Tang Yunren? We are a match made in heaven, a man of talent and a woman of beauty. Our fate is set on the 3 lives stone. She, Tang Yunren, is destined to be my wife, Jiang Qi. It's over, we're in too deep. It's almost hopeless. Li Hao shook his head. It seems I have to persuade him in a different way. Old Jiang, are you free this weekend? What is it, tell me. A few friends and I are planning to have a get-together with some girls. There are 3 guys and 4 girls, and we're short of a guy. Can you make up the number? You can find someone else. He didn't want Tang Yunren to know that he went to the social gathering. Lao Jiang, you can't not go. I've already sent your photo over, and the girl agreed to join us because she saw your handsome photo. If you don't go, this party can be over. It's none of my business. I didn't ask you to send my photo. By the way, didn't you just say I was just making up the numbers? Old Jiang, you can't be so heartless. You don't care, you should think more about me as a brother. I haven't even had a relationship until now. You can't just watch me be single for the rest of my life, right? Hearing Li Hao say this, Jiang Qi thought of his previous life. Li Hao's family was relatively well off, and he spent money more lavishly than the average college student. Unfortunately, he did not choose the right woman, and after 5 years of marriage, he discovered that he was cheated on. None of the 3 children his wife gave birth to was his. In the end, the 3 fathers of the children came and took their children home. Since then, Li Hao has been in a slump, spending his days either hanging out in casinos or entertainment clubs. Finally, he borrowed money from loan sharks and was hacked to death and sent to the hospital. If he remembered correctly, Li Hao married a woman he met at this social gathering. Li Hao was his brother, and in his previous life, he only knew about the tragic experience that happened to him when Li Hao's hand was cut off and he was sent to the hospital. In this life, he couldn't just watch this happen. Fatty, listen to me. I told you that going to the social gathering this time is a bad omen. You'd better not go. Li Hao twitched his lips speechlessly, thinking that Jiang Qi was absolutely amazing. In order to avoid attending the social gathering, he could even make up such nonsense. Looks like I have to use my trump card. Li Hao walked to the window, looked at Jiang Qi seriously and said, Old Jiang, if you don't agree to me, I will jump off here now. The author has something to say. I was a bit busy today, so I delayed the update until now. I originally wanted to update twice, but I gritted my teeth and made it 3. I hope you enjoy it. Chapter 20, Tang Yunren can never forget Jiang Qi. Seeing that Li Hao had made up his mind, Jiang Qi knew that he couldn't stop him from going to the party. Since we can't stop him, let's just go ahead and wait and see, and then we can act accordingly to stop him. Just as Jiang Qi was thinking this, he saw Wu Qingshu and Wang Zhen walk into the classroom. As soon as Wu Qingshu came over, he started speaking harshly to Jiang Qi. Jiang Qi, the basketball game between our 2 classes is about to begin. You go on the court and we'll decide the winner. Whoever loses will quit, and you're never allowed to chase Yunrin. What do you think Yunrin is? Are you gambling with her? Jiang Qi looked up at Wu Qingshu without being servile or arrogant, his youthful brows revealing a bit of unruliness. You don't dare anymore? Wu Qingshu deliberately used provocation to ask. Provocation doesn't work on me. Yunrin is a human being, not an object for betting. I won't use her for gambling. Who the hell thought Yunrin was a betting item? Stop exaggerating. I'm asking you, do you dare to PK with me? He doesn't dare. He has a system. What is there for him to be afraid of? Jiang Qi remembered that he could redeem basketball expert attributes in the mall. Okay, I'll fight you. If you lose, you should stay away from Yunrin and don't bother her anymore. Ha ha ha, Wu Qingshu laughed out loud. Jiang Qi, you just said that doing this is to use Yunrin as a bet. What are you doing now? I'm different from you. I'm not saying this to gamble with her, but for her own good. I don't want a fly buzzing around her ears all day long, disturbing her peace. You are very good. Wu Qingshu was so angry that his fingertips trembled. Just wait and see. Later on the court, I'll see if you can still be as arrogant as you are now. HMPH. Wu Qingshu shook his hands, turned, and left the classroom. Li Hao walked over, frowning. Old Jiang, you shouldn't have made this bet with Wu Qingshu. Don't look at Wu Qingshu as a second-generation rich kid. He is really good at basketball. I heard that he once coached a basketball training camp for a period of time. You are no match for him. For ordinary people, spending some time in a basketball training camp is indeed a great achievement, but compared with professional basketball players, it is not as good as one level. He had made up his mind that he didn't want to be too high-profile later, and just try to get the skills of an average basketball player. Don't worry, it's okay, we won't lose, Jiang Qi said confidently. Li Hao scratched the back of his head, totally confused as to where Jiang Qi got his confidence from. It's obviously delicious, okay. Art department classroom. Tang Yunren was in a daze. It wasn't that he was simply in a daze, but his mind was still thinking about the conversation he had with Jiang Qi last night. He said, I miss you. He called her baby. The more Tang Yunren thought about it, the redder her face became. She didn't want to keep thinking about it, but she didn't know what was wrong with her. As if possessed, Jiang Qi's masculine voice always lingered in her mind. Is she really still unable to do anything to him? But she has decided that she no longer likes Jiang Qi. Just when Tang Yunren was having a headache, Jin Zhaoqiao's sighing voice rang in her ears. This is terrible. Ranran, why did we choose history as an elective when there were so many other choices? And we had to deal with such a strict professor. It's over, we're going to fail the final exam this time. Tang Yunren turned to look at Jin Zhaoqiao, who was lying on the history elective book with his head down. Give me the book and I'll help you mark the key points. Ah, Jin Zhaoqiao looked at Tang Yunren with confusion. Do you know what the key points are? I know. Tang Yunren took Jin Zhaoqiao's book and started marking it with a red pen. While marking, she tried hard to recalling the key points of the exam in the previous life. She remembered that the final history exam was so difficult that most people in the class took it. Of course, Jin Zhaoqiao did not pass the exam either. This time, with her helping her mark the key points, there should be no problem. As long as you can grasp 70% of the key points I marked, you will definitely pass the exam, Tang Yunren said in a very affirmative tone. Is it true? Jin Zhaoqiao looked at Tang Yunren doubtfully and asked. I definitely didn't lie to you, Tang Yunren said firmly. Okay, Jin Zhaoqiao clenched her fists. You're my best friend, I believe in you. I'm going to work hard this weekend, damn it. Well, come on, Tang Yunren cheered Jin Zhaoqiao on. Ah, Jin Zhaoqiao suddenly remembered something. Of course, you have to do me a favor. What's the matter? I agreed to attend a social gathering with my friends this weekend. You've worked so hard to help me mark the key points. I don't want to fail the course, and I don't want to let you down, so can you go to the social gathering in my place? Let her go to the social. Tang Yunren frowned. You know, I don't really like that kind of occasion. When college men and women get together, it's not just about friendship. To put it bluntly, it's about creating opportunities to escape the fate of being single. She gave all her love in her previous life, but all she got was wounds all over her body. She had already become disheartened, and she didn't want to repeat the same mistake and fall into the whirlpool of love again. So after she was reborn, she thought that she would never love anyone in this life and would be single for the rest of her life. It's good to be alone, isn't it? Of course, please help me. If I don't go, there will be 4 men and 3 women, and I will be guilty. They will definitely hate me to death. Ran, you're the best. Just join in the numbers. If someone approaches you, you can just radiate your aura of a cool goddess and keep them at a distance. Isn't that good? Jin Zio-kyo was her best friend and had always been with her in her previous life. To be honest, during the years after Jiang Qi's death, if Jin Zio-kyo hadn't always cared about her, I'm afraid she would have already lost her mind and taken sleeping pills to accompany Jiang Qi. So she couldn't resist Jin Zio-kyo's nagging and had to agree. At this moment, the class suddenly became noisy, and many female students were running in groups of 3 or 4 in the corridor. What happened? Jin Zio-kyo asked in confusion. Don't you know, it's a basketball game between Class 5 of the Computer Science Department and Class 6 of the Business Department. A classmate replied. Business Department Class 5? Ranran, isn't that the class your childhood sweetheart Wu Qingshu is in? I remember he was an amazing basketball player. Did he attend a basketball training camp? Tang Yunren nodded. Yes, his uncle is the coach of the basketball team. So that's how it is. Let's go and take a look. Another female classmate said excitedly. Let's go together. Jiang Qi from Class 6 of the Department of Business is here too. Many female classmates are here for him. Why didn't I pay much attention to him before? He's getting more and more handsome now. I feel like he can compete with the handsomest guy in our school. Jiang Qi is here too, Tang Yunren exclaimed in surprise. Chapter 21. He was hurt, and she felt bad. She went to watch this basketball game in her previous life. In fact, she also received a message from Wu Qingshu last night, asking her to go and watch it. She remembered very clearly that Jiang Qi did not participate in this basketball game. Come to think of it, it seems like many things have gone wrong since my rebirth. She thought about this question, but she couldn't figure it out. Could it be that the world she was in now was not her previous life in the true sense? Or maybe it was a parallel universe. I can't figure it out, and I don't understand it. What, Jiang Qi is here too? Jin Zio-kyo became furious when he thought about how Jiang Qi had held Tang Yunren's hand tightly in the infirmary a few days ago. What a cool guy. Of course we're not going. Yeah, Tang Yunren nodded. She thought so too, and she decided that regardless of what happened a few days ago, from now on, she would stay sober and calm. If you say you won't go, then don't go. From now on, you will completely break up with Jiang Qi. If Jiang Qi comes to see her again in the future, she will put on a cold and aloof attitude and absolutely ignore him. Tang Yunren made a great determination, but her eyes had their own consciousness and looked out the window involuntarily. You can't watch it. Tang Yunren twisted her neck forcefully. Distract yourself. Tang Yunren took out her sketchbook and started drawing. In 5 minutes, she drew a basketball. Tang Yunren kept staring at the basketball in the picture book. As she watched, it seemed as if the basketball moved and Jiang Qi was dribbling and preparing to shoot. Huala, Tang Yunren pulled out a chair and stood up. Jin Zio-kyo looked up at Tang Yunren. Ranran, what are you doing? To the bathroom. The scene changed. Tang Yunren came to the stadium. The game hasn't started yet, and the two teams are making their own pre-match preparations. Tang Yunren immediately saw Jiang Qi wearing a red jersey on the court. Handsome, dazzling, eye-catching. He, Jiang Qi, was undoubtedly the most eye-catching person in the whole venue. He has a handsome face and a great body, and he exudes the unique charm of a sunny boy. Tang Yunren couldn't help but blush, and her heart started beating fast. Love experience plus 579. Hearing the system's prompt, Jiang Qi stopped warming up and looked at the crowd. After scanning around, he finally managed to focus on Tang Yunren. Was she here to watch him play? Since this is the case, he cannot lose. Just when Jiang Qi was about to raise his hand to greet Tang Yunren, Wu Qingshu ran in front of Tang Yunren and blocked them. Yunren, are you here to watch me play basketball? Wu Qingshu deliberately showed off his muscles by raising his arms in front of Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren glanced at Wu Qingshu's muscles casually. Not as good-looking as Jiang Qi. Tang Yunren turned her head and looked around Wu Qingshu and saw Jiang Qi waving to her. She also raised her hand and waved in response to Jiang Qi. Wu Qingshu followed Tang Yunren's line of sight and turned to see Jiang Qi. Seeing the two of them staring at each other across him, he was so angry that he almost vomited blood. He is between you after all. Can you please not treat him as heir? There is no most infuriating thing, only more infuriating things. Many of the girls watching were infatuated with Jiang Qi. Wow, look at number 11, so handsome. He's so handsome, I wonder if he has a girlfriend. I don't care if he has a girlfriend or not. If he has a girlfriend, I will make her his ex-girlfriend. That's right, I support you. Listening to the words of these crazy girls, Wu Qingshu's mouth twitched speechlessly. How can being handsome be used to make a living? If possible, he really wanted to tear off Jiang Qi's face and put it on his face. Tang Yunren looked left and right and pursed her lips. Whether in the past life or this life, Jiang Qi is still so attractive to girls. Especially now, Jiang Qi is so handsome that people want to go back with him and have babies. Looking at the boy's skin glowing in the sun, Tang Yunren felt a little jealous. If his skin continues to be this good, it will soon surpass hers. This Jiang Qi, he's so stingy. I asked him how to take care of his skin before, but he refused to tell me. He even insisted on calling me husband before he would tell me. She doesn't want to call him husband. Wu Qingshu and Tang Yunren stared at Jiang Qi intently, the flames of jealousy rising to their heads, and their fists clenched so hard that they made crackling sounds. Yunren, I will definitely win this basketball game. Just wait and see. After saying that, Wu Qingshu turned around and looked at Jiang Qi with a look of strong hostility. He wanted to smash Jiang Qi's annoying face with the ball. With a whoosh, the whistle sounded and the game began. Wu Qingshu launched a fierce attack as soon as he got the ball. After all, he came out of a basketball training camp. His momentum was unstoppable. He dribbled past 3 people and aroused cheers from the onlookers. Listening to the cheers coming from his ears, Wu Qingshu was so proud that he felt like he was floating in the air. See, this is his strength. Today he is the master of this court. No one can stop it. Let him dunk first. As soon as Wu Qingshu jumped up, the backboard and the basket were blocked tightly by Jiang Qi. How could that be? When did Jiang Qi come here? Also, how come he can jump so well? She actually jumped higher than him. Before Wu Qingshu could react, he saw Jiang Qi's hand falling down like a huge iron plate. With a pop, he was blocked. Not only that, Jiang Qi is extremely strong. The block knocked him directly to the ground. Wu Qingshu sat on the ground with his legs spread out, staring in amazement at Jiang Qi, who had landed steadily on the ground. Ugh! The onlookers burst into thunderous cheers. So handsome, so handsome, so handsome. Ah! Tang Yunren was surrounded by deafening cheers. Her red lips slightly parted, her beautiful eyes wide open and full of amazement. Love experience plus 520. Love experience plus 521. Love experience plus 522. What? The system prompt sounds came one after another and could not be stopped at all. Jiang Qi looked towards Tang Yunren and saw that she was looking at him with a gleam in her eyes. He couldn't help but smile at her. The boy, the sunshine, the smile, the sweat are intertwined together, exuding a strong masculine hormone. Seeing this, Tang Yunren couldn't help but feel distracted. Love experience plus 812. Love experience plus 799. Love experience plus 808. Love experience plus 816. What? The system's prompt sounds are more frequent and of higher quality. The girls around Tang Yunren were so crazy that they screamed like chickens. Ugh, you are so narcissistic. He is clearly looking at me. Oh my God, that sunny smile is gone. Oh, he is dead. What? The game continues. Wu Qingshu stared at Jiang Qi with bloodshot eyes. Jiang Qi, don't be so arrogant too early. I underestimated you just now. I will definitely not let you down this time. Come on, Jiang Qi said while spinning the basketball in his hand. HMPH, Wu Qingshu left angrily. Li Hao came over and put his arm around Jiang Qi's shoulders. Old Jiang, when did you become so powerful? I'm practicing for fun when I have nothing to do. By the way, pass the ball to me later. Okay, no problem. Now it was Jiang Qi's turn to attack, and Wu Qingshu was ready to torture Jiang Qi to death. He wanted to make Jiang Qi completely lose face in front of Tang Yunren. Li Hao passed the ball to Jiang Qi, who rushed over with the ball. Wu Qingshu took a defensive stance. You go guard the others, I'll take care of Jiang Qi. He wanted to personally pay back the humiliation he had just suffered. He just couldn't believe it. He had been in the basketball training camp for so long, but he was still worse than a pretty boy. I'm here, Jiang Qi, don't even think about getting over there. Wu Qingshu opened his arms and stood in front of Jiang Qi. He thought his defense was perfect, but Jiang Qi easily dribbled past him and left him aside. How is this possible? His uncle is a coach at a basketball training camp. He often praises him for his basketball talent and encourages him to become an excellent basketball player. But he felt that the training was too tiring. His family owned a listed company and he was a rich second generation, so he didn't want to work himself into hard training. Old Wu, don't just stand there, defend quickly. Wang Zhen's loud shout brought Wu Qingshu back to his senses. Wu Qingshu quickly turned around and saw Jiang Qi just jumping up. He is going to slam dunk. Hateful. I actually learned what he did just now. He couldn't let Jiang Qi succeed in the dunk. Otherwise, his reputation would be completely lost. Thinking of this, Wu Qingshu couldn't care less and reached out to pull Jiang Qi's clothes. Jiang Qi didn't expect Wu Qingshu to be so desperate. He was pulled down unexpectedly and fell heavily to the ground. Wu Qingshu looked at Jiang Qi, who was curled up on the ground holding his legs and enduring the pain, and a look of relief appeared on his face. You deserve it. This is what happens when you go against him. Jiang Qi, a clear female voice suddenly sounded behind Wu Qingshu. When Tang Yunren saw Jiang Qi injured and bleeding, her mind went blank, and she ran to Jiang Qi's side without thinking. Chapter 22. Jiang Qi, you're a bad guy. How are you? Tang Yunren's eyes turned red with anxiety. I'm fine, Jiang Qi replied with clenched teeth. Tang Yunren looked at the blood on Jiang Qi's knee, her heart rising to her throat, her frowning brows filled with heartache. Even though he was injured so badly, he still said he was fine. I'll help you to the infirmary. Good. Jiang Qi put his arm on Tang Yunren without any hesitation. The girl's figure was very petite and soft, and he was worried about pressing her, so he just put his hand lightly on Tang Yunren. You just rely on me, it's okay, I can handle it. As Tang Yunren spoke, she put her arm around Jiang Qi's waist and hung Jiang Qi against her body. Jiang Qi didn't expect to have this benefit even though he was injured. The injury was not in vain. Fine. Jiang Qi hid his happiness in his heart and couldn't let Tang Yunren find out. He had to act a little exaggerated so that she would feel more sorry for him. Just when Jiang Qi was thinking happily, Wu Qingshu stopped them. Yunren, why are you so nice to him? Is it because he's handsome? You can't be fooled by this pretty boy. He's actually a wolf in sheep's clothing and he's very bad. Wu Qingshu was anxious and angry, especially when he saw Jiang Qi's hand on Tang Yunren's shoulder. The hand was hanging down so that he could pick the stars and the moon if he wanted to. You are the bad one. Tang Yunren's chest heaved with anger, and he glared at Wu Qingshu. Wu Qingshu, you've gone too far. You actually pulled Jiang Qi's clothes. If his legs are fine, it's fine. If they are, I will never forgive you. Looking at Tang Yunren, who was furious for him, Jiang Qi couldn't help but snicker. I didn't expect this girl to have such a fierce side. The way she roared at Wu Qingshu, it seemed that she would really pounce on Wu Qingshu and fight him to the death in the next second. The more Jiang Qi thought about it, the happier he felt. This little girl even said that she didn't like him, but she treated him like one of her own. Get out of the way. Tang Yunren was angry. She was really angry. Jiang Qi's leg was badly injured and his knee was still bleeding. But Wu Qingshu not only did not apologize, he even called him a bad person. Okay, don't be angry, it's just a minor injury, it's really okay. Jiang Qi persuaded. Don't talk. Tang Yunren also shouted at Jiang Qi. Jiang Qi is really something. He is still talking when he is injured. Doesn't he know to save his energy? He is still speaking for Wu Qingshu. Why are you so nice to Wu Qingshu? I have never seen you treat her so well in my previous life. In his heart, is Wu Qingshu more important than her? Thinking of this, Tang Yunren began to resent Wu Qingshu in her heart. Wu Qingshu looked at the way Tang Yunren was looking at him, and he was not only angry but also a little jealous. He could understand being angry, but what the hell was jealousy? Okay, I'll listen to you and I won't say anything. Jiang Qi deliberately put his head very close to Tang Yunren and smelled the faint medicinal fragrance emanating from the girl. The more you smell it, the better it smells. The more I smell it, the more addictive it becomes. Love experience plus 52. Keep sucking. Continue to have. Love experience plus 56. Tang Yunren noticed that Jiang Qi was very close to her, with the profile of the big boy almost touching hers. She thought that he was obviously so badly injured that he couldn't even hold on and had to stick to her, yet he was still trying to be strong with her. You're being too distant with her. I clearly called her baby last night. It was clear that he didn't treat her as one of his own. So angry. Tang Yunren subconsciously quickened her pace in anger. The wound on Jiang Qi's leg was still bleeding, and he broke it when he couldn't keep up. A low groan came out of his mouth. I'm sorry I don't walk that fast. Tang Yunren turned her head and happened to touch Jiang Qi's mouth. At that moment, Tang Yunren's face turned as red as a cooked shrimp, and it was even smoky. Love experience plus 1032. Jiang Qi just kept sticking to Tang Yunren's body and her face, just to take a few more breaths and increase his experience points. I didn't expect such a happy accident could happen. After Tang Yunren came to her senses, she looked around in panic. Don't worry, no one saw it just now. Jiang Qi touched his mouth and said. Tang Yunren caught a glimpse of Jiang Qi's actions from the corner of her eye, and she really wanted to find a rat hole to crawl into. He must have done it on purpose. It was really infuriating. If it weren't for the fact that he was injured, she would definitely throw him away. In the classroom, Jin Zio-kia was looking at the key points that Tang Yunren had highlighted for her. It's been 20 minutes. Did Ranran fall into the bathroom? Just as Jin Zio-kia was thinking this, new message popped up on the campus network background. Jin Zio-kia is a gossip maniac, and she must know every gossip on campus. Jin Zio-kia was dumbfounded after taking out his cell phone. The front page headline of the campus network was a harmonious picture of Tang Yunren supporting Jiang Qi. What? Didn't Ranran go to the bathroom? Why are you with that pretty boy Jiang Qi? What's going on? After Tang Yunren helped Jiang Qi to the infirmary, she quickly called the doctor over. Doctor, help him stop the bleeding, quickly. Doc, why are you doing this so fast? It's going to hurt him. The doctor raised his head and gave Tang Yunren a very strange and complicated look. Seeing Tang Yunren's nervous expression, Jiang Qi consoled her. It's just a minor injury. You make me feel like I'm dying. Die? This word immediately stimulated Tang Yunren. God knows how she felt in her previous life when she received the news of Jiang Qi's death. It would not be an exaggeration to say that it was like the sky was falling. She felt as if the whole world had suddenly gone dark, and she couldn't believe that Jiang Qi had left her like that. Later, she dropped everything she was doing and rushed to the hospital. When she saw the white cloth covering his face, she couldn't help but burst into tears. She couldn't accept the fact that Jiang Qi was dead, so she begged the doctor on her knees, saying that she would be willing to cure Jiang Qi even at the cost of her own life. Jiang Qi kept staring at Tang Yunren, watching her increasingly sad and devastated expression. He wondered if he had said something wrong just now. Thinking about it carefully, he didn't seem to say anything. But why does she look like she's about to cry? Tears were clearly welling up in his eyes. Yunren, Jiang Qi called out tentatively. Tang Yunren was still immersed in the sorrow of losing Jiang Qi in her previous life, and did not hear Jiang Qi's call. Jiang Qi frowned, reached out and took Tang Yunren's hand. Ranran, what's wrong with you? Tang Yunren finally came to her senses after being touched by Jiang Qi. Looking at the living Jiang Qi in front of her instead of a cold and stiff corpse, she was overwhelmed with emotion and threw herself into Jiang Qi's arms. Woo-woo-woo, Jiang Qi, you are such a bad guy. Who told you to talk about death? You won't die. You will never die. Woo-woo-woo. The author has something to say. Chapter 23 made Tang Yunren cry. Tears flowed in large drops, soaking Jiang Qi's clothes in a few seconds. Jiang Qi looked stunned and surprised. What did she just say? Her words, that he will not die, never die. At this moment, a bold idea emerged in Jiang Qi's mind. Could it be that she was really reborn? Looking down at Tang Yunren, who was crying in his arms, he felt like he had seen her before. After he died suddenly of illness in his previous life, his soul left his body, and he saw with his own eyes Tang Yunren hugging his cold body and crying bitterly. It's exactly what's happening right now. The more Jiang Qi thought about it, the more he felt that the idea that had just arisen in his mind was very likely. But that's not right. If she was really reborn and had the memories of her previous life, how could she forgive him so easily? He remembered very clearly that she wanted to break up with him. She said, "If I could do it all over again, I would never fall in love with you again." That despair and that determination are still vivid in his mind. But if not, why would Tang Yunren say those words just now, and why would she have such an extreme reaction now? It is totally inexplicable. Tang Yunren was still lying on him, crying sadly. Jiang Qi sighed, raised his hand and patted her back gently, comforting her like coaxing a child. Jiang Qi's comfort did not stop Tang Yunren from crying. Instead, it made her feel even more sad and aggrieved, and she cried even louder. Before Jin Zio-kia reached the door of the infirmary, he heard Tang Yunren crying. Ranran is crying. That bastard Jiang Qi actually bullied Ranran to tears. Li Hao also came over with him. Hearing the crying, Li Hao was extremely confused. He thought that Jiang Qi was usually quite serious, so how could he make the campus beauty of Tang University cry? Could it be that Jiang Qi was just good at pretending? But in fact, he was really a wolf in sheep's clothing. Seeing the opportunity to be alone with the school beauty, he couldn't help but take off his vest and reveal his beastly nature. Jiang Qi! Jin Zio-kia rushed into the infirmary angrily. Just as he was about to attack Jiang Qi, he saw Tang Yunren hugging Jiang Qi and crying sadly. Seeing this scene, Jin Zio-kia was no longer angry and just stood there in a daze. Li Hao, who came in later, was also shocked by this scene. After hearing the noise, Tang Yunren reacted belatedly and quickly stepped out of Jiang Qi's arms. Oh no, why did she lose control of her emotions just now? He must think her behavior is strange, right? And the scene where she took the initiative to hug Jiang Qi just now was seen by Jin Zio and others. So embarrassing. How to explain this? Jin Zio came to Tang Yunren's side, looked at her with extremely puzzled eyes, and reached out to touch Tang Yunren's forehead. You don't have a fever? Tang Yunren now just wanted to find a rat hole to crawl into. The rat hole is gone, but you can still escape from the scene as soon as possible. Thinking of this, Tang Yunren quickly turned around and ran. Ranren, where are you going? Wait for me. Jin Zio ran after him. After Li Hao withdrew his gaze from the door, he gave Jiang Qi a thumbs up. Awesome. You actually managed to get the campus beauty of Jiang University. Huh, you just did it to her. Why did you make her cry? Li Hao asked curiously. I still want to know. Jiang Qi looked at the wound on his knee, and all he could think of was the image of Tang Yunren crying. You don't know or don't want to say it. Li Hao didn't believe it. Jiang Qi must be hiding something from him. His intuition told him that Jiang Qi had most likely done something unspeakable to the campus beauty Tang University in the infirmary just now, which made her cry. Did you do that to her? Li Hao raised his eyebrows and looked at Jiang Qi. Jiang Qi was speechless. Do you think I'm a 3-minute guy? What was going on in that fat guy's mind? In such a short time, he was just a bean sprout. Besides, can't you see that my leg is injured? Isn't the other leg uninjured? After that, Jiang Qi never responded to the messages he sent to Tang Yunren. Maybe she hasn't recovered from her emotions yet. He would message her later. Night. At home. It has been more than an hour past lunchtime, and Jiang Minquin has not returned yet. Mom, have you called Dad? Linya frowned. The phone is turned off. Your dad forgot to charge his phone last night. Then I'll go out and look for it. Jiang Qi was about to go out when Jiang Minquin came back. Why are you back so late? The battery car broke down, so I pushed it back. Jiang Minquin was changing his slippers as he spoke, fatigue evident on his face. Looking at Jiang Minquin, whose face was covered with frost, Jiang Qi felt a lot of emotion in his heart. His father has always been the pillar of their family. He never complains about the hardship or tiredness and always endures it all silently. Very ordinary, yet great. Dad, I bought you a car, so don't ride an electric scooter anymore. Jiang Qi took out a pair of car keys from his pocket and handed them to Jiang Minquin. Jiang Minquin was stunned when he saw the BMW car keys in his hand. Hey, this is a BMW? How expensive is this? How can you waste money? What, BMW? Although Linya knew nothing about cars, she knew that BMW was expensive and cost a lot of money. Zio Qi, didn't I tell you to save the rest of your money? If I had known you would spend money recklessly, I would have taken the money and saved it for you to get married. Linya looked at the BMW car keys in Jiang Minquin's hand and felt heartbroken. What? Brother, you bought a BMW? Where is it? Take me there quickly. A BMW. I never thought that one day our family would have a BMW. Jiang Yuan heard the noise and excitedly came out of the room pushing his wheelchair. Go away, stop making trouble. Jiang Minquin glanced at Jiang Yuan and frowned. Zio Qi, you should return the car immediately. We finally won a prize, but we can't be complacent. We are an ordinary family and we don't run a business. Why should we drive a BMW? I can just ride an electric bike. Jiang Minquin said that, but his hands were shaking as he held the BMW keys tightly. Which man doesn't love cars? Jiang Minquin has long wanted to have a car of his own. Don't buy one that's too expensive. You can still buy one for around 100,000 yuan. Jiang Minquin originally planned to buy one when Jiang Qi went to college, but he didn't expect his son to be admitted to Jiangcheng University. The tuition fee of Jiangcheng University is expensive, which can be said to be a big expense for their family. Because of this reason, he had to put his plan to buy a car on hold for the time being. However, what was unexpected was that Jiang Qi actually bought him a car, and it was a BMW. Hundreds of thousands. The ones his boss runs are not as expensive as his. Dad, I really didn't spend money recklessly. I just invested the remaining money in the stock market. I happened to be lucky, and the stock market rose by the daily limit for several consecutive days, so I made a fortune. You traded stocks and made money? Jiang Minquin was stunned. Chapter 24, their son is really capable. Yeah, Dad, I made money from stock trading. Jiang Qi didn't mean to deceive them, but he couldn't talk about the system. Wow, brother, you are so awesome. Jiang Yuan now calls him brother so smoothly. That's right, I'm so lucky now. Jiang Qi pretended to be very proud. This would make them believe more that he was lucky and made money from stocks. My little Qi is really promising. Linya used to envy other people's children, but now she is not envious at all, because her son has become the child that other people envy. How much did you earn from the stocks you bought? Jiang Mingwen was reluctant to let go of the car keys as he asked this question. He was thinking if he didn't make much money, he'd better return the car. If he really made a lot, he also wants to experience the feeling of driving a BMW. It must be great. Dad, you can drive this car without worry. The stock I bought is quite powerful. Let alone this BMW, haven't you always wanted to open a restaurant? At this rate, it won't be long before you can realize this wish. Open a restaurant. Be the boss. This is what Jiang Mingwen has always wanted to do. Just dreaming without money. I thought to myself that this wish might never come true in my lifetime. Now his son told him that he would be able to open a restaurant soon, which made him so excited. The hand holding the car keys began to tremble, and he almost had tears in his wet old eyes. The food is getting cold, let's eat quickly. After dinner, Dad, you can drive and take our family out for a ride, Jiang Qi said. Brother is right, take a ride in a BMW. Jiang Yuan felt so happy just thinking about it. Okay, finish eating first, and then I'll take you out for a walk. Jiang Mingwen put the key into his trouser pocket as he spoke. During the whole process of eating, he reached into his trouser pocket from time to time, fearing that this was all a dream, and when he woke up, the car key would be gone. After dinner, Jiang Mingwen excitedly drove his family for a ride. If he didn't have to go to work the next day, he would have wanted to drive his BMW around Jiangcheng. It is said that people feel refreshed when good things happen to them. After Jiang Mingwen came back from a ride with his family in his BMW, he looked radiant. His waist that was bent by the heavy burden straightened, and his face was filled with confidence. After living for most of his life, Jiang Mingwen felt for the first time that he was living like a human being. All this is thanks to his good son. Xiao Qi is really capable. Linya's tone was full of pride. Yes, he is worthy of being my Jiang Mingwen's child, Jiang Mingwen said proudly. Come on, it's not because I taught you well. Yes, my wife taught me well. Thank you for your hard work. I will serve you well tonight. You old pervert, how old are you? Who is old? I am only in my 40s, in the prime of my life. If I work hard, maybe I can give Xiao Qi and Xiao Yuan a brother or sister. Go away, you're getting more and more indecent. How am I not serious? Now that the country has opened up the three-child policy, I am responding to the country's call and contributing to the future development of the motherland. Linya could see that Jiang Mingwen was really happy. She often saw Jiang Mingwen holding his phone and watching live broadcasts about cars. Now their son bought him a BMW worth hundreds of thousands of yuan. How could he not be excited? Looking at Jiang Mingwen's excitement, he probably won't be able to sleep tonight. Knock, knock, knock. Jiang Yuan knocked on Jiang Qi's door. Come in. Jiang Qi knew it was Jiang Yuan without having to guess. Why are you here to see me so late at night? Jiang Yuan took out a bag of spicy strips from the wheelchair storage bag and handed it to Jiang Qi. The weasel is wishing a happy new year to the chicken. If you have something to say, just say it. Jiang Qi had never been able to get a spicy strip from Jiang Yuan before. He had to rob her or steal it from her room. Jiang Yuan blinked his big round eyes and looked at Jiang Qi. Brother, tell me honestly, where did all that money come from? Don't worry, if you tell me, I will never tell my parents. Robbed a bank. Brother, I'm telling you this seriously. Okay, then I'll tell you the truth. The me standing in front of you is not the me of today, but the me who was reborn from the future. After rebirth, I have linked myself to the system and mastered the code of wealth. Making money is a piece of cake. Jiang Yuan rolled his eyes at Jiang Qi so hard that his eyeballs almost disappeared. I've said it all, I'm serious. Jiang Qi nodded very seriously. I'm serious about what I said. I don't believe it. I knew you wouldn't tell me the truth. You can say it if you want or not. Jiang Yuan muttered to himself as he pushed his wheelchair out of Jiang Qi's room. Jiang Qi looked at the sound of Jiang Yuan leaving angrily and shook his head with a smile. After talking to Jiang Yuan, I felt like a huge stone had been lifted from my heart, and I felt a lot more relaxed. As expected, humans are animals that cannot keep everything in their hearts. They will feel a lot more relaxed if they can find someone to talk to. The rest, the only thing left to deal with, is Tang Yunren's matter. He sent her a message in the afternoon, but she still hasn't replied. He sent her another message, and if she still doesn't reply, he will go to her classroom to find her tomorrow. As soon as Jiang Qi picked up his phone, Tang Yunren sent him a message. The doctor said that you shouldn't touch water with your injury. After seeing this message, Jiang Qi suddenly felt like a long-awaited rain. She really still cared about him. Let him tease her. Why did you just message me now? I've already showered. No wonder my legs hurt so much. Tang Yunren was anxious. How old are you? Don't you have this common sense? How can you take a shower when you are so badly injured? So I need someone to remind me. After Jiang Qi edited the text and sent it out, he pressed the voice button. Of course, are you willing to be this person? As soon as Tang Yunren opened the voice chat, her ears received 100 million critical hits. The boy's voice was very pleasant, with a magnetic charm that only men can have. Especially in this quiet night, it was so pleasant that it could make her pregnant instantly. He had to use such a nice voice and say such words to seduce her. This was more than she could bear. I don't understand what you are saying. Jiang Qi is not stupid, and his emotional intelligence is not low. He can see that Tang Yunren does not want to answer this question directly. In this situation, if the man continues to ask questions, he is really stupid. If the woman does not give a direct answer, there are only two possibilities. One is that I like you, but I am too embarrassed to answer. But I'm not sure about my feelings for you and don't know how to answer you. Since this topic could not be continued, Jiang Qi changed the subject. The next question was what he had been wanting to ask during the day, but hadn't asked out loud. What did you mean by what you said in the infirmary this afternoon? Chapter 25, Sweet Talk. Tang Yunren's pupils suddenly dilated. He asked anyway. What to do? What's going on? Tang Yunren was struggling internally and felt uneasy. Jiang Qi looked at the still mobile phone interface, raised his hand to touch his chin, and analyzed it carefully. During the day, he suspected that Tang Yunren might have been reborn like him. Although it was too unbelievable to be reborn twice, why should he be allowed to be reborn alone? Why couldn't Tang Yunren be reborn? That doesn't make sense. The earth doesn't revolve around him alone. Just when Jiang Qi was thinking this, Tang Yunren finally sent a message. You think too much, it's meaningless. Tang Yunren clutched the clothes in front of her chest and bit her lower lip nervously. Stay calm. Don't panic. As long as she doesn't admit that she was reborn, who can say that she was reborn? Is he really overthinking it? Jiang Qi frowned, thinking back to what had happened during this period of time. On the first day of his rebirth, Tang Yunren called out his name. At that time, he was puzzled. Tang Yunren was the campus belle of Jiangcheng University. How did she know his name? Jiang Qi was not sure whether it was what he thought, and there was no real evidence to prove it. Everything was just his speculation. Forget it, why think so much? Regardless of whether it was true or not, Tang Yunren was Tang Yunren, and she would not change because of rebirth or not. He had already made up his mind to take good care of her in this life and make up for the mistakes and regrets of his previous life. I'm glad you're okay. I saw you crying so sadly, so I was worried about you and asked. Seeing the message sent by Jiang Qi, Tang Yunren was obviously relieved. It turns out she was the one who thought too much. Jiang Qi asked that question simply because he cared about her, and he didn't think of any unrealistic metaphysical fallacies. Your legs, are you okay? Tang Yunren felt angry again when she thought about what Jiang Qi had just said about taking a bath. How come he doesn't take care of his body at all? If he doesn't feel bad, don't others feel bad too? The others she was referring to were Jiang Qi's parents. Right. She was referring to Jiang Qi's parents, which had nothing to do with her. Leg, which one? Jiang Qi deleted the message after editing it. Too frivolous. It's better to be serious. I was actually lying to you. I didn't take a shower. Is it fun to tease me? Tang Yunren typed on her phone angrily. Still. Tang Yunren became even angrier. Just when she was about to throw her phone aside and ignore Jiang Qi again, Jiang Qi sent her a new message. Jiang Qi, I like teasing you. Jiang Qi, I only like to tease you. Shua, Tang Yunren's face turned red. Tang Yunren pursed her lips and tried to hold back a shy smile, her heart beating fast. I found that you have changed. You have become smooth talking. I need to explain that I'm not being glib. This is just sweet talk for you. So corny. Tang Yunren grabbed the pillow and buried her face in it. My little heart was beating wildly out of control. Bite. The message reminder sounded again. Jiang Qi, are you free on Saturday? I want to go to the movies. It's too boring to go to the movies alone. I want to ask you to go with me. Jiang Qi wants to ask her out to see a movie. Tang Yunren's breathing quickened. If she went, would it be considered a date? After what happened during the day, Tang Yunren's heart changed a lot. Before, she had always wanted to avoid Jiang Qi and forget about him. She didn't want to repeat the same mistakes as in her previous life. But when she saw Jiang Qi injured and bleeding, and when she heard Jiang Qi mention death, she couldn't control her emotions all of a sudden. Turn out to be, she still loved him so much. It penetrates into the bones and is engraved deep into the soul. She can't forget him, If Jiang Qi is really willing to continue to be nice to her, she might try to love boldly again. No matter what I thought, I was deeply hurt by this man in my last life. It is not as easy as saying it to get over it all at once. Since that's the case, let's just let it be. Where are the people? Asleep. Jiang Qi sent 2 messages in succession. Tang Yunren withdrew her thoughts. I promised Xiao Qiu a favor on Saturday, so I don't have time. Jiang Qi patted his forehead. He was so busy making an appointment with Tang Yunren to go to the movies that he forgot about his promise to Li Hao to go to the social gathering. I suddenly remembered that I have something to do on Saturday, so let's do it on Sunday. Are you free on Sunday? We have it on Sunday. Okay, then on Sunday, I'll pick you up at your house. Don't come, I can go there by myself. Tang Yunren didn't want her family to know about her and Jiang Qi, especially her 3 brothers. In her previous life, her 3 brothers hated Jiang Qi the most. They thought he was not worthy of her, and they had fought with him several times, 3 against 1. Jiang Qi was beaten black and blue every time. Although the past life is the past life, and this life is this life, the scene of their fight has always remained very deeply in her memory, so it is better for them to avoid meeting each other. Why don't you let me pick you up? Jiang Qi originally wanted to remove the back seat of his bicycle and then ride the bicycle to pick up Tang Yunren. I'm afraid that my family will misunderstand when they see you and think that we are in that kind of relationship. Tang Yunren said this with a hint of tentativeness, testing what Jiang Qi really meant to her right now. Jiang Qi is not an 18-year-old boy, and he can see the hidden meaning behind Tang Yunren's words. He could have just echoed Tang Yunren and said that they were already that kind of relationship. But if that happens, it will delay important matters. He had already made up his mind that on Valentine's Day, he would give Tang Yunren a grand and unforgettable romantic confession. So before that, he must hold back. I'm not afraid of misunderstandings. I'll pick you up when the time comes. After seeing this news, Tang Yunren showed disappointment on her face. She had just been fantasizing that Jiang Qi would say in a domineering manner, "We have always been in that kind of relationship." Unfortunately not. You'd better not come. It's okay if my parents see you, but if my 3 brothers see you, they love me very much and often tell me to stay away from wolves. If they see you, I'm afraid they will use violence. Upon hearing this, Jiang Qi suddenly felt a little pain in his heart. His 3 uncles often ganged up on him, 3 against 1, without any martial ethics at all. He will exchange for a kung fu master later, and when he sees them again, he will fight 3 of them at once and return what he suffered in his previous life. Of course, he was just thinking about it. After all, they are Tang Yunren's brothers, and it was indeed she who treated Tang Yunren badly in her previous life, so they attacked him out of anger. I'll pick you up this weekend. You can contact me anytime then. Sneak out when your family isn't paying attention. Sneaking away? Tang Yunren thought about it and felt that it was quite exciting. Oh well, it's getting late. Go to bed early. I won't disturb you. Well, you should go to bed early too. Good night, animated emoji of a man kissing a woman. Tang Yunren looked at the emoticon sent by Jiang Qi and subconsciously brought herself and Jiang Qi into the story. She immediately raised her hand shyly to grab the necklace hanging around her neck. Why did she start to have wild thoughts again? So embarrassing. Just when Tang Yunren's face turned red, Jiang Qi sent another message. You're not going to say good night to me. P.S. Zioya-chikun. I may not be able to update 3 times tomorrow. It depends on the situation. Chapter 26, Jiang Qi's Happy Life. Good night, Tang Yunren typed 2 words. That's it. Jiang Qi sent another animated emoticon of a man kissing a girl. I sent you such a vivid good night message. You have to send it back. That's the way it's supposed to be reciprocated. So what he meant was that he wanted her to send him an animated emoticon of a girl kissing a boy. She couldn't send it out. She is not as thick-skinned as Jiang Qi. I don't have an emoji. Jiang Qi raised his eyebrows. No. Then just say good night to me through voice. The voice said to him good night. She could never say such shameful words. Bite. A new message reminder sound will sound. If you don't tell me, I won't sleep tonight until you reply. What does it have to do with me if you don't sleep? Tang Yunren said to herself. Bite. If you don't reply overnight, I will go to your department tomorrow to find you and ask you in person why you didn't say good night to me. Tang Yunren puffed up her lips, edited the message and sent it. No, absolutely not. It's up to you to sleep or not. Jiang Qi looked at the message sent by Tang Yunren, thinking about how to deal with this girl. After thinking for a while, he couldn't think of a particularly good solution. Before he could go to Jihu to ask for help, Tang Yunren sent him a message. A one sound. What are you sending? Wish. Or something like, I won't tell you. Whatever it wasn't good. Even so, he wanted to hear Tang Yunren's voice before going to bed. Jiang Qi prepared himself mentally and clicked on the voice message. Good night. Jiang Qi was stunned for a moment, then he picked his ears. Listened to it again. Good night. The girl's voice was as sweet as an oriole, with a hint of tingling. He felt refreshed after hearing that. Just a simple word. Cool. His wife said good night to him personally, so he can sleep well tonight. Jiang Qi contentedly kissed Tang Yunren's WeChat avatar a few times. I didn't expect his wife to be such a tsundere. So cute. Sleep, sleep, Zhou Tian still has a date with Tang Yunren. Life is so happy that it seems like it's flying. Saturday. Before the time came, Li Hao started urging people to come like an old lady. Lao Jiang, you haven't arrived yet. You're the only one missing. Jiang Qi looked at the time. It was only 18:10 and there were still 20 minutes until the agreed time of 6:30. Had they all arrived? 5 minutes later, Jiang Qi arrived at the agreed KTV. When I opened the door of the private room, there was only Li Hao and 2 other male classmates I didn't know. None of the girls arrived. Hasn't he come yet? You know shit, how could we possibly let a girl wait for us for something like this? Of course we have to arrive early, otherwise it will leave a bad impression, Li Hao said. Jiang Qi didn't care about the impression he left on the other party. Anyway, he only had Tang Yunren in his heart. Just when Jiang Qi was thinking this, he discovered that the 2 male classmates were staring at him, looking him up and down and giving him goose bumps. I wondered if these 2 people had a crush on him. The other 2 male classmates were named Tian Cheng and Chen Guang. The 2 of them pulled Li Hao aside. Why did you call someone like this over? That's right, he's so handsome. Doesn't that mean we have no chance to survive? You don't have to worry about that. My brother is already in a relationship. We are short of one, so I just brought him over to make up the number. After hearing what Li Hao said, Tian Cheng and Chen Guang finally breathed a sigh of relief. It's not that they are narrow-minded. It's just that Jiang Qi is so handsome that he can compete with the most handsome boy in their school. Fatty, what are you whispering about with them? Jiang Qi asked in a low voice. They are worried that you will steal their jobs. So that's how it is. Jiang Qi saw that they had been staring at him and thought they had ulterior motives towards him, but it seemed that he was overthinking. It's all Jiang Yuan's fault. He's been shipping the couple all day long, and he's been somewhat affected by it. Brother, let's set the rules first, so that we don't eat in an ugly way and make fun of the girls, Tian Cheng suggested. Okay, I agree. Then let's do it the men's way. Arm wrestling. Whoever is stronger has the priority. Old Jiang, come here, Li Hao shouted. You guys choose, I won't get involved. That's right, you have the campus beauty Tang University. You boy are really enviable. I wonder if this social gathering can help me escape the fate of being single, Li Hao said with a longing look on his face. It can make you wear a green hat in the future. 3 more. Jiang Qi complained in his heart. The girls are almost here. Li Hao had just finished saying this when he heard footsteps outside the door. Here it comes, here it comes. All the people holding you tightly stared at the door with wide eyes. Except Jiang Qi. Jiang Qi sat in the innermost seat, took out his mobile phone, and opened the chat interface with Tang Yunren. I don't know what she is doing now. Just when Jiang Qi was about to send a message to Tang Yunren, Li Hao leaned over with his elbow. Old Jiang, look. What are you looking at? I'm not interested. No, look quickly. The author has something to say. One more update. Chapter 27, Do you have a girlfriend? What are you looking at? A beautiful lady. No matter how pretty she is, he won't fall in love with someone else. Jiang Qi turned around and saw Tang Yunren standing at the door looking at him. Tang Yunren, how come she is here? Are you here for a social? She actually came to the social gathering. Doesn't she like him? Suddenly I felt like I was Li Hao. Tang Yunren thought almost the same. Why was he here? Was he here for the social gathering too? Didn't he always call her baby and say goodnight to her every night? It turns out that men's words are all lies. Wow, look, the man sitting in the corner is so handsome, Wang Xiao said to Jiang Qi with a crazy look on his face. Tusk, can being handsome be enough to make a living? When choosing a boyfriend, you have to choose a rich one. The girl who said this is called Mei Xin. As Mei Xin spoke, her eyes scanned Jiang Qi and the other 3, taking in everything they were wearing, and finally her eyes fell on Li Hao. Li Hao was wearing all branded clothes, and the watch on his wrist was estimated to be worth 4 figures. The family conditions must be very good. It's him. Li Hao had already noticed Mei Xin looking at him. Old Jiang, look at that girl. She seems very interested in me. What do you think of her? Li Hao said excitedly. Not very good. Jiang Qi looked at Mei Zin with an unfriendly look. No way, I think she's pretty good, and she keeps looking at me as if she likes me. When Li Hao said this, he saw Mei Zin was flirting with her intentionally or unintentionally. He felt that his spring must be coming. He's not attracted to you, he's attracted to your watch. Jiang Qi looked at the watch on Li Hao's wrist. This watch was a gift from his wealthy relatives for his 18th birthday and was worth several thousand yuan. He likes my watch. How is that possible? It's a men's watch. How could a girl like it? Hearing what Li Hao said, Jiang Qi twitched his mouth speechlessly. It deserved it because his brother was cheated so badly in his previous life. He was cuckolded 3 times in a row before he realized that the child was not his. His IQ is really low. 4 men and 4 women sat down facing each other. Jiang Qi is really busy now. He has to keep an eye on Tang Yunren and take care of his brothers. Let's introduce ourselves first, Tian Cheng said. Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is Tian Cheng, and I am from the management department of Jiaotong University. I like playing sports and playing football. I want to emphasize that I am currently single and have no girlfriend. I have had 1 relationship experience. My name is Chen Guang. Like him, I am also from the management department of Jiaotong University. We live in the same dormitory. My hobby is singing. I think my singing voice is pretty good. I can show you my singing skills when you order a song later. My name is Li Hao. I'm from Jiang University. I'm not tall, I'm fat, and I'm pretty good looking. Although I'm just a college student, I have a house and a car, and I'm kind-hearted. I like food, and my biggest dream is to eat food from all over the world in the future. After Li Hao introduced himself, he looked at Jiang Qi. Tang Yunren was also looking at him. There are also 3 other girls, including Mei Zin. Although Mei Zin doesn't like Jiang Qi's money, it doesn't stop her from appreciating the handsome guy's looks. Jiang Qi looked at Tang Yunren and introduced himself. Jiang Qi, male, 18 years old. It's over. It's not like he really came here for a social gathering. And if he made so many introductions, Tang Yunren would definitely misunderstand him. So it would be better for him to just act cool and aloof. Just like that, Tang Yunren's face looked unhappy, and she glanced at him from time to time. He had to continue to look cool and aloof, appearing out of place in this environment, so as not to attract the attention of other girls. This is what Jiang Qi thought, but the facts were completely opposite to what he imagined. Wow, this handsome guy is so cool, just my type. Me too. Bullshit, you clearly said you liked puppies. Do you know that appearance is justice? In the face of absolute appearance, little milk dogs are not good enough, okay? Tang Yunren was extremely angry as she listened to the girls whispering in her ears. Damn Jiang Qi, damn Jiang Qi, she will never talk to you again. She even thought about giving you another chance, but you still came to the social gathering and deliberately acted so cool. He must know that girls nowadays like cool boys, so he deliberately acted like this to attract them. Then the girl introduced herself. I'll go first. My name is Mei Zin, you can call me Zin Zin. I have a cheerful personality, I like making friends, and I also like cooking. I can cook a lot of different dishes. Mei Zin deliberately introduced him this way, actually just wanting to please Li Hao. Sure enough, Li Hao took the bait, and the look in his eyes when he looked at her almost had the word interested written all over his face. Jiang Qi looked at Mei Zin and thought that this girl was really scheming. Tang Yunren was always paying attention to Jiang Qi's every move. When she saw Jiang Qi looking at Mei Zin, she thought he was interested in her. She immediately lowered her head, pursed her lips, and a sad expression appeared in her eyes. After the other 2 girls were introduced, it was Tang Yunren's turn. Tian Cheng and Chen Guang looked at Tang Yunren with shining eyes, which was completely different from the way they looked when they were introduced by other girls just now. After seeing this scene, Jiang Qi no longer had time to care about Li Hao. His own wife was being targeted by someone, so why would he care about his brother? Hello everyone, my name is Tang Yunren, and I'm from the Fine Arts Department of Jiang University. For those who study art, this is great. Yes, this major is good. Girls who study painting usually have a stronger sense of calmness than other girls. They appear to be calm and composed, and they also give boys a sense of refinement. It is very attractive that a beautiful person can also paint. Please introduce more beauties. What other hobbies do you have? Are you single? Do you have a boyfriend? There must be a lot of people chasing after you, right? Tian Cheng and Chen Guang asked questions one after another, and the more they asked, the closer they got to Tang Yunren. Bang, bang, Jiang Qi opened 2 bottles of beer in a row. The sound was a bit abrupt and interrupted the conversation between several people. Jiang Qi placed 2 open bottles of beer in front of Tian Cheng and Chen Guang. Drink. In a word, a little cold. Oh, oh, thank you. You're welcome. Seeing this scene, Li Hao curled his lips. At this time, a girl named Wang Xiao looked at Jiang Qi and asked, "Do you have a girlfriend? The author has something to say. I'll try to post 3 updates tonight." Chapter 28, Tang Yunren is drunk. Hearing this, Tang Yunren half raised her head, and just as she looked up, she saw Jiang Qi looking towards her. It made her heart beat fast. People ask you if you have someone you like. What are you looking at her doing? You'll make her misunderstand. Have. When Jiang Qi said this word, his eyes were fixed on Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren thought that Jiang Qi's expression was the most straightforward confession of his love to her. Love experience plus 652. After blushing and her heart beating for 2 seconds, Tang Yunren frowned. Or was she just overthinking? If she was really overthinking it, then Jiang Qi said that he had someone he liked. Who was that person? When Tang Yunren thought that the person Jiang Qi liked was not her, she felt as if her heart was being pulled by someone. Wang Xiao, who was sitting next to him, looked at Jiang Qi, then followed Jiang Qi's gaze to look at Tang Yunren. I don't know if it was her illusion. Why did it feel like Jiang Qi was confessing his feelings to Tang Yunren when he answered her? "Beauty, you haven't answered me yet. Do you have someone you like?" Chen Guang asked Tang Yunren a similar question to Wang Xiao. Tang Yunren's first reaction when she heard this question was also an instinctive reaction of her body. She looked towards Jiang Qi. Now it was Chen Guang's turn to be confused. He asked Tang Yunren if she had someone she liked. What did Tang Yunren mean by looking at Jiang Qi? Jiang Qi saw Tang Yunren's reaction and felt happy in his heart. Now that things have come to this, he is no longer hiding anything. Stand up. Everybody was looking at him. He walked around the table and towards the girl's side. Everyone's eyes were following him. Jiang Qi walked around the table and came to Wang Xiao's side. Wang Xiao looked up at Jiang Qi in surprise, secretly delighted. Is she favored by the cool male god? Wow, she was destined to have a romantic encounter today. She was actually favored by such a handsome guy. What if he confessed his feelings to her directly? Would she seem unreserved if she agreed immediately? But what if she hesitated for a second or two and made the handsome guy angry and lose his patience? Wouldn't she be at a great disadvantage? If the other party really gets angry and stops talking to her, who will accompany her such a rare and extremely handsome guy? She figured it out. Being reserved means nothing in front of a handsome guy. As soon as Jiang Qi opened his mouth, she would agree immediately. Just when Wang Xiao made up her mind, Jiang Qi said, "Sorry, beautiful lady, can I change seats with you?" Hey, Nanny. Wang Xiao kept blinking as he looked at Jiang Qi. His brain stuck and he couldn't react for a moment. Not only Wang Xiao, but everyone else in the private room was staring at Jiang Qi. Seeing Wang Xiao remain silent for a long time, Jiang Qi repeated what he had just said. "Can I switch seats with you?" Oh. Wang Xiao responded twice dully, and just as he stood up, he saw Jiang Qi sitting next to Tang Yunren. The private room was very quiet. Maintaining the previous scene, everyone was still looking at Jiang Qi and Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren stared blankly at Jiang Qi, who was sitting next to her, her red lips slightly parted. Why didn't you tell me 2 nights ago that you were going to attend a social gathering?" Jiang Qi asked first. "You asked her and she wanted to ask you. Then why don't you say it?" Tang Yunren asked back. "Don't get me wrong, I came to the social gathering just to make up the numbers. If you don't believe me, ask Fatty. He was the one who said they were short of 1 person and asked me to come over to help." After saying that, Jiang Qi turned to look at Li Hao. "What are you still standing there for? Help explain it quickly." Yes. School beauty Tang, don't get me wrong. My brother didn't want to come at first, but I threatened him by jumping off the building to get him to help make up the numbers." At this point, Li Hao realized that he was meddling in other people's business. Originally, he asked Jiang Qi to come over because he didn't want Jiang Qi to hang himself on Tang Yunren's tree, and felt that there was no chance for them at all. However, in fact, the 2 of them had already secretly made their move. Brother Jiang Qi is so ungrateful. When we have time, I will let him treat us. So that's how it is. Tang Yunren looked at Li Hao, and he didn't seem to be lying. After all, she was reborn. The moment she met him in college in her previous life, she recognized Jiang Qi as the boy next door who saved her from the river when she was a child. Since then, she has been secretly observing him and asking about some things about him, so she knows whether he has a girlfriend or not. "What about you?" Jiang Qi asked Tang Yunren in return. Zio Keo asked me to come. She was supposed to attend this social gathering, but it's almost the end of the semester. Our elective history course is very difficult, and she wants to study hard, so she asked me to come in her place. Tang Yunren had just finished explaining when she saw Jiang Qi smiling. Seeing the smile on Jiang Qi's face, Tang Yunren suddenly realized why she was so anxious to explain. Didn't this expose her foxtail? Okay, I understand. Jiang Qi moved his face closer to Tang Yunren and nodded. Jiang Qi's slightly smiling face made Tang Yunren so shy that she wanted to run away. Love experience plus 213. The current situation does not need any explanation from anyone. Anyone with eyes can see that Jiang Qi and Tang Yunren are a family. Oh shit. You can't play it like this. Among the four girls, Tang Yunren is the prettiest, but she already has a boyfriend. Tian Cheng and Chen Guang expressed how envious they were, but after seeing Jiang Cheng's handsome face, they could only remain silent. If they were girls, they would also choose Jiang Qi. Would you like something to drink? Jiang Qi handed a glass of juice to Tang Yunren. Thank you. Tang Yunren thanked him politely. Why are you so polite to me? These are what I should do, Jiang Qi said in a matter-of-fact tone. You really don't consider yourself an outsider, Tang Yunren complained in a low voice. Jiang Qi deliberately leaned close to Tang Yunren's ear and whispered in a voice that only the two of them could hear. Then do you treat me as an outsider? You are an outsider. It was true in the previous life, and it is true in this life. Not in the future, Jiang Qi said. What? Jiang Qi's voice was a little soft, and Tang Yunren could not hear it clearly. I said drink juice. Jiang Qi deliberately changed the subject. Tang Yunren looked at Jiang Qi with suspicion. Although she didn't hear it clearly just now, she was sure that Jiang Qi didn't say the following words. Why drink juice? We are all adults now, let's drink beer. Wang Xiao wanted to drink beer herself, but if the other girls didn't drink, she would look too fierce alone, so she poured a glass for Tang Yunren as well. She doesn't know how to drink, I'll help her drink. Jiang Qi reached out and picked up Tang Yunren's wine glass. Hey, really? We came here to join a social event to escape the fate of being single, but you guys come here to show off your love. Do you have any humanity left? After Wang Xiao took the lead in making fun of this, others followed suit. That is to say, showing affection will lead to being struck by lightning. It's fun to show off your love today, but you'll cry when we break up tomorrow. Forget it, old Tian, don't be jealous. I have already gained enlightenment. I am the successor of socialism, how can I talk about love? Tang Yunren was not as thick-skinned as Jiang Qi. When she heard what they said, she immediately took her wine glass back from Jiang Qi's hand. You don't need to help me drink it, I can do it myself. Can you really do this? After Jiang Qi's death, his soul had always been with Tang Yunren. As far as he could remember, she had never touched alcohol. Tang Yunren did not answer Jiang Qi's words. She directly picked up the wine glass and took a big sip, proving with practical actions that she could drink. Seeing Tang Yunren drinking so much, Jiang Qi thought that she probably had some alcohol tolerance. However, after only 5 minutes, Tang Yunren felt that the laughter and chatter around her ears began to become noisy and buzzing. Her vision gradually became blurred and she felt dizzy. Realizing that something was increasingly wrong with her, Tang Yunren, who still retained most of her consciousness, knew that she was drunk. Of course, she would not tell anyone about such an embarrassing thing. My vision became narrower and narrower. The buzzing sound in my ears became louder and louder, and my consciousness began to slowly fade away. If I continue to leave her alone, I'm afraid she will get completely drunk and lose her composure. I'm going to the bathroom, Tang Yunren said, then stood up staggeringly. Jiang Qi saw at a glance that something was wrong with Tang Yunren. Are you okay? I'm fine, why wouldn't I be fine? Tang Yunren opened her eyes as wide as possible and pretended that nothing had happened to her. Can I go with you? Jiang Qi stood up. No, thank you. After saying that, Tang Yunren quietly pinched her waist to alert herself, then left in a hurry. She didn't want Jiang Qi to see her drunk and out of control. It would be too embarrassing. She had to go to the bathroom and take a shower. Just as Tang Yunren was thinking this, her legs suddenly went weak and she fell to the ground. Just when she was about to have an intimate contact with the earth, a hand suddenly reached out, wrapped around her waist, and held her steadily. The author has something to say. I have updated 3 times already. I have time tomorrow. If the reward is over 50 yuan, I will update 4 times. If it is over 100 yuan, I will update 4 times in 5 consecutive days. Even more, I may update 10,000 times. Chapter 29, Lean on my shoulder. Who is it? Tang Yunren was shocked. I'm afraid he's a bad person with impure intentions. With a nervous heart, I looked up suddenly, and when I saw it was that familiar face, I immediately breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, it's him. I'm fine, can you put me down? Tang Yunren was held in Jiang Qi's arms. This posture was a little too ambiguous. Fortunately, she was drunk now, so no one could tell even if her face turned red. You couldn't see that she was blushing, but her heart was beating so fast that it almost jumped out of her throat. Love experience plus 369. Jiang Qi looked at Tang Yunren, whose face was flushed, and his Adam's apple rolled subconsciously. At this moment, he really wanted to throw all the moral ethics and integrity behind his mind and just kiss her. But this is not allowed for Tang Yunren, because she is the girl he cherishes most. Doing something offensive like that to her is disrespectful to her. You don't look okay, I'll take you back first. I can go back by myself. Really? Then I don't care. If you are targeted by bad guys in this state, it will be terrible in the middle of the night and no one can help you. Hearing Jiang Qi say this, Tang Yunren couldn't help but feel scared. Not to mention that she was indeed a little drunk. Even if she wasn't drunk, if a girl went home late at night and ran into a bad guy and was dragged into an alley, then please take me back. It's too much trouble to say that. Don't meet me again in the future. Treat me as your own. If there is anything you need to do, just tell me. One of us. What does he mean by this? Tang Yunren was now increasingly unable to understand Jiang Qi. She didn't know which of his words were true and which were false, and she couldn't even tell the weight of his words. Jiang Qi called a taxi using the taxi app and helped Tang Yunren get in the car. There were no lights on in the taxi. Tang Yunren was already feeling drowsy due to the alcohol, and the dim environment made it even more difficult for her to hold on. Lean on my shoulder and sleep for a while, Jiang Qi said to Tang Yunren. Jiang Qi's words were like magic to Tang Yunren, causing her to turn her head uncontrollably and look over Jiang Qi's shoulder. The boy's shoulders are broad and big, and he looks very lean. Tang Yunren was thinking, it must be very comfortable to lean on a shoulder like this, right? Although she thought so, she felt that it would not be a good idea to actually do so. Come closer. Jiang Qi moved closer to Tang Yunren and stuck close to her. Tang Yunren lowered her head and looked at the two people's legs leaning against each other, and her heartbeat suddenly accelerated. Love experience plus 589. Just as she was about to move towards the car door, Jiang Qi reached out, covered Tang Yunren's head, and gently but domineeringly placed her head on his shoulder. Tang Yunren's pupils dilated instantly, and the part of his head covered by his hands felt hot and numb. Plop, plop. The heart was beating loudly. It's jumping so loudly, Jiang Qi won't hear it right. Love experience plus 587. Hearing the system prompt, Jiang Qi glanced towards Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren's eyes were wide open, and her long, dense eyelashes trembled like butterfly wings. Every tremor carried an indescribable bewitching force, tempting him to commit a crime. Simply, damn it. Jiang Qi's chest rose and fell noticeably. His brows were furrowed, and when he opened his mouth, he looked like a fourth baby, fire baby. Just then, the car suddenly jolted. Jiang Qi was quick to act and put his arm around the girl's waist, holding her in his arms. Tang Yunren was slightly frightened, and her face turned slightly pale. It's okay, don't be afraid, I'm here. Jiang Qi spoke softly, as if he was coaxing a child, and patted Tang Yunren's body from time to time with his hands. Originally, Tang Yunren felt embarrassed after she realized what was happening, and she really wanted to push Jiang Qi away. However, just leaning in Jiang Qi's arms, feeling the boy's big, thick hands gently patting her body, she felt inexplicably at ease. Slowly close your eyes and enjoy this moment of comfort and peace. I thought if only this moment could last forever. Not long after, Jiang Qi heard the long breathing of the girl as she fell asleep. The breath she exhaled just happened to spray on his neck and collarbone, arousing him to turn into a fourth child again. We're here, the driver stopped the car. Jiang Qi glanced towards the neighborhood, and his eyes fell on the girl in his arms. He now had a lot of messy thoughts in his mind. For example, he could give the driver some money, rent his car, and then he and Tang Yunren would be the only two people in the car tonight. It's exciting just to think about it. This thought grew wildly in his mind for a while, almost devouring all his sanity, but in the end he forcibly controlled it. She is his, and this is an unchangeable fact, so there is no need to rush for this moment of tenderness. Why? He let out a long sigh. It's hard to be a man, and it's even harder to be a good man. Aren't you going to get off? The driver was anxious and turned to look at Jiang Qi and urged him. I'll be right down. Before waking up Tang Yunren, he had to do something. Otherwise, he would not be able to sleep tonight. He lowered his head and kissed the girl on the head. Chapter 30, Are You Going to Kiss Her? Much more comfortable. Jiang Qi was delighted, while the driver was fed with a lot of dog food. Go down quickly. What if you treat him as air? Are young people nowadays so thick-skinned? The driver's suddenly raised voice woke Tang Yunren up. Tang Yunren rubbed her eyes, and her voice sounded a little sticky, as if she hadn't slept well. Are we there yet? Arrive. Oh, I'll be leaving first then. As soon as Tang Yunren opened the car door and got out, she saw Jiang Qi also getting out of the car. What are you doing down here? It takes another 5 minutes to walk from the gate to your building. No one can guarantee that there will be no danger during these 5 minutes. Since I have already sent you here, I might as well just send you to your doorstep. There's really no need for that. We've already arrived at the community, and the community has surveillance cameras. There are also blind spots for surveillance, right? When Tang Yunren wanted to say something else, the taxi had already driven away. Jiang Qi spread his hands and said, The taxi has already left. Seeing this scene, Tang Yunren thought that it was useless for her to refuse in this situation, so she just let him do it. Tang Yunren had just taken 2 steps when she suddenly thought of something and turned to look at Jiang Qi. How did you know it would take another 5 minutes to walk from the entrance of the community to my house? She just told Jiang Qi that she lived in this community, but didn't tell him which building in the community it was. She didn't even mention that it took 5 minutes to walk from the community gate to her house. So how did he know? She had suspected before that Jiang Qi was reborn just like her. Could it be that he was really reborn? Seeing Tang Yunren looking at him like this, Jiang Qi didn't think about rebirth like Tang Yunren did. He just thought that she regarded him as a stalker. She thought he had stalked her before, so he knew where she lived. No, we can't have this misunderstanding. This needs some explanation. I was just guessing, just saying it casually. He knew that this reason was perfunctory enough, but he just refused to admit it, and Tang Yunren couldn't do anything about it. Just as Jiang Qi expected, although his words were full of loopholes, Tang Yunren couldn't find any definite flaws. Tang Yunren thought about asking Jiang Qi directly whether he was reborn or not. But if she really asked that, she would be exposing herself first. Tang Yunren looked at Jiang Qi from time to time with an inquiring gaze, trying to find some clues from Jiang Qi's face. But there was none. After a while, they went downstairs. You should go back early. I'm a man, and you're still worried that I might be in danger. Who's worried about you? I just think it's too late, and your family will be worried about you. Actually, men can be dangerous too, especially those as handsome as me. Hearing Jiang Qi say this, Tang Yunren rolled her eyes at Jiang Qi speechlessly. Are you really not worried about me at all? Aren't you worried that I'll run into a female hooligan? If you met a female hooligan, wouldn't you be so happy? Who do you think I am? Do you think I am the kind of person who thinks with the lower body? I am a gentleman who can remain calm even when a woman's sensual beauty appears before me. Jiang Qi added something when he said this. Unless the female hooligan is you. Tang Yunren, you are the hooligan. I'm going back and I won't talk to you anymore. After saying that, Tang Yunren turned and left. Of course. When Jiang Qi shouted, Tang Yunren stopped immediately, her hands tightly grasping the strap of her bag. Of course. This affectionate name is now more familiar to you. You don't even consider her feelings. Do you know that every time you call her like that, she feels like an electric current is running through her body and her heartbeat is uncontrollable. Love experience plus 654. W what? As soon as Tang Yunren finished speaking, she realized that she was stuttering. Tang Yunren, oh Tang Yunren, why are you so useless? He just called your name and it was just a little intimate. Why are you so speechless? You are not really 18 years old, okay? In other words, although she was in her early 30s in her previous life, she had never fallen in love with anyone else because she had always loved Jiang Qi. She had never been in a formal relationship, and she had never had any intimate actions with other men. Except when Jiang Qi was drunk and asleep or sick, she had kissed him secretly. So for her, whether in her past life or this life, she has no experience in love. Jiang Qi took a step forward and got close to Tang Yunren. Looking at the girl's ripe face, he really wanted to pick some and taste it. I called you because I wanted to say something to you. W what? Tang Yunren stuttered again. Just say it, why are you so close to her? She was so hot that she could hardly breathe. Love experience plus 887. My breathing is getting faster and faster. My chest was heaving with emotion. Love experience plus 900. Still going. Love experience plus 901. Love experience plus 902. Love experience plus 903. What? Why is this little girl so nervous? It's not like he was going to confess his feelings to her. Good night. Tang Yunren was stunned. Just this. Who do you think it is? Jiang Qi deliberately teased Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren panicked. I didn't think of that. You're lying, you must have thought that just now. I don't. You have. I really don't. I don't believe it. Tang Yunren took a step back, and Jiang Qi took a step forward. Until the end, Jiang Qi handed Tang Yunren to the mailbox. There is no way to retreat. Tang Yunren opened her beautiful big eyes and looked up at Jiang Qi. Her heartbeat was like the beat of a war drum on an ancient battlefield, dense and powerful. Love experience plus 923. Love experience plus 924. Love experience plus 925. Being stared at by the girl's beautiful eyes, Jiang Qi felt as if his heart was being scratched by a cat's claws, making him want to get down to business as soon as possible. It's getting more and more terrible. What was even more terrible was that the girl's mouth was slightly open due to excessive nervousness, revealing her lovely pearly teeth. The pearly teeth that poked out seemed to be waving to him in a hospitable manner, saying to him, "Come on, come on." Gyudong, he swallowed his saliva, and his Adam's apple rolled noticeably. He can't hold it anymore. Don't worry about it. Jiang Qi took a deep breath and reached out to grab Tang Yunren's shoulders. Come closer. What is he going to do? Are you going to kiss her? Tang Yunren stared at Jiang Qi with eyes wide open. How is that possible? There was no way Jiang Qi wanted to kiss her. He won't. Right. He must be teasing her. Tang Yunren thought so, but Jiang Qi's face kept getting bigger and bigger in front of her. I'm about to kiss you. No way. Is he really going to kiss her? Just then, a loud shout was heard. Let go of my sister. The author has something to say. 2 updates in the morning, eat first, and continue in the afternoon. Chapter 30, When He is Reborn. This shout immediately dispelled all the impulses in Jiang Qi's heart. Without turning around, you could tell that the rough voice belonged to Tang Yunren's third brother, Tang Faizan. Oh no, my third brother is here, hurry up and leave. Before Tang Yunren could finish her words, Jiang Qi had already run away. Still want to run? Tang Faizan chased after him with his fists raised. Third brother, stop chasing me, Tang Yunren shouted anxiously. How dare you bully my sister? If I don't catch you today, I won't be named Tang. Tang Faizan became furious when he thought about how his sister was almost bullied just now. Jiang Qi looked at Tang Faizan, who was chasing him relentlessly, and immediately asked the system to exchange him for a track and field athlete in the mall. Thus, he was able to get rid of Tang Faizan. Fuck, this guy runs so damn fast. He is so tired. Tang Faizan looked ahead, but Jiang Qi had already disappeared. What made Tang Faizan even more speechless was that the boy just jumped directly from the front of the fence. The scene was very similar to the hurdle race he watched in the sports meet. Are the physical fitness of gangsters so high now? If you have this ability, why not be an athlete? Why be a hooligan? Tang Yunren ran over breathlessly. Third brother, where is he? He ran away, Tang Faizan said, biting his back teeth. Just run away. Tang Yunren breathed a sigh of relief. Zio ran, next time you come back so late, call me and I'll pick you up. If I don't have time, there are still big brother and second brother. It's too dangerous for you to come back alone at night. Fortunately, I thought of coming out to check. Otherwise, you would have been bullied by that gangster. When Tang Yunren heard Tang Faizan say this, her thoughts were suddenly brought back to the scene downstairs just now. If Tang Faizan hadn't come out, would Jiang Qi really kiss her? Tang Faizan saw that Tang Yunren was distracted and thought she was frightened because she was too frightened. It's okay. If that guy dares to target you again, I'll beat him so hard that he won't even recognize himself, Tang Faizan said, clenching his fists. Tang Yunren looked at Tang Faizan's huge fist and thought of the scene in his previous life where Jiang Qi was pinned to the ground and rubbed, and she became worried. Third brother, did you see that person's face clearly just now? Tang Faizan frowned. It was a little dim just now, so I couldn't see clearly. Otherwise, I would have called the police immediately. It's okay if you didn't see it clearly. Before Tang Yunren could even breathe a sigh of relief, she heard Tang Faizan's voice again. But you don't have to worry. Although I didn't see his face clearly, I still have an impression of his general outline. If I meet him again, I will teach him a lesson. What should I do now? Tang Yunren was as anxious as an ant on hot pan. After returning to the room, Tang Yunren immediately called Jiang Qi. Have you gone home yet? On the way. Jiang Qi just got in a taxi. You don't have to worry about me. I can run fast. Not to mention you, even if your 3 brothers come together, they can't catch up with me. Who's worried about you? Tang Yunren picked up a doll from the cupboard and rolled it into a ball, then flattened it. I just asked my third brother, and he said he didn't see your face clearly. Jiang Qi laughed and shook his head. This little girl is really hard on the outside, but soft on the inside. She obviously cares about him, but she refuses to admit it. But this awkward little look just hits his spot. I love it so much. That's good. What's good about that? You don't know. My third brother said that although he didn't see your face clearly, he remembered your figure and outline. He also said that if he sees you again next time, he will definitely recognize you. He must be fooling you. He can recognize me just by my outline. If he can do that, why do we need a police dog? Jiang Qi, I'm sorry my Chinese language teacher taught me, so the analogy is inappropriate. Tang Yunren rolled her eyes speechlessly and continued. I was just thinking about whether I should explain the matter to my third brother and tell him that it was just a misunderstanding. Don't do that. Why? Is your third brother a reasonable person? When has he not acted more than he thought? He was almost arrested for beating people several times. Tang Yunren was shocked. Why does Jiang Qi know her third brother so well? And you know so much about her third brother? Jiang Qi listened to the phone being silent for a long time and recalled what he had just said. Very inappropriate. How did you know? Tang Yunren bit her lower lip tightly, her chest heaving with nervousness. Of course he knew, because in his previous life he was one of the victims of Tang Faizen's fists. Of course, there are some things I don't want to lie to you about. I'm still thinking about how to tell you, because I'm afraid if I tell you, you'll get angry and you'll ignore me again. He said this. Is he really reborn? Is he doing this now just to make it up to her? She doesn't need any charity from anyone. This was never what she wanted. In her previous life, what she wanted was for Jiang Qi to be resurrected. As long as he could come back to life, she was willing to exchange her life for it and let her leave him immediately, no matter what the conditions were. What she wants now is that, through this period of close contact with Jiang Qi, she has come to understand her inner thoughts. She still couldn't forget him, so she wanted him to be good to her, to be truly good to her, rather than making amends out of guilt. Tang Yunren thought about it again, and it seemed that something was not right. Even if Jiang Qi was reborn, he shouldn't feel guilty towards her, right? In their previous life, the two of them were only married in form, and had nothing to do with each other in terms of daily life and socializing. To put it simply, she lived her life and he lived his. There was no communication between them, and she had never told him that she liked him. How could he feel guilty towards her? But if that was not the case, why would Jiang Qi say such a thing? There is also the matter of her third brother, and many, many things that happened in the past. The explanation doesn't make sense. Why don't you say a word? Jiang Qi was a little anxious. Girls' minds were usually complicated, and he couldn't guess them. He was afraid that Tang Yunren would have wild thoughts. Of course you won't be angry, will you? No. Really? Really not. Tang Yunren was indeed not angry, but she was very confused. You need to calm down and sort it out. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Zio ran, my headphones are broken. I want to borrow one from you. It's the third brother. Oh, SHH, don't make any noise. Tang Yunren said to the phone, then got out of bed and opened the door. Tang Faizen looked at Tang Yunren with suspicion, not knowing if it was his illusion, but he always felt that his sister's behavior was a little abnormal. As he watched, his puzzled eyes fell on Tang Yunren's phone. Who are you talking to on the phone so late? The author has something to say. It's 3 o'clock. Chapter 32. I still want to hear you say good morning. Tang Yunren carefully heard a click. I'm chatting with Zio Keo. Tang Yunren grabbed the clothes in front of her chest and said nervously. Oh, Tang Faizen continued to stare at the phone with a puzzled look. Third brother, do you have anything else to say? Tang Yunren handed the phone to Tang Faizen. Just borrow some headphones, nothing else. Go to bed early after you finish talking. After Tang Faizen left, Tang Yunren patted his chest and breathed a sigh of relief. So nervous? Jiang Qi asked. You are talking without any pain in your waist. But if it were you, would you be nervous if your family saw you? If my family saw me chatting on the phone with such a beautiful girl at night, they would just laugh out loud. I won't talk to you anymore. It's late. I'm going to bed early. You should go to bed early and get enough rest. We will go to the movies together tomorrow night. Tang Yunren was stunned. Too many things happened today, and they were constantly exciting, which made her nervous until now, and she actually forgot about this matter. Besides, Jiang Qi hadn't finished speaking yet. Just now when we were downstairs at your house, I said good night to you. You haven't said it to me yet. Aren't you bored, saying the same thing every day? Is it boring? I want to hear you say good morning every morning. You're a hooligan. With a beep, Tang Yunren hung up the phone. Tang Yunren held her face in her hands, which was red and hot. Love experience plus 578. I need a chocolate ear to cool down. In the end, Tang Yunren ate 3 of them in a row before her throbbing heart finally calmed down. The next day, Jiang Qi woke up early in the morning, sent a message of good morning to Tang Yunren, and then went for a walk in the nearby park as usual. System, how much experience do I have now? 94,521. Wow, quite a lot. This is all the result of the hard work of his little girl wife. While watching a movie in the evening, he would find a suitable opportunity to reward her. It's so exciting just thinking about it. If I remember correctly, the super rich experience voucher is going to expire today, right? 5 hours left. So fast. Thanks to the Shenhao experience voucher, he bought 3 more houses in Kiashui community in less than 7 days. He also bought a villa with great appreciation potential. Of course, what he was interested in was not the appreciation potential of the villa, but he remembered that at a class reunion in his previous life, Tang Yunren's classmates had been showing off to her how rich her husband was, and that she had even bought a luxury villa worth more than 10 million yuan there. That classmate of hers not only boasted, but also mocked Tang Yunren in words and deeds, saying that it was no big deal that she was the school belle back then, as her life was much worse than hers. He didn't look at Tang Yunren's expression at that time, because at that time he didn't care what Tang Yunren thought. He was him and she was her. It was just a superficial engagement relationship. Even if he took the initiative, she wouldn't care, right? So he ignored Tang Yunren until the class reunion was over. Thinking about it now, she must have felt very uncomfortable at that time. Very uncomfortable. I really want to slap myself hard. Jiang Qi collected his thoughts and looked in the direction of the villa he bought. When he marries her in the future, he will give her the villa. Not only that, during this period, all the materials he donated to the poor mountainous areas in the west to help alleviate poverty were done in the name of Tang Yunren. At this time, the cell phone rang. Who would call him so early in the morning? Jiang Qi took out his cell phone. Oh, I forgot about the fat guy. Last night, he was completely focused on Tang Yunren and completely forgot about Li Hao. I don't know what his situation is now. As soon as the phone was connected, Li Hao's excited voice was heard. Lao Jiang, congratulate me, I'm no longer single, ha ha ha. I've been single for 18 years and I'm finally no longer single. Hearing this, Jiang Qi stopped in his tracks. What did you say? Heh, guess what happened between Xingxin and me last night? Li Hao asked with a sly smile. Xingxin, this is even a nickname for affection. I don't have time to guess, just tell me. After you and Miss Tang left last night, Xingxin and I got along better and better. I like to eat delicious food and she likes to cook it. Not only that, she also likes other things I like. I feel like we are a match made in heaven. Get to the point. The point is that she was drunk. I wanted to drive her home. She said her parents were strict and wouldn't let her drink outside. If they saw her, they would definitely criticize her. She asked me to find a hotel. Guests. Jiang Qi's face was tense. You stayed. I am a man, of course I will stay. Did that happen to you? What are you talking about? I'm not the kind of person who takes advantage of others. I came to the social gathering just to end my single life and find a relationship. Didn't you say you were staying? I stayed here to take care of her. I can't just leave a drunk girl alone, right? Hearing this, Jiang Qi breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, it has not reached the point of no return. Lao Jiang, don't you congratulate me. I confessed to her this morning and she said she would think about it. Think about it? Didn't you just say you're no longer single? Listen to me. At first she said she would think about it. Then I noticed she kept staring at my watch. I remembered what you said, that he liked my watch, so I took off my watch and gave it to her. I didn't expect that what you said was exactly right. She really liked my watch. Then I confessed to her and she agreed. Jiang Qi, things have developed to this point. If he directly persuades Li Hao to give up, their brotherly relationship will definitely become unhappy, and in the end, they may not even be brothers anymore. It's like if Li Hao said something bad about Tang Yunren, then he would definitely be finished with him. He needs to think of a way to solve this problem, and as soon as possible. Old Jiang, I'm going to find a time. I'll call Xingxin and you call School Beauty Tang. The 4 of us will have dinner together. Okay, next weekend. This is a good opportunity. He must find a way to successfully separate the 2 of them and let Li Hao recognize Mei Xin's ugly face. When Jiang Qi returned home from his walk, Jiang Mingwen was opening a jar of Lao Gan Ma. This lid is quite dandy. Jiang Mingwen pulled it hard, and the veins on his forehead popped out, but he still couldn't open it. I'm old, Linya shook her head and said. Old who is old, try again. Go away, you are becoming more and more frivolous. Your son and daughter are at home, and you are talking without shame. Can shyness be eaten as Lao Gan Ma? If I am shy, will I still have sons and daughters? Having said that, Jiang Mingwen looked at Linya's lower abdomen. How is it? Is there any movement? Jiang Mingwen's words scared Jiang Qi. It turns out that the old couple were planning to secretly give him a younger brother or sister. Don't touch me, there's no movement. The author has something to say. 4 updates, 4 updates. Chapter 33, Jiang Qi is so annoying. Linya slapped Jiang Mingwen's hand away and caught a glimpse of Jiang Qi, who had returned at some point. Zio Qi, you're back. Oh, I just got back. I didn't see or hear anything. Linya. Jiang Mingwen, you might as well not say anything. Jiang Qi picked up the Lao Gan Ma on the table. Zio Qi, this bottle is not easy to open. Before Jiang Mingwen could finish his words, Jiang Qi had already unscrewed the bottle cap. Dad, what did you say? Nothing. Jiang Mingwen's old face turned red. Linya held back her laughter. Why? Linya sighed. My little Qi has grown up. Jiang Mingwen looked at Jiang Qi's hand and sighed in his heart. You have grown up. After sighing, he cursed in his heart. This bastard, can't he wait until his mother leaves before opening the Lao Gan Ma? Doesn't he have any dignity? It's time to find a wife. Find a wife for your son to take care of this brat. I'm only 18. 18, what's wrong with 18? Your mom and I had you when we were 18. Really? If I remember correctly, you are 39 years old this year, and you will be 40 in 2 months. Why is my calculation wrong? Dad, did your math teacher or physical education teacher teach you? Go, go, go. This kid really doesn't give me any face at all. Let's not talk about me, let's talk about you. It's useless to say I'm useless. I'm not even old enough to legally get married. Then you should find a girlfriend first. Already chasing. As soon as Jiang Qi said this, Jiang Mingwen and Linya looked at him. Are you dreaming? I'm not dreaming, really. I said I was dreaming. Well, he won't explain this. When he brings Tang Yunren back in the future, they will know whether he is dreaming or not. Speaking of Tang Yunren, Jiang Qi thought of the good morning. He sent her in the morning, and she seemed to have not replied yet. Are you still asleep? In fact, Tang Yunren had woken up a long time ago, staring at the good morning, animated emoticon on the screen. Another gif of a man kissing a woman. Love experience plus 458. Seriously, sending this to her so early in the morning. How annoying. Tang Yunren threw her phone aside. Do you think she will reply to you? You're just wishful thinking. She doesn't want to follow your pace. 5 minutes later. Bite. Jiang Qi received new news. It was sent by Tang Yunren. It's also a gif. It is a gif of a kitten lifting the quilt and saying good morning. The kitten's cheeks are red and its little mouth is open, which is very cute. Jiang Qi thought that this cute little cat was Tang Yunren, so he kissed the little cat on the phone several times. Jiang Yuanyi saw this scene as soon as he came out of the room and was shocked at the time. Brother, if you are really not good enough, why don't you just find a girlfriend? A man is fine, but you kissing her while holding the phone is really embarrassing for me, your sister. Jiang Qi walked up to Jiang Yuan and started to pull Jiang Yuan's face. Jiang Yuan's appetite has been very good during this period. He has gained more flesh on his face after eating so much, and his face has become longer. SH. The feeling is quite relaxing, so Jiang Qi will not let go. Can't you be a bit normal with your head? There are so many flowers out there, but you only like lilies and chrysanthemums. Everyone has their own preferences. It's none of your business. Let go. I can't control you. I'm your brother, and I'm going to control you today. Ugh. Linya was just about to take a nap when she heard Jiang Yuan's voice coming from outside the door. I'll go out and take a look. What's so good about it? Is it as good looking as me? Jiang Mingwen pulled Linya onto the bed. Sleep well, sleep together, don't worry about them. But it's so loud. It's okay, we'll be louder later. It's lively outside and it's lively inside, and the family is very harmonious. In the evening, around 7 o'clock, Jiang Qi rode his bicycle towards Tang Yunren's house. You'd better not come, Tang Yunren sent a message. My parents are at home, and my 3 brothers are also at home. I'm on my way here. I'll be at your neighborhood in 5 minutes. So fast. Tang Yunren came to the door, opened it a crack and looked outside. The 3rd brother and the 2nd brother were both in the room. Her mother was in the kitchen washing dishes. and her father and her eldest brother were in the room. If she went out like this, she would definitely be discovered by them. I'm already at the gate of your community, please come out. Jiang Qi sent a message. Tang Yunren frowned. They are all in the living room. If I go out, they will definitely ask. Then just make up a reason. I don't want them to lie. Then tell them the truth. Tang Yunren, I'll be waiting for you at the gate of the community. Tang Yunren became more and more anxious. There are so many mosquitoes in your neighborhood. Tang Yunren's brows furrowed even deeper. The mosquito is still big, with a flat belly and long legs. Tang Yunren's phone kept ringing. All of them were messages from Jiang Qi.